Yo, what's up? My name's Iron Petrowski, and welcome back to a very special episode of the PokeMMO Iron Man account, the challenge account that cannot trade nor use the GTL, but will still participate in all the endgame content like raids, especially ones that are coming up in the upcoming winter event. I have spent literal months and thousands of hours preparing up until this exact moment, up until the Christmas event begins, which will begin in about 2 days or so from this current recording. But hell, it could even drop tomorrow. That's the weird thing about PokeMMO events. We could see them anywhere from December 24th, 25th, or 26th. And then as soon as that event drops, I have about 15 days to get as much progress done as possible. Progress that could impact my next year on this account. Things like stocking up Riches Charms to boost my Jimmy runs, which affects all of my main Pokeyen gain. Things like getting cool vanities to drip out my character. Events like this are really one of the only ways, if not the only way, to get super cool vanities. On top of completing all the upcoming limited raids, which once again, we spent so many hours preparing all of our PVM Pokemon to be able to do. We now have over an entire box full of different PVM and PvP Pokemon, all of which can be utilized pretty well in raids. We have this entire box right here, as well as many other Pokemon leaking over in my training box, as well as some Pokemon hanging out sparsely in my account box. To think that within just 7 months of creating the account, I could have things like this 5x31 modest Hydreigon just chilling in my boxes is still astounding to me. And with how PokeMMO events function, us not getting any information about them until they just kind of drop and appear into the world of PokeMMO, it's really hard to create goals for an episode like this. But I tried my best. So here is our Xmas goal list. I am basing my mysterious ball count off of the Halloween event and how I was able to store up to, I believe, over 115 mysterious dust balls. I was really proud of that. It took a lot of grinding, but we got it done. So getting over 100 plus mysterious balls during the Xmas event would be phenomenal. I actually even prefer the Xmas mysterious balls because usually they have even better shiny rates, though the dust balls do have better Pokemon, arguably. Now, Xmas presents and Santa presents and vanities, I have no idea. Those are just big question marks we'll have to see as the event proceeds. All raids getting done is absolutely crucial to make sure I can get the Jirachi raid, and that also includes all legendaries caught. They might add another impromptu legendary raid similar to last year where they added the Alpha Suicune raid that nobody expected. And then a big dream on the Iron Man account is to get one ultra rare vanity. It has not happened yet. I tried so hard to get one during the Halloween event, but it just wasn't in the cards, and that's okay. We'll see if it is in the cards during the Xmas event. Now, it's important to note we are starting this episode at 1,275 hours played, a little over 2.2 million Pokeyen, and 28,000 encounters on our encounter counter. We have been shiny hunting a fair bit recently to crank that number up. But I think that's it in terms of the yapping that I need to do. The next clip you guys see will either be the start of the Xmas event in 2025 in PokeMMO or a little bit of last minute preparation. And the beauty is, I don't know which one. That's the excitement of the Iron Man account. We're just gonna have to take it day by day and do all we can do within those 16 hours each day. Alrighty, fellas, the Christmas event is here, and we're gonna be grinding it on the Iron Man account. There are raids, 12 raids that are back with the eventual Jirachi raid at the end of it. There's apparently a new legendary raid in a Meloetta. We can try to get Meloetta, but I think it's permanent, so we probably won't focus it during the event time if possible, similar to Cresselia. There are new vanities being popped up on the GTL. There are new alphas, like Alpha Wobbuffet being popped open from some mysterious balls. We've seen new Elven vanities, the Elven Bow. I would love to get a bow and arrow on the Iron Man account. Are you kidding me? As well as the Elven Ponytail is one of, if not the ultra rare of the PokeMMO event. Someone said alert burger. I don't know if I want a burger or if there actually is a no new burger vanity. There's a lot of new stuff. The main things to grind, they did bring back Xmas randoms PvP similar to the Halloween one, but this one's actually Little Cup. Little Cup rotational randoms will be crazy, as well as mysterious balls. Mysterious balls are gonna be the go-to thing for most players, including myself. I'm gonna go try to grind some mysterious balls here as soon as possible and see you guys with what some of the rewards might look like. Okay, perfect. This is what the lost presents look like for those who don't know. You can follow lost present callouts and swarm callouts in my Discord. Link should be below every single video I ever post. They look like these little sparkling Pokeballs. They're very similar to swarms, where they just randomly spawn around the world. You want to go collect them. You'll get yourself lost presents, which I believe you can turn in for Xmas presents, if I'm not mistaken, and eventually maybe Santa presents. I'm not totally sure. Once again, we'll have to kind of refine out together. So just follow the callouts in the Discord. Just run around and collect what you can. Make some Pokeyen and make progress. Good luck. Okay, so you also get random encounters from the lost presents. Let it be known. Let it be known. I got a Voltorb spawn randomly. That's an insane Voltorb catch. I don't know. Well, I was gonna say, I don't know if it'll matter that much because it's a generalist Pokemon, so it's not a great breeder. But it's hit. If Electrode is ever, I'll make an Electrode out of this for sure. I will take it. That'll be my one big Electrode breeder, I guess. Hell yeah, man. This is a good catch too. I'm just getting good breeders. Oh man, that's the scary thing though. The scary thing is how many good breeders I'm gonna get and have to commit PC box space to during the Xmas event. Oh goodness, at this point, man, PC space is going to be one of the scariest resources during this event for me on an Ironman account. Oh goodness. What are these catches? I caught all 3 Swinubs had a 1x31. I don't know if I can afford to keep these is the problem. The question is like, number one, they'll take up PC space. Number 2, I don't really need any more breeders. Number 3, I kind of value the mysterious balls, the like limited time resources more than having good breeders. I'd rather just go farm good breeders or catches outside of the event. So I kind of think all of these Swinubs that I've caught, even though they're really good IVs, I caught 3 1x21s. I think they're all getting consumed. I think they're all getting consumed for mysterious balls is the harsh reality of events, dude. I'm sorry, huh? Have I never walked down this alleyway, or is this like a bug because because the update? Did I just get flashed for the first time in Unova on the Ironman account? 1200 hours, by the way. What the fuck? This guy like stopped me while I ran down this alleyway. What? Okay, before I forget, while we have some time, I'm gonna go spend like 400,000 Poke on quick balls over in Unova. Let's go dump our Poke in. I'm just grinding as fast as I can right now. I have how many swarm Pokemon caught? Let's see. I have over 30 swarm Pokemon caught already. I'm trying my best. We're learning what the best strat is for each Pokemon. I have a list of quick ballable ones so far. Like we haven't seen certain things. Delibird's by far the hardest one so far from what I've seen. We're kind of just gathering information, grinding, taking it one step at a time. Okay, quick ball time. How many of these can I afford? 300? 300 is pretty good. I'm just doing it. 300 quick balls. Give me it. Yum, 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 yum. More balls, please. Thank you so much. I'll be using. I wonder how many of these I'll use actually throughout the event. It'll put me on a stack of, I believe, 302. Look at this catch, dude. I think I can't keep it. It kind of like, part of it breaks my heart, but also I'm kind of like, yes, I don't have to waste PC space. Just good. I think it's better to just focus on the limited time stuff, the mysterious balls, than even worrying about breeders. I can always make breeders and catch mons in the future. This is a one-time, like, limited only thing for the mysterious balls, you know? All right, I started trading in just a few swarm Pokemon, 3 swarm Pokemon for a guide that I was recording, and my first ever reward was a mysterious Ultra Ball. I don't know if that's like just crazy RNG or what happened there, but I will happily take it. I'm gonna go ahead and just consume a little more while I can. We have Swinub, Glaceon, Staryu next. It's only 3 Pokemon consumed for a reward, but you have to have those exact species. But only 3 catches is so good for the reward. Wait, what is... Wait. I've turned in... Is that normal? Why do I only have I've only gotten 2 rewards in the Ironman account. Both have been Ultra Balls. Is this Ironman luck? Stantler, Snowrun, Smoochum. Okay, the Ironman luck is cooking. I've had double Ultra Ball into Great Ball so far. I can't wait. That's... So with Mysterious... Okay. Okay. The other chat, I have an absolute dilemma. An absolute dilemma. Should I pop the mysterious balls on the Ironman account with the holiday boost active? Or should I save them for Shiny Wars? I actually don't know what's right. I don't know what's best there. That is actually such a fucking dilemma. One is better for the accounts, one is better for the team. Same with like these, honestly. I can always wait on that, but yeah, I guess I can always wait on these till next year as well. It's just, that's such a weird... I don't know the answer to that. I'm gonna think on it. I'm probably, knowing me, I'll probably save him for Shining Wars like a fucking nerd. But it is a really tough decision. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch my focus towards more towards Lost Presents. I think I should honestly be doing that more on the Ironman account in the first place, because I think like Lost Presents are how you get the Xmas presents and the, I assume, Santa presents, but I'm not totally sure yet, obviously. Versus like the swarms are just mysterious balls. Like on an Ironman account, mysterious balls are cool, right? But they're not. They're just shiny chance. I can't sell them for any Poke yen. Versus the Lost Presents eventually be able to be turned in for Xmas presents to get vanities, charms, XP charms, shiny, not shiny charms, riches charms potentially would be fantastic. Okay, Lost Presents will easily be the most important thing to keep track of on the Ironman account. The way it works is, it's every 20 minutes you can only get 2 of them. It's very similar to like kid calls or mini bosses, but it's even less because you only get 2 every 20 minutes. It takes like 2 seconds to go check them. You should just always go do that. the rotation is going to be checking lost presents every 20 minutes on the dot, making sure you get both of them, and then going to do swarms for the rest of the time. So once again, mysterious balls are nice, like a cherry on top for the event. The lost presents are going to be the main thing. I'm just learning this, so I have to refocus my attention to them. You know what? Let's go ahead and test it as well. There's no reason to like hold on to them, I don't think. So we have 5. We should be able to head over to Santa and get our first thing. Let's see. Yep. We found some. Okay. Okay. That's good. I thought it was going to be 1 Xmas present per... I was really scared. I thought it was going to be 1 Xmas present per 5 lost. That would suck. It is 3 Xmas per 5. Okay. That's understandable. So that ends up being... If you can only get 6 lost presents an hour... No shot. Okay, as an Iron Man, these Xmas presents are going to be like liquid platinum, liquid plutonium. I can only get like 3 an hour. What? That's kind of beautiful for the economy. I hope they're at a good price. But how are they this cheap? Am I crazy? Wait, what? I can only get like 3. Is my math wrong? 3 an hour? It's a 10-minute cycle? Wait, I thought it was... Wait, okay. We're still... This is day 0 shit. We're learning. They're 10k a piece? I opened 300 and got ass? Okay, that will explain it. That's crazy. Okay, if it's a 10-minute cycle, my apologies. Okay, we're learning, boys. We're learning. Okay, I gotta go ahead and go bite the bullet and buy more Pokeballs, man. I'm out of Ultra Balls. I used my last Ultra Ball, which is crazy. And you need a fair bit of them for this event. So I'm gonna head over here to this little shop. I'm gonna buy less than like other balls, probably 120 for now. If I need to buy more through the event, sure. Ultra Balls just aren't nearly as good as Quick Balls, where like I'll probably only use them for this event, some other niche things. Quick Balls I'll use for like a ton of stuff, like catch events, right? So like I'll buy 120 and start with that, and that's some more Pokeyen. We started this event, it is day 0. We started the event at 2.2 million Pokeyen. We've spent 500k. It's day 0, by the way. All right, I think that's going to be the day 0 progress on the Iron Man account. I'm ending with, honestly, like, you know, a little bit. 1 mysterious Pokeball, 2 mysterious Great Balls, 2 mysterious Ultra Balls. That's the craziest thing. And then 3 Xmas presents. This took, wait, I just want to throw up my mouth a little bit. This took 5 hours of grinding. Now, keep in mind, this was done extremely inefficiently. And we're all learning the content, and I got distracted. I'm very tired. It's Christmas Eve. We're kind of just chilling on slippers. You know, don't think this is like the money rates per hour, but it literally, I sat here and I played for 5 hours and got a total of 5 mysterious balls and 3 Xmas presents. We're gonna have a lot of grinding to do tomorrow. I do also have this many swarm Pokemon in my PC though, so I'll move that over here for now. We do have a lot of mysterious balls stocked up here. The fact that you only need... They changed the way you sort here now, but I'm gonna have to, yeah. The fact that you only need, I'll do it by species actually. The fact that you only need 3 Pokemon, you need the specific ones, but only 3 Mons for a Mysterious Ball is actually pretty sick. Only 3 is great. That's basically 10 Mysterious Balls. Or no, sorry, it's more than that. This is 4, right? So it's like 13 or so Mysterious Balls, like, stored here, but I have to get the specific Pokemon. So the grind will continue December 26th or late tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas. I'm probably not going to be playing much, if at all. I'll be with family. Hopefully you guys are as well. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you soon for more Xmas grinding content. Well, Merry Christmas, because as I'm recording this, it is 8 p.m. on Christmas Day. These are probably the only few Christmas clips you guys will actually get because it's Christmas. I spent the day with family, opening presents, eating some cool food, a lot of Chinese food actually, and now I did hop on my laptop later in the evening while we were watching some movies, and I was able to still make some progress. We're making PokeMMO progress while still living a healthy life, which is something I try to encourage a ton to do responsibly. Now, something really cool I want to talk about before I move on, before I forget, is Fungus. Recently, when doing the Lost Present grind, you sometimes get hidden ability access Pokemon like Voltorbs very commonly in the wild. However, you also get Funguses. This I totally forgot about. This is a massive unlock on the Iron Man account because this is one of the only ways we can get Regenerator Fungus and Amoongus, which is an incredibly powerful Pokemon in PvP. I believe if we go over to OU, I don't know if Amoongus is seen play in OU right now. 4% usage rate. It looks like Regenerator is such a powerful ability that when it came out, it took Amoongus from untiered and unusable as a PvP mon up to OU immediately. It's at a 50% win rate. I think it's also really good in doubles. I don't know if it's getting getting played? Let's go check. Yeah, oh my goodness. Of course it's getting played. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, the 7th most played Pokemon in VGC doubles right now in PokeMMO. That's how good it is. That's how important it is. And it's how specific this Pokemon is. It is not replaceable by anything else. So number one, getting access to a Regenerator one is really freaking good. This one came out Lonely Nature, which is not ideal. This is a bulky special attacking Pokemon that can just take some damage, do some annoying things, do things like, it's not Follow Me, but it's the Rage Powder, the like grass type equivalent. And then this one also came out 31 HP and 20 plus attack. And I was like, wow, Iron Man luck. That's so freaking lucky. The first Fungus I catch on the account is that good. And then I caught my second Fungus. And, you know, I thought that this was Iron Man luck, and I thought this was good. This is where you guys as the viewers might get a little, you know, perturbed, and I honestly understand. Here was my second Fungus. Calm Nature. Okay, that's really good. It's not quite the best nature. The best nature is bold, but that might be like the second best, right? Oh, this is where the fucking Iron Man luck decided to kick the hell in. What in Arceus's green earth is this? Are you serious? 25 HP, 28 defense, 31 speed attack, double 31 in the stats that really matter. 31 speed attack, 31 speed def on Amon with plus speed def in the nature, and then 20 plus speed, the stat that matters the least on Amoongus being the speed, being the lowest roll. This is insanity. This is one of the best wild caught competitive Pokemon I've caught on the accounts, and not only is it a Fungus or an Amoongus, it's a hidden ability one. This is insane. This is insanity. I will never beat the secret developer allegations because god damn, my Iron Man account has been so insanely lucky on wild Pokemon catches, and I will, you know, I can't even deny it. It's just ridiculous at this point. I cannot wait to EV train this thing and eventually try to bring it to VGC doubles. I'm ready for event season 2, and I know a lot of people have been kind of talking about and trickling about how VGC has been kind of quiet, and it has been. I think VGC has not really been given the chance to shine because it released during the Halloween event. It released during an event and released during event season. People haven't been able to give it the focus. Not only is it busy in game and people are focused on like the seasonal activities in game, people are busy IRL. People were busy with Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, right? Like whatever holidays you celebrate, people, it's just the winter season, just a ton of holidays, right? People are just busy right now. So I'm excited to see VGC. I'm excited. Like, I know that I want to play VGC and I haven't been able to give it a shot. So I'm sure a lot of other people are kind of in the same boat. I would love to play VGC on the Iron Man account because for a few reasons. Number one, VGC is a very, very skill-based, very, very cool format. It's also very, very fast-paced, and it's cool to commentate and get good at, as well as fast-paced means really good for rewards. If you can end game quicker, end games quicker, it's kind of funny to think about, but it's true. If you can end games quicker, it makes it you can get more PvP rewards a bit faster. It is funny, the current reward is my cargo. What the hell? That's not a very usable mod, but you know what? Whatever. Eviolite would be for only 400 points. Like a free Eviolite on the Iron Man would go hard. Focus Ashes would honestly be fantastic, and the BP is always nice. But anyways, let's not get too sidetracked by PvP and just the amazing. I'm just super happy to have this Fungus catch. I can probably just go ahead and release this one if I want to, but I kind of want to keep a backup hidden ability one because I want to breed a bold one, something plus defense or even like plus special attack, like modest. I love going offensive on normally bulky Pokemon. Let's now check out our Lost Presents, Xmas Presents. I actually went ahead and I made this notepad document very similar to what I did during the Halloween event, where I track at the end of every day. Now, it is not the end of day one. I'll probably see you guys at midnight or so. I'll probably play a little bit more throughout the evening. I'll try to do an extra clip and show you guys what progress I make by the end of day one. Day 0 was Christmas Eve, and then day 1 is Xmas Day. And I usually track at the end of each day what I'm sitting at. So far, I'm at 13 Lost Presents. I have been grinding that and trying to focus on that, as that is the way you get Xmas Presents. And then Mysterious Balls, I don't really have many of those right now, but hear me out. You know, you can see actually the 40 swarm Pokemon in the PC. It's kind of why I need to record these clips. Look what I have in my PC currently. If we were to just take a little peekity peek inside the Iron Man PC, your eyes might melt. Yep, I've got a full box of 60 Pokemon here. All right, that's okay. And then even more over here. I've got about 60, 80. I have 82 swarm Pokemon if you count this stack right here. 82 swarm Pokemon prepped and ready to be turned in for as many Mysterious Balls as possible. Now, that's a problem you might notice because you see these spaces right here. This is the only empty PC space I have on the account. This is what happened last Halloween, but at least during Halloween, it happened like 4 to 7 days into the event. We are one day effectively into the Christmas event, and my PC box is already threateningly full. Everything else, look at this, everything else is criminally packed to the freaking brim. My boxes are fuller than my giant plate of food during the Christmas dinner. I mean, this is just ridiculous. So I might have to do some breeds or figure something out when I have the downtime, but really I want to focus on grinding the event as much as possible. I need to really focus. If I want to focus on grinding the event, I have to focus on PC space, and that means consuming and turning in Pokemon whenever possible over to the NPCs. I did also catch, the problem is I have like this like 1x31 Staryu, like the speed. I would like to keep it, but I don't think it's worth. I have good Starmies. I also have a few other like 2x31s. One of the hardest things is going to be like breeding and just saying goodbye. I have like this Smoochum that's double 31 in defense and SPDEF. Part of me wants to keep this, but I don't know if I can. I genuinely like, I have to evolve it before I can even breed it. It's in the humanoid age group, which is kind of good. This one might get kept. It's so, these decisions are so tough for me. The Glaceon's double in attack and speed, attack and special attack. I don't care to keep this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get rid of this and like consume it to an NPC. And speaking of, let me go ahead and get started. It's probably gonna take me like longer than I realized. So let me just get started trading in. I need a Pineco, and then I'll just grab whatever I can fit for now, and I'll just show you guys the little step by step and see what mysterious balls I end up with. It is really nice that in this event, you only need to turn in 3 Pokemon per to get a single reward. You can't do the thing during Halloween where you can just turn in like any Pokemon. It does need to be specific, but there's a mysterious Great Ball, for example. But the fact that it's only 3 per 1 reward, I will take the specifics for like an increased reward personally, but I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea. Next up is Stantler, Snover, and Pineco again. All right, I already missed one. I did get an extra mysterious Great Ball that I missed, but here's another one. Let's go ahead and boop, turn it in. Another Great Ball. And the raids are a little bit different this year. They're a little bit different every year. It's kind of interesting. It feels like the developers are just trying to figure out what are the balanced rates, and they change them a little bit every year. It's kind of interesting. So the Pokeballs are 1 in 8,000, which is the same as last year. The Great Balls are a little bit different. They're 1 in 6,500, which that is different. And the Ultra Balls are a little bit different, 1 in 5,000. So everything kind of changes a little bit each year, which in my opinion kind of keeps it fresh and interesting. But it does mean that not every mysterious ball is made equal. Like different years should have different prices and different weights of like demand and supply, obviously. All right, one more mysterious ball coming up. A Pokeball, sure. And rip to the 2x31 Glaceon. I promise you guys it's worth it. And there's our peppermint shirt. I told you guys it would be worth it. That's kind of cool. So I believe that is our first vanity. Yo, wait, that's our first vanity of the Xmas event at all. I think the peppermint shirt I do like. Yeah. I need to already switch over. Oh, do I have any sort of hat that I can pair this with? Because I'm not looking very Christmassy right now at all. Okay, I hilariously can't tell if the like blue pirate hat, the light cyan pirate hat, is my most Christmassy thing, or the froggy. Like that's, neither of them are obviously very wintry, but you know what? I guess we'll use this excuse to have the froggy on. I probably should take the strange tentacles off, but you know I'm not gonna do that. Like, come on, I earned them from Darkrai hard mode. They're so sick. Like, they're not really Christmassy, I guess, but you know, they're cool for now. Shout out to fellow Iron Man gamer over here, Iron Alice, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep turning in some Swarmons. All right, I think the time has come. I think I am officially locked. I am Snover locked, to be specific. One last double check over at the PC. Snover, yep, nothing over in the PC. Now I can go ahead and go grab these fellas and move them over. Hello? Sure, grab them like this, move them over to this box, and that does clean things up a bit. I had other Glaceons. I didn't need to turn that 2x31 in so early, I guess, but whoopsie. I was gonna turn it in anyway. It's okay. So here we go. I can just sort these. The sort function did change a bit. I have to get used to the new, all the kind of UI down here is a little bit different, but that'll be pretty quick to get used to, I assume. So here we go. We've got 4 seals, 4 or so Staryus, a fair bit of Laprases, 1 Pineco, a few Swinubs, a few Delibirds. I'm making sure to like go out of my way to get the Delibirds where I can, because they're like the most annoying swarm in my personal opinion. They seem the most frustrating to get. 1 Stantler, 3 Smoochums. Same with Smoochums, kind of annoying. Snow Runs, a lot of Feels. I'll have to skip some of those. Chinglings, 10 Deerlings. We're good on Deerlings, and then a few things over here extra. Also, I guess Staryu and a Lapras in the party. But I'm going to go ahead and get my party set back up, and I'm going to go grind a little bit more, but you know what? I might not do a whole lot of progress tonight, and I probably will see you guys at midnight, as it is Christmas after all. So you know what? I want to kind of play the games that I want to, and I logged on PokeMMO right now because I wanted to, because I want to have fun, and I wanted to play it and enjoy it, and I did. And I might take a break and then come back or so in a few hours. So just jump around, play the games that you enjoy, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. I did get a charcoal drop from maneuvering around the world and getting one of the lost presents. I didn't know that was an option. That's honestly kind of cool. I don't know if it's like super. It'll be used to either make fire gems in the future, which is one of the more relevant gems, or just probably sold for 1500 Pokeyen, but probably used for gems. Alrighty, good morning. I may or may not have missed last night's midnight clip, but that's okay. Now you guys get a 9 a.m. clip and get some morning voice Trowski. Let's go ahead and check what we ended with on our first day of the event, our first official day. I count Christmas Eve as day 0 since the event dropped at like 5 p.m. something like that, at least for my time zone. It's a bit later in the day. Now we ended up with 16 lost presents. I can turn those in for Xmas presents whenever I want as well, but also just not really in a rush to do so. We still have 3 Xmas presents right here. And then when it comes to mysterious balls, we were only able to get a few extra ones, and then some of them I think we actually got. I think we got like one or a few great balls like from the lost presents. You do have a chance of just getting raw mysterious balls from the lost presents. The fact that my ratios are so good, the fact that I have 7 great balls, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Ultra Balls, I'm feeling really good about. Very lucky. And then in terms of swarm Pokemon sitting in the PC, I have a really clean 70 right now. So that's pretty cool. We can change that number up to 70 on the dot, as well as I did get one new vanity, as you guys have already seen. I did get the peppermint shirt. So go ahead and add that on there as well. Not bad for some Christmas Day progress. I will see you guys today for probably the first day of real grinding, but you know what? I'm taking it pretty casual. I'm honestly just really enjoying playing the event, having some fun, taking it step by step, and not pressuring myself too hard to get X amount of presents or X amount of things per day, and just enjoying the event as it's meant to be enjoyed. All right, we are back on the Iron Man account today, beginning our Xmas grind. There's been a lot of funny stuff going on, a lot of like vanities revealed. I'm trying to push towards right now getting as many lost presents found as possible. You should reach a point where you find enough lost presents. I think it's like 100 or so. It's quite a lot, so I'm really behind, unfortunately. But if you find enough lost presents, you unlock big presents, and I think that is how you get these Santa presents, which we can go show you really quick. The new Santa presents, I think, which are kind of cheap, and the Santa presents, I believe, it's still like early on in the event, so we don't know all the information for sure, but these Santa presents are how you get the Christmas camo vanity. It is a dream of mine to get an ultra rare vanity on the Iron Man account. If I could get this, I would be so freaking happy. And then if we keep up the turning in of swarms, we could also get the Pudgy penguin vanity, which looks kind of like this, for lack of a better image. The little penguin that's on your top of your head. There was a whole meme involved with that. There was a bug that almost broke the game. The developers had to go in, extract the penguins. It was craziness. It was crazy and funny in my opinion. But typically, we have a lot of grinding to do today. I'm still not focusing on raids. I'm not going to worry about that. There's still raids and then the Starmie scavenger hunt, which I have not done. There are 5 raids now released, which is kind of crazy. They're coming out really quickly. It's the beginning of day 2, really, in the event, because Christmas Eve was day 0 because it came out like 6 p.m. Christmas Day was day 1. Now today's beginning of day 2. We're still so early into the event. So there's raids and Starmie scavenger, which I have not touched, but I'm just focusing today. I'm focusing today on the lost presents and mysterious ball grind, the swarm grind still. So we're gonna lock in and do what we can do today. Someone said, is there a reason you catch the funguses and the Voltorbs, the one from the spawn from the lost presents? On a main account, it's like not worth to catch those at all, right? The funguses might be worth it, like, because a good Amoongus with hidden abilities should be worth something. I don't know if they're worth the hidden ability. These used to be like 800k. Like these used to be super expensive. Now they're like super cheap. But still like good ones of these are probably worth money on a main account. But on the Iron Man account, well, hilariously, I don't even catch the Voltorbs. Hilariously, Voltorbs are so worthless that even on an Iron Man account, I don't even catch them for breeders. It's just not that important. Electrode's like not a very relevant Pokemon. But Amoonguses and funguses, like on a main account or an Iron Man account, you probably should catch these in my opinion, because they're just hidden ability access. Amoongus is a really good breeder. I probably would go ahead and take the time to catch those personally, but that's, you know, personal preference. On an Iron Man account though, absolutely crucial. The more of those I can get as breeders, the better. Snover Swarm Unova. We can finally break the Snover lock, bro. I've been Snover locked for like 48 hours, not that long, like 24 or some shit. It is finally, we can go to Unova, boys. I know a lot of people in chat are Snover locked. Let's go unlock ourselves. No, I did the meme. No, there's no room in my... Oh, that actually fucking sucks. Are you serious? I need Snover. I'm literally Snover locked. That's so annoying. Oh my, I have to go back to the PC and release something. Oh my fucking god, we did the meme. Oh my goodness, the Iron Man meme. Okay, I think we say Voltorb, fuck you. I know you have good stats, but do I really actually release that? I want to keep the fungus breeders. I can breed this fungus with this one and get 31. That'll save us one spot. We can get one Snover. I just need to catch this one Snover so I can like go turn more in and get more unlocks. Dude, my PC space. Is it time? Oh, do we just delete all of our rares? Oh man, is it time? It might be worth it. I think it's time. This hurts, but I think I've got to do it. I think I need the space for the event. This hurts on the Iron Man account, but it's the purge, man. See you later. I've got to do. I'm gonna like delay it and delay it and delay it. No, I need the space. I know I could just delete one and like turn it blah blah blah. I know, right? But there is 13 days of the event left. I've got to do it. I've got to clear up the space. That hurts, but I think it's worth it. It'll give us more space for the events. I need the space. It's really important. Box space is seriously becoming an issue. Holy guacamole. Let me go catch those Snovers right now while I can. All right, here's that quick fungus breed I'm whipping up really quick. One sec. Going through all the yada yap. Come okay, here we go. That'll save us like one PC box space. I'm gonna make sure I make it female so I can breed it up more in the future. And then I also did finally get that Snover so I can head over to Vermilion City and Kanto and start turning in some of these mons and getting some of that PC space back, dude. Okay, I can finally break my Snover, my Snover lock. Mysterious Great Ball as well, dude. Hell yeah. We have like 90 Pokemon or some shit to be able to turn in right now. Glaceon, yes, please take it. All right, instead of showing you guys every single mysterious ball that I get throughout this process and recording a million clips, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this is what my PC boxes look like at the start of me turning in Swarmons, okay? So I have about 60 here, right? That's 60 plus almost, it's literally 88. I guess I have 5 more in my part. So I literally have over 90. I have over 90 Pokemon, 93 I think to be exact, 93 Swarmons to turn in. Let's see how many we can do in one session here. All right, also, we're still turning in Mons, but our Fungus hatch did come out. It did come out Calm Nature, which actually, we could make a second Calm. I don't think I'd want to do that. I want to make like a plus defense one. Bold would be fantastic, even relaxed. So sort of having a plus defense and a plus Spadef, Amoongus with Regenerator would be phenomenally perfect on an Iron Man account. Okay, I'm already down to my last Snover. Am I going to be Snover locked again? I hope not. If they ask for back-to-back, that would suck, but it is what it is. Oh, shit, new Vanity! Oh, Pog! Snowboarder Scarf! I was not expecting that. Holy shit. Snowboarder Scarf, Pog! I finally... Dude, I have had so few... Oh, Pog! This one's really cute. It is your bat slot. Honestly, I needed a new bat slot. I'll miss the tentacles, but I need something Christmassy, you know? That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. Okay. Next up, Spheal, Delibird, Glaceon. We keep going. Okay, I have really good news. I am locked again, but we cleared up all of this space. We are back down to like 59. That's really... We're Delibird locked right now. It's really good. Which is crazy because like I had so many Delibirds that I caught because it's like the hardest swarm. So I wanted to make sure that I got a ton of them. Let's see. So now we're left with like 5 Seals. We're good on Seals. Staryus, Laprases. Pineco's 5. A little lower on Swinubs. A little low on Stantlers. Good on Snowruns. Good on Spheals. A little low on Chinglings. A little low on Glaceons. Tons of I can skip Deerling swarms for sure. That'll be good to keep in mind moving forward. Let's go turn in. I can turn in this one last Glaceon. And that's going to, you know, clear up some space. But I am Delibird locked now. But I'm honestly totally fine with that. Oh yeah, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know you could check. That's awesome. So I can actually see I have helped 60. It's not that much actually. I've turned in 68 swarm Pokemon. Not as many as I expected, but that's okay. It's good to know. So yeah, I have a 68 turned in so far. I think 120 is the Pudgy Penguin. All right, we have an Alpha Skuntank encounter on the Iron Man account. Kind of poetic because I literally almost built a Raid Skuntank before this event and ended up not. I have someone in chat who keeps begging me, please turn the game sound effects super, super high. So volume warning, while I don't know what the sound effect is, but I want to go ahead and just go into it blind. Let's do our Alpha Skuntank encounter and see what this sounds like. Is it going to be a fart noise? Yeah, it kind of sounds... Oh my god, it's such a long one too. God. And we're just Iron Man lucky till the day I motherfucking die, bro. Alpha Skuntank caught on turn 10 on a perfect Dream Ball. You can't get a more easier alpha than that. 31 HP. Also, like, really good stat placements. I could definitely breed this or turn this into a Raid Mon. I will have to use a Ditto because it's male. It's a little unfortunate, but definitely still worth it. Let's go ahead and get back to lost present callouts and back to grinding the event itself. Also, as an Iron Man account, do you know how insane it would be to get a shiny hidden ability Fungus? That actually like is crazy, because the only way to get that a shiny hidden ability Fungus as an Iron Man account is consuming one of your shinies, literally deleting a shiny from the game to get prismatic pearls and transferring it over that way, or breeding hidden ability Funguses over and over and over and over and over again until one of them came out shiny. So it's literally an egg hunt or consume a shiny. So if you get one wild via the Lost Presence, like hidden ability, any like hidden ability shinies become really rare on Iron Man account, and that's a whole mechanic, a whole shiny new type of shiny hunt that doesn't really exist on a main account. Like on a main account you can always use prismatic pearl, so that's like, it's a huge, like, you know, new difficulty tier of shunts. Well, hello, it is post-stream Irontrowski here, and I've been grinding the event pretty casually all afternoon, you know, after stream ended. That's what we call it, post-stream, and I'm finally able to end something. I'm able to end the Delibird lock. There is finally a Delibird swarm. I just so happened to miss every single one of them. There was a few of them, and I was just either getting some food, or taking a stretch break, or playing a different game, a little bit of Mega Bonk here and there, you know, things like that. And yeah, I'm just happy to finally look at this Lost Present, actually making some good passive progress. But man, am I finally like ready to unlock the PC again. My PC is getting super full once again, so let's go get all 4 of these Delibirds, pretty please. It's also luckily nighttime as I'm catching them, so I can still utilize dust balls, and I can't spore the one that has Vile Spirit. Once again, this is the toughest swarm in the entire event, so I get how I ended up getting locked out of it. Alright, I finally got some Delibirds, and I've also been told that Olivine City in Johto is the fastest location to go if you want to turn in a bunch of Swarmons, so I'm going to go ahead and try this out, and let's get to turning in. Let's just throw one of these party Delibirds into this one immediately and finally break this streak with a mysterious Pokeball. I'm fine with that. What 3 Mons do I need next? We can do this for sure. And before I start my turn-in streak, to give you guys an idea of how full the boxes are once again, boom, that one Delibird actually perfectly fills this up. I also have a few breeds that I've actually been prepping over here in this other box just to make some space. If I'm sitting there and I've, you know, farmed all the recent nearby swarms, because my boxes are this full, as well as if I've gotten all the Lost Presents, I go ahead and take the little in-between time where I can to just pair up some of these like little easy, you know, pairings that are just from one-time Slitherone catches that I got from recent catch events that I just haven't had a second to even look at. Like, they're really simple, just 2x31 breeds in their egg groups. And getting these few things prepped up, even like this Purloin and this one can probably go together, 2x31 in attack and speed. Tons of simple pairings like that is going to equal a lot of free space. But let's go ahead and finally start turning in a ton of these Mons. Let's see how many we go from down to. I think we're currently, this is 90, 60 over here, 90, and then 91, 92 if you count this Delibird. So yeah, we're about at 92 Pokemon. Let's see what we end on. I just found out the worst news of all time. I don't have a single Smoochum. You've got to be fucking kidding me. How did that happen? I thought I was doing so well. I thought I was totally like caught up on what I needed. Ugh, that sucks. Well, now I'm Smoochum locked. I guess we just focus up and try to find those. I guess that doesn't super surprise me, as that's a swarm that I definitely actively avoid. It's a baby Pokemon, so you have to evolve it before you can even use it as a breeder. Jinx is a female-only species. You know what? Now it's making sense why I avoided this weird little-looking Pokemon. Well, I was catching the Smoochum swarm to go ahead and unlock myself, and damn, dude, that is a catch. And I guess this one is worth to keep. It's so hard to justify these, but this one is pretty crazy, dude. Highest IV total so far in the event, 165. Alright, and there's the final Smoochum catch, and it is just past 2 a.m. I'm exhausted. Let's go turn in all of our Pokemon and hit the hay. Once again, for reference, at the beginning of this turn-in session, we are starting with 60, 90, 92 with this and the Smoochum in my party, and then 90, what is this, 4, 8... it's a little over 100. It's a little over 100 swarm Pokemon to turn in. Let's see what we can do. Once again, we only need 120 actually fully turned in to get the main reward, the PUDGY Penguin. But then anything after that, extra mysterious balls, I will be happy to take, but I want to slow down a lot more on these. And that's kind of where, I guess, what's my time going to be spent on? Because once, as I'm doing Lost Presents, like Lost Presents you only have to do every so often. I do want to start looking at raids here in the next few days. We're still only, it feels like we're so far into this event, but it's still only, I believe, the end of day 2. Yeah, I'm ending day 2 currently. I guess still kind of starting day 3 as we're heading into, you know, 2 a.m. on the 27th of December. But anyways, enough distraction. Let's turn in some Pokemon. Mysterious Ultra Ball, beautiful to see. All right, I have some bad, weird news. I don't know what you would call it. I think I am going to go ahead and consume this Smoochum. And it hurts. It does hurt, okay? And you might be seeing this and being like, oh my God, Petrowski, why would you do that? The problem is, let me go double check, but the problem is I already have a good Jinx, if I recall correctly, as well as that Jinx has hidden ability access. And that's the real kicker. Like, why would I keep this Jinx? Yeah, I already have a pretty darn good Jinx over here. This one's, you know, better in certain ways. It has higher defense in HP, but this Jinx is fantastic over here. It's modest nature. It has that hidden ability access. Number one, even if I were to build a second good Jinx, I don't need a second good Jinx. There's not really a whole lot of versatility in Jinx. I don't really need another good one. You know, it's a female only Pokemon, so I actually can't even make it as a breeder. It will only ever be a Jinx, right? So it's a really tough decision. It's weird to consume a 165 overall IV Pokemon, but I think it is quite literally the most efficient option. So let's go ahead and make the Iron Man play. Boom. See you later, Smoochum. Hopefully you give me like an extra, like an Ultra Ball because of that, right? Surely that's how that works. Let's see what we get here. Oh, it did indeed work. You know what? Maybe IVs and I mean, we technically don't know. Are you kidding me? I haven't been turning in Pokemon for that long. This is the 5th Smoochum. I'm Smoochum locked. Of course that's okay. That's, you know what? That's the fun of it. That's the goofiness. Are you serious? I'm Smoochum locked already though? Yeah, I do not have another Smoochum. Okay, I mean, I guess I was kind of able to consolidate. I was able to move all the breeders out of here back over to this box, and then I have about 5 extra spaces. So I'm still looking at like 90 Pokemon. I think I was able to cut down, I guess, a bit less than that. We have like, I think it's 89 total, or like 88 to be perfectly exact. So, you know what? I cut down on probably 12 to 20 Pokemon. Not amazing, but it's progress. Also, I did learn that if I ever want to, I believe I can go ahead and throw in 5 into this NPC here, but I believe it's not going to make progress towards the Pudgy Penguin, similar to how the Froggy Vanity worked. Don't want to make that mistake twice. I've already done that, and it cost me a ton of hours in the Iron Man last event, but we still got tons of Mysterious Balls, so you know what? Not a huge loss. All right, but it is 2:30 a.m. My brain is cooked. Let's do our final updates of day 2. We already know that we have, I believe, 88 Swarm Pokemon over on our PC, so we can go ahead and track that. And we did get 0 new... Oh, no! We did get the Snowboarder Scarf today. I actually forgot. I was going to say 0 new Vanities today because I haven't opened any Xmas presents or things like that purposefully so far. I did get the Snowboarder Scarf, and that was a new Vanity for me. I'm going to go ahead and write that down really quick. Next up is our actual, you know, our items, our lost presents up to 67. I had not seen that number. Oh, no, don't leave comments. Shut up, Zoomers. I didn't even check this yet. I have not checked numbers like almost all day. Xmas presents, that number has stayed the same. I had not turned my Xmas presents in yet. I think I am going to go ahead and do that tomorrow and potentially open some Xmas presents tomorrow. We'll have to see for sure. And I'm thinking my Mysterious Ball counts might be up a fair bit. Yeah, Mysterious Pokeballs up to 11. Great Balls up to 9. The fact that I'm only down... Great Balls 2, like down 2 compared to Pokeballs is pretty crazy. And then 17 Great Balls, the highest one we see. So based on yesterday's numbers, we've gained, what is that? We gained 9 Mysterious Pokeballs, 10 Great Balls, and then 7 Ultra Balls. So pretty good pace right there. Sorry for the Windows things, but you know, I'm too tired to even edit those out. I will see you guys tomorrow. I am exhausted. I'm going to go get some rest, some well-earned rest, might I add, and hopefully grind this event more tomorrow. Maybe even touch on some PvP at some point. I love going for those little Xmas, you know, boxes you get from these. And the fact that you get one of these per win is pretty darn good. It's definitely one of those situations where if you're in the mood for PvP, you should play it as an Iron Man account. The rewards are really, really solid. Alrighty, fellas, we are on the Iron Man for another beautiful day of grinding. It is the start of day 3 of the Christmas event in PokeMMO. It's crazy that it's only the start of day 3. More raids have been released. Alpha Articuno is confirmed to be in the game. Especially if that is a limited time thing. I would love to go get that on the Iron Man account before it passes. I'm assuming it is limited time, similar to the Suicune. I'm trying to just not worry about raids so far. I'm just trying to grind the event, doing the lost presents, doing the swarms, maybe starting the Starmie scavenger hunt. I don't know how difficult that is. We'll see how that is. We have a Delibird swarm over here, always getting Delibirds where possible. It's the hardest swarm in the entire event, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage and try to get some now while there's a decent spawn. Someone also mentioned Someone mentioned they're using a Smeargle with False Swipe and Thunder Wave for Delibird. That's okay. Normally, like, that's amazing. I'm trying to think, like, I'm not gonna make one this event, but I am thinking like I might need to make some more Smeargles in the future. There are like that having it for the whole event would be super nice. And honestly, making one day 3 is probably worth it, but I just have so many things to do. I don't want to worry about it, but it probably would be efficient to on it. Like it's not too late to make it, but it's an interesting idea. I love the idea of making more Smeargles that could be used for events like this in the future. It's like not a bad idea, like in between events, to have that prepped on the Iron Man account. I can't remember if I told you, Pat, but I'm going to start an Iron Man on January 1st. I did not hear that, staff member Park. That now, not that a staff member showing interest in the Iron Man event, you know, the Iron Man game mode means anything, but it is my dream to see an official Iron Man mode added to PokeMMO. I think it would be a really cool game mode. I think it would be, we talked about like, I think it, like similar to RuneScape, it brought a lot of players to the game. I think having an Iron Man mode, like a lot of people didn't play RuneScape, old school RuneScape, and then like they added Iron Man, a lot of people started playing. Or things like an official Nuzlocke mode I've talked about. I think different game modes and MMOs like this, like I think they go a really long way with bringing in new players. But I could be wrong. Really cool to see a staff member potentially creating an Iron Man though coming up this January. Best of luck to you, dude. I'm curious how you'll find the game mode. Well, Ashton, you will receive. I was just complaining about being Smoochum locked, and a Smoochum swarm spawned on top of me. It hasn't even been called in the Discord yet. Okay, that's awesome. Perfect. I'm gonna get 4 Smoochums if I can here, hopefully, and then we can break the lock. And I want to turn into. I will just catch this swarm and immediately start turning in as many as possible. I have so many swarm mods in my boxes. I've just keep getting locked, and that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the process. So we'll see how it plays out. Worst case scenario, I wonder if. I know you can turn in 5, but I don't know if it changes the Pokemon after you do that. If it does, that might be worth to like honestly start doing. I'm reaching that point, but I don't know. You're always tempted to do it, but we're only 3 days into the event. I have plenty of time to like try to get the one that I'm stuck on. So maybe it's one of those things that you wait until later in the event, but my PC space has been hurting. We'll play it by ear and kind of go. Yeah, apparently people in chat are saying it does reset the mons you need, which that's a big deal. Okay, we can finally go turn in some Pokemon. I'm so excited for this. We have 60 swarm Pokemon over here, about 30, like one over, that's 91, and we have a little bit more over here. So we have about 94, or like this is, I just had like 110 yesterday, and I was able to turn in like some to lower that number, but it just has not been easy by any means. Let's finally go ahead and break this Smoochum dry streak. Come over here. Let's see what we get for this. Boom. Oh, the Vanity. Okay. The Smoochum literally broke. The Smoochum lock gave us a Vanity that is well worth it. What is this one? This one's, oh wait, this is the really good one. This one it's so striking. It's such a big change. It's like so much green and red. I really like this for a really cheap seasonal returning Vanity for like, you know, like a little thing. I feel like this is one of the more drastic changes you'll see on a body slot. I honestly love this Vanity. There we go. Also, without the pumpkin bucket, I feel like that looks a lot better. The scarf alongside this. I need a hat that's like red and blue or red and green, or like matches some colors. I'm a little, you know, the Froggy's not matching, but we'll get something soon. Next up is Stantler Lapras Chinling. Dude, speaking of a perfect head slot to match on the Iron Man account, I might open Xmas presents today. If this would be, look at this fit. This fit goes bonkers. This would be, I'd be the happiest Iron Man in the world. Look at this. It fits perfectly. Oh, I would love this so much, man. Wait, what? Wait, I'm at 120? Wait, that was so fast. Pudgy Penguin on the iron. What? We get to get Pudgy, boys. I had no idea. Dude, I had so many mons stored in the PC. We're Pudgy Penguiners. The Pudgy Penguin situation on the Iron Man account is insane. Woo! Dude, that's sick. It's so cute, man. I'm a big fan of little guys on your head. This new Vanity trend that started to exist ever since like 2023 in PokeMMO. From like the White Rabbit was like the first one, wasn't it? White Rabbit plush, the first ever little guy atop your head, 50 mil, to the Froggy, you know, to now I have the Frog. It is cool that I'm proud to say. So, okay, we got a Froggy for Halloween. Pudgy Penguin for Christmas. What's the Lunar New Year event gonna be? A little dragon? A little, what is this year's Lunar New Year animal? It's Year of the Snake. Wait, no, that's 2025. No, 2026. That's why we got this. Yo, wait. Actual unironic, actual PokeMMO prediction. No bullshit. 2025, last year, we got the snake hat, the coiled snake, because it was year of the snake. Wait, I'm making a cold hard prediction right now. Last year, we got the snake hat. This year is year of the horse. Specifically, the fire horse, it says when I Google it. I don't, I wonder if we'll see a fire horse mount this year. I'm calling it now. I think there's a chance we see a fire horse mount this year in PokeMMO, or like some sort of new horse mount. I don't know how else you would do horse vanities besides a mount. I feel like it's got to be a mount. I wonder, what are the odds that Rudolph is testing? What are the odds that Rudolph is testing for horse gallop animations? Dude, this is so... We're kind of on some shit, bro. Am I crazy? It's going to be on your head. If they manage to put like a horse head on your head and make it goofy, I mean, I'd be down for that too. That'd be hilarious. There's some crazy shit that could happen this year. We'll see. Okay, let me go ahead and finish up turning in as much as I possibly can, and then we'll just go focus on Lost Presents. But we have Chingling, Pineco, Glaceon for now. Oh, I'm locked. I'm Glaceon locked. That's okay. Really happy with that progress. I'm still gonna turn in what I can here and show you guys how many Pokemon we're down now in our PC. Okay, that's not bad. It's not as great. I would have loved to got it down to under 1 box. But it's 2 loose Delibirds. We got it down to, from like 94 Pokemon down to like 62. So that's pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm gonna go do whatever Lost Presents are spawned right now, and I'm probably, after I do the next like 2 rotations of Lost Presents, I'm probably going to go turn them in for Xmas Presents, and we'll do a little bit of an Xmas Present opening today. I think we've earned it. Let's see if we can get some vanities on the Iron Man account today. It's been 3 days. We should see our progress tangibly. Alrighty, fellas, I think it's finally time. I think we earned it. I think we can open up some of our Xmas presents on the Iron Man account. We wake up, we grind until we go to sleep, we go to bed, we wake up, and we do it all over again, all in the name of Lost Presents, all in the name of turning these in for Xmas presents, all in the chance of getting some new vanities, some dope drip on the Iron Man account, because it's the only way you can do it. Do I actually have to turn in these like I have to turn them in 5 at a time? I can't just select like... Wait, what? Okay, that's insane. Wait. I'm sorry, what? Wait, how does this work? Delibird. Wait. What? Wait. Oh! Is this how you get Alpha Delibird? I haven't even done this yet, so I haven't... Wait, hidden ability access. Wait, that's cool. It's like a breeder. Is this the... Oh, shit! I didn't even realize that there was an extra reward. I thought it was just presents. Okay. Oh, shit. So you can get... Okay. That's hype. Okay. I'm going to turn in all my Lost Presents for Xmas Presents. And I will see you guys when I'm ready to open here in a quick sec. Wait. Oh, shit. Santa Presents. Oh, Pug. Santa Presents. Oh, I didn't... Wait. Was that random or how did that happen? Oh, wait. I got 6 of them? I didn't even notice. Oh, that's huge. Wait, I didn't know that you had an occasional chance. Oh, that's insane. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. That's the final. So we have... Okay. I only have 4 left, so I actually can't... Well, okay. New Lost Presents just spawned. It just reset. I'm gonna go get 1 more, okay? Are you fucking kidding me? And we get one of the Lost Present spawns in Vermilion where I'm turning in. This has got to be a sign. I feel like I'm gonna get something. I did not get any like crazy ultra rares. I got so many duplicates. My luck was not that crazy during the Halloween event for all of the goodie bags at like 500 or 750. I forget how many now. I think it was 750, wasn't it? I grinded 750 goodie bags in the Halloween event and only got, I got a lot of vanities, but like nothing crazy rare, nothing crazy. I feel like this is going to be the difference maker. 39 Xmas presents, 6 Santas. Let's go ahead and make history, fellas. Alrighty, fellas, it is finally time. We've been grinding day and night on the Iron Man account for these measly 39 Xmas presents. It has taken me 3 days of grinding the presents whenever I could. You could go buy these right now as a main account for a few thousand Poke Yen. But we aren't a main account on the Iron Man account. We are a fucking Iron Man account. We had to grind every one of these by hand. Turn in all of our swarm Pokemon and catch them all by hand. Breed and train and XP train all of our catching Pokemon, utility Pokemon, all by hand. We did it all with these two dumb little gamer hands, okay? So we can finally take some joy and reward ourselves by opening these 39 Xmas presents and 6 Santas. Let's do the Xmas first, okay? 2 assurance TMs, a safeguard. The assurance is actually pretty valid. 10 timer balls, I'll take it. A rare candy is good. Captivate TMs, Carbos, Ice Beam TM is actually quite good. Full heals are quite good. 3 nuggets are fine. Luxury balls, rare candy again. I'm looking for vanities. Vanities, drip, snowboarder scarf. Yes, it is a vanity, but it is a duplicate, and it's a seasonal duplicate. Don't do what you did to me on Halloween. Don't give me tons of seasonal. Yes, okay, something. Weasel headdress. Have you ever seen? Wait, it completes the outfit. Yeah. Okay. You will never see someone be this excited for a Weasel headdress ever again. But how fucking sick is this? How sick is this? It completes the outfit. It's red, blue, and green. We got the Christmas outfit, dude. Weevil LARP. Holy, dude. What a fucking sick outfit. I've never been happier for such a cheap little vanity. How much is this? But that's, oh my god. But it's limited to this event. It will never come back. You know? This is rare for the Iron Man account. This is huge for the Iron Man account. We keep going. Pearls. Speeds. Full heals. Pearls. Speed. Light screens. Spadefs. Safeguard. Stardust. Protect. Helping Hand. Comet Shards. Some Pokeyen. Stardust. Come on, give me one more vanity. One more. Rare candy. Oof. Three days of grinding for 2 vanities, and one of them was a duplicate. The Iron Man fucking experience. The Iron Man. Now keep in mind, one of those was Xmas Eve, and one was I'm kind of dripped out, thank you, and one was Christmas Day. So I didn't grind that hard on like 2 of the 3 days. This is definitely our like worst rewards for 3 days possible, right? Next up, the 6 Santa. These are going to be so valuable. So everything from these could be amazing. Richest charms, XP charms are phenomenal. Dope vanities, any sort of ultra rare. Richest, that's so good. The XP is terrible from these. The richest charm 100% is so good. It saves me time. Amulet coin farming, it makes me way more Pokeyen. That is literally minimum. This is like an hour. This represents like 1 hour of time saved of grinding on the account. More Xmas presents. Okay. 5. Look at the difference. 5 rare candies versus 1 from the other ones. XP charm. Okay. That's also quite good. I can lucky egg farm, but you know what? I'll take the XP charms. I'll take it. No vanity. XP candies kind of suck. Those are not great. No vanity from the Santas. We keep going. We can't be too up. Look at this. We're dripped out. I'm really proud of this. This is fucking drippy. This is a complete outfit. We keep going. We keep grinding. We go farm more. No shot. Someone said, could we see the trainer card drip? I wish I could unsee this. This is god awful. No, it looks so good in the overworld. This is fucking horrible. This looks disgusting. This is awful in the trainer. I can't. Why did you tell me to look at my trainer card? Why did you do that? I want to unsee this. Oh my god, the like this is horrible. I hate this. I hate the way this looks in the trainer card. This is not my cup of tea. This dope goated. This, what the fuck is happening? Holy. Okay, I did not expect to be doing this today, yet here we are. I am preparing for the Alpha Articuno raid on the Iron Man account. I think it's just a really cool raid to go for, a really cool Pokemon to get. Shout out to Call Me Sensei, who has a text guide over on the forums, which is kind of like the main like goated guide right now. They said it took them 7 hours to make it. This is a huge resource. We can see the turn by turn 4 players here. I think I need to get Trick on my Sableye. I'm going to be Trick on turn 1, and then I'm kind of the third player 3. But I don't have the bronze on. I'm going to be Trick into Tailwind. Is Fate Tears like needed? That's like the next, I guess that's the next question. Do you absolutely have to have Fate Tears? If so, I'll try to figure something out. But I'm going to make sure I need to get Trick on. I need to also use some XP candies. People are saying yes. It seems like Fate Tears is needed. Okay. I'll have to find a Fate Tears mon. I'll have to figure that out. But first things first, I'm going to head over to Unova. Get myself some TMs. I need myself... My Murkrow's good. Tailwind. I guess... Can you get Fate Tears on Murkrow? I don't know if I can like double slot it in and then hope that I live. I kind of doubt. You don't want to bank on that though. Let me first head over to the TM shop and just see what we can do. This is a slow and steady process. This is a tough, like a decently tough fight, but not too crazy, it seems like. Okay, first things first, we do have Trick. I think we're going to be able to do it. Clift is filling some huge holes, and then I have a bunch of utility mons, thankfully. I think without the right utility mons here, like this would not be doable. This is really, really close. It's honestly kind of crazy. Make sure this is the right Sableye. Yes, this should be good. Okay. This over Shadow Sneak, I guess. We're going to put Trick. I need to go get the Toxic Orb off of my Catching Breloom and put it onto this Pokemon. I do have to also go ahead and use some XP candies. This is a level 100 raid. So I do want to get my Sableye up to level 100 here. I can actually use a few XP candies and then just switch to rare candies. Well, maybe it's just better to do this. If it's only one candy per level anyway... There we go. That was so fast. There we go. Sableye now level 100. This is already level 100. Our Rampardos level 82. Okay. It's just our Rampardos next. That did not cost that many. It cost half of slash like it wasn't that bad. That was not that bad. That did not cost that many of our XP candies. Also, that's what they're there for. We farm and save our XP candies on the Ironman account to be able to use them impromptu for raid mons like this. Now time for the real challenge of the Articuno Raid. How the fuck do I get there? It's at the lowest level of the Seafoam Islands. Do I just be wandering my ass around this cave? That's the real challenge of the raid. All right, yo, what's up? My name is Petrowski, and today I'm going to be both taking on the Alpha Articuno Raid for the very first time and potentially trying to make a guide for it to the best of my ability. This is day 3 of the Xmas event. This thing is not ironed out. We are trying our best, but I think we have a pretty good strategy here. Shout out to Call Me Sensei over on the PokeMMO forums who made a really good write-up that explains a lot of this fight, goes over the mechanics. It will try to roost up at 20% HP, for example, so you do need to heal block. There's 4 main utility Pokemon you need for this fight. You need a Trick and Gravity, like more than I guess, a Trick and Gravity Sableye. That's 2 different Sableyes because they will die. So you need one person to have a Trick Sableye, one person to have a Gravity Sableye. You can see there P3 and P4. That's player 3 and player 4. You also need a Tailwind Murkrow, Prankster Murkrow on turn 2. You also need a Whimsicott on turn 3. With Fate Tears or some sort of, I guess any sort of fast Fate Tears Pokemon on that turn 3. You could replace that Whimsicott with a few different mons, like Ninetales, for example, if you happen to have one. You cannot use Sun for this fight because it sets up permanent Blizzard at a certain point in the fight. Bronzong is probably the most important Pokemon. Bronzong, you need, yeah, we need 2 Sableyes if I recall. We need someone with Gravity. Sorry, I'm recording with the team as well. Bronzong's probably the most important Pokemon. You need it to have Trick Room and Heal Block and have it survive. So it needs to be pretty tanky. Survive to where it can go ahead and get off its moves, right? So that's going to be on turn 5 and turn 6. So you do also want to save your slowest mons in the back for turn 6. Purposefully kind of think about that. So I'm going to move my Rampardos down actually. In my team slot, move my Rampardos down to the lowest slot just so I have my slowest mon there, sort of a muscle memory sort of thing. So there are a lot. It's kind of a tough fight, kind of not. I don't want to overcomplicate it. There are a lot of mechanics, but they can be countered with the right Pokemon on the right turns using the guide on screen right now. We're going to go ahead and jump into our fight here and see if we need to adjust on the fly or what it looks like here in a second. I'm actually going to go grab my T-Tar. I think it's worth it. I'm going to switch. As much as I love Rampardos, I think switching my T-Tar Alpha Rampardos here is ideal. It's a tankier Pokemon, so in case I need to, like, live, it has a chance. Like, Rampardos is never living, versus the T-Tar could possibly live. And then, I think T-Tar for that final slot, it utilizes Trick Room, like, just as well, if not better. I think it gets the Spadef boost off of the other T-Tars. I think going Tyranitar there. Oh, the problem is, I see. It's okay. The problem is if I get rid of my Rampardos, I don't have Surf to get to the cave. I can teach my T-Tar Surf. T-Tar can learn Surf. It's kind of annoying, I have to teach it over, but yes, T-Tar can learn serve. I have to teach it over like assurance or something, which kind of stinks, but I think that's worthwhile. Good call though. I think I'm gonna go for that. And then item on this, I'm gonna go Assault Deer. Is that crazy? Should I just go damage? I kind of like the idea of just going Assault Deer and trying to like use it to as a tank mod. I'm gonna try it. We'll see how we can adjust it while we're at the cave. Oh, Iron Grinch is spitting facts. It is permanent hail. You can't set sand, so there is no sand Spadef boost. That's okay. I'm still gonna try that. I think this is still good. I think T-Tar is still tankier. I'm gonna try this. I'm pretty happy about this. Is Naughty minus Spadef? No. Okay, we gotta just try it. We gotta just try it. We gotta try our best. We gotta just attempt the fight. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up. I think the team is ready. If we fail, we'll just retry. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. All right, fellas, here it is, our first ever attempt into the Alpha Articuno Raid. Look at it, boys. Look at it. Okay, we've got to make sure that we like to keep an eye on link chat, make sure we are communicating. We have the cheat sheet off. I'm gonna pop it up and down every so often. I just need to trick here. Go ahead and throw up my trick. We are tricking Toxic Orb. Otherwise, the problem is we're Prankster, of course. We go for a Gravity. Gravity is crucial. This is going to increase all of our head smashes, our stone edges, our rock slides, our blast burns, whatever moves that aren't 100% accuracy. Gravity is going to make that, raise that accuracy. Now, that Toxic Orb is super important. Oh, that got off before us. Oh, that's bad. Wait, did we just lose? Do we need a Tailwind turn one? Wait, how did we get fucked so hard? We just got obliterated. Do we need to, do we already lose? Do we already lose? So the trick Toxic Orb gets rid of his leftovers. We probably don't have the damage. Do we just FF? We rolled Choice Scarf Blastoise. I see. I see. Okay, well, I think we FF. We just, that's okay. That's okay. That's what we FF when possible and just reset. Yeah, FF reset. That's okay. That's attempt number one. Okay, one more important thing before starting the Articuno fight is that your slots and your link actually matter. It's really annoying. This is one of the most annoying parts of the fight. It's really annoying to get your slots lined up properly. And we're just going to try this, for example. You want both of your offensive people on the left side, I believe, of the fight, and then your two Sableyes on the right side. There is a fixed Blastoise spawn that will have Choice Scarf and Water Spout. I'm gonna just see if I can show you guys that. And then you need your like Rampardos, so like whatever your offensive leads are, you need those to be able to live and dodge that attack. So let's see if this, yes, this is perfect. Good job to my team. So you can see Blastoise on the right side always, it seems like, but I'm not 100% sure once we're learning this as we go. Blastoise seems to be on the right side. He's going to Water Spout into both of our Sableyes, but we're going to use Prankster to get off our attacks. Water Spout will not hit over to these slots. They'll be able to get off their damage. So this should actually work. This could possibly be our winning run. Let's go ahead and let's try it, man. I got to do my job, which is trick my Toxic Orb turn one onto Articuno. We see our other Sableye doing their job. Gravity coming out. Whew. We had to just remake the link a few times and change who was the leader to see if we could get that. There was the Water Spouts. Okay. Whew, I'm like so nervous. Didn't hit the Rampardos. Is huge. Only hit the Sableyes. The Sableyes even lived. I would love to get off like a light screen. If I put light screen on my Sableye just in case it happens to live in some way. We could get a light screen off. It could be helpful to the fight a little bit. Articuno Blizzard. We're probably going to go down to these Blizzards, though. Let's see. How much damage? Yeah, that just takes us out. Okay. Whew. Yep, that'll do it. That's fine. That's fine. My turn two is Tailwinding. Everyone else is... We're seeing a lot of head smashes coming out. I guess... Can we fake tears on this turn? Wait. Don't move too quickly. I think we can fake tears on this turn. I don't see why not, right? Is there any reason not to fake tears now? I think we do want our... I don't know if it matters too much. I think we do... I need to Tailwind no matter what. Snow and Strong Wind. Protective shield at 60%. Does it matter if it just wears off? Does it matter? Does fake tears have to be on T3 is the question. Aggron won't be too slow because I have Tailwind setting. We should be fine. Follow, okay, just follow the guide. Okay, just follow the guide. Ignore me. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Ignore me. Just bring out Fate Tears on turn 3. My apologies. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. But by that logic, Fate Tears is okay. Just follow the guide. I'm trolling. Just follow the guide. We got it. Good job, team. My team did a great job getting all their mons together so quickly. All right, we're on turn 2 now. I'm gonna go ahead and go for Tailwind. That should fix our. I think a lot of our problems will disappear here. Hopefully, we should have enough damage. Okay, we get our. Okay, we're getting our damage off now. Whew, things should be a little bit more saved. Articuno currently at. Let's see the percentage. 85%. If we'll did it eventually. Even if we lose this fight, we'll did it eventually. I'm hoping this is the run though. Good overheat. Nice damage team. Let's check the battle log. 3.7% from the overheat, 5% from the flare blitz. I'm assuming max cap damage is 5%. What's the item on the Chandelure? Timid. That's tough. This is like a really good Chandelure, obviously, but just it being timid. And it's specs. Wow, that's messed up that didn't do max cap damage. That timid, I guess, but that's can't expect that. You know, that's okay. Beautiful damage. Good. 81.3. We're gonna find an Articuno guide. We're making it right now, but I can link you the text guide. Hurricane comes out. Okay, you expect every mon is supposed to die. Every mon is supposed to die on that turn. Next up, turn 3. I think I'm just on damage duty now. I'm not exactly player. We have Fate Tears coming in. Everybody else just on damage duty. Hopefully my mons can hold up and do some damage. I'm hoping. I don't want to hold my team back as an Iron Man account. That'd be pathetic. We can go. We're having Fate Tears. I'm gonna go Typhlosion. Hoping Typhlosion can pull his weight here and do enough damage. I feel like Eruption's just. I always think of Specs Eruption as just being so strong. Modest. Surely this is enough. I can't. You know, if this doesn't do enough, we're cooked. Fate Tears. Did we make a mistake? Fate Tears didn't come in. Or am I misreading? We just keep it up. We'll just keep playing it out. Let's see what happens. Mistakes are gonna happen in these raids. I always try to like just be as nice as possible. Like, make sure to be as nice as patient as possible with your teammates. These raids are intense. It's day 3 of the event. We're all just scraping together Pokemon. We're all just scraping together strategies, trying our best. The best thing I can encourage is just try to like. Just try the raids. Just try them and see how it plays out. Okay, well, Fake Tears next turn. Gotcha. Okay, waiting for damage here. Barrier's at 60. Yeah, there's a mechanic where it sets up a barrier. Protective shield at 60%. Oh, is that why we... Oh, I'm just stupid. Is that why we Fake Tears? The protective shield is like a boost? I would have assumed it was like some sort of like external mechanic, but apparently it's like a... Okay. No. You're totally fine. The problem is like no one's really like no one's really like one of the people. We're all kind of like our like separate things. Once again, we're all just learning. This is learning, you know? I'm sure I'll make mistakes along the way. My eruption only did 2.9%. Everybody point and laugh at the streamer. Streamer being carried. Ha. Bad gamer. 2.9% is pathetic. Terrible damage. Okay, team doing good. 4%, 3.8% from blast burn, 4% from overheat. We might not have the damage here. Let's see, hurricane. We didn't even get its turn. I think we lost this, but that's okay. We're learning. It's turn 4, and it's not even below 60%. I think it might be over, but we'll see. Also, the Tailwind. The problem is our Tailwind's gonna wear out so ahead of time. Yeah, this might be... Hurricane. Down goes everybody. On turn 4 here. We didn't even proc the shield. So there's no... I think this is over. Do you want to FF? Man, that's tough. This is okay. Much harder than expected. A lot of people, I always try to tell people, like, if you talk to endgame players about raids, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's so easy, just a DPS battle. Does this look like just a DPS battle to you? Bro, this shit is fucking hard, dude. This shit is hard. Okay. How many times did this cheating ass have to go attack in one turn? Yeah, raids, they get like 4 attacks in one turn, man. This is tough. This is tough. I don't even know. I think I'm just going... all I have left is damage. All I can do is click damage. We just go Darm and try our best. But I don't even know if we... Let's see what the team's doing. Yeah, Scarf on Pardos is huge at the start. I don't know if anybody... We could just play it out, I guess, to like learn the mechanics and see what they look like. I don't think anybody FF'd.
Mass attack starts
What
in
the
5.
hell? Okay, this is our second attempt coming to an end. We definitely could not beat that. That was not even close. That was really tough. We did our best. We did the best we could. I'm like, that was just, it is what it is. Think of it like this. Our first attempt, we lost on turn 1. Our second attempt, we lost on like turn 6. Okay, so we're making progress, but this raid is much harder than people are letting on, I would say. Okay, I think I do. The biggest problem we're having is with damage. I think I do need to go ahead and actually make some rock gems on the Iron Man account. We have plenty of hard stones. It's going to cost some of my mysterious gem clusters, but I think it's worth it. We're going to make about 20 or so. Hope it's not too many. We need as much damage as we can get. So you know what? I'm going to use the resources, put rock gems on my Rampardos. I switched a few Pokemon for this fight. We're just trying different strategies. It's been a really difficult fight, I'm not gonna lie. I need to go ahead and use some XP candies on my Rhyperior, get this thing up to a higher level. We're gonna do like there, and then we'll use rare candies on the final 2. Yeah, with 41 on the final 2 levels. Boom, there we go, like that. So okay, I'm hoping that this works a bit better. It's been a tough fight. We're gonna try our best. It's all about learning. I have those rock gems now. Let's see how this one plays out. All right, here's attempt number 3. This is a much more rock orientated team. I might need to change some things up after this and might need to go more special attacking base. The problem is I don't have any special attackers on my team right now is the biggest like weird thing here. We might need to go change that up and see to get more abuse out of our fake tiers. But we're going to see if this works. We're doing our typical trick turn 1. Get that toxic orb and really get that leftovers off of the Articuno. That's the huge thing. That leftovers healing every single turn would be ridiculous otherwise. The fact that you can put toxic orb on it is kind of crazy to me. I'm honestly shocked that that works. Huge 5% damage, max damage cap from our Rampardos 1. Good job. And then huge, nice job. Both Rampardos hitting max damage cap. Last time we missed, that was huge. That was a great start. 10% damage off the bat is so nice. Last time we missed that, so that's already a huge game changer. Let's see if this is the one. Let's see if this is the run. Okay, so everybody should go down now. That's totally okay. We should be bringing in... I'm just tailwinding on turn 2. Pretty simple. This fight looks a lot more consistent, a lot safer. We want our Sableyes to go down. Here's the cheat sheet once again if you missed it. I trick on turn 1, I tailwind on turn 2. Everybody else just brings in damage here, if I recall correctly. Then on turn 3, if we get the Articuno down to 60%, we have to get it down to a low enough HP, it seems like. Then we can go for the fake tiers. All right, in comes just some damage. There's the Murkrow. I go for a Tailwind. My team does damage. Turn 2 is pretty simple for me, obviously. Sandstream kind of gets... it seems like it kind of worked. Does Sandstream work early in the fight, but then get rejected later on? Wait, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that. I think permanent snow doesn't happen until... Ooh, that's kind of interesting. You can abuse Sandstorm a little bit early in the fight. There's the Snowscape, yeah. I think Snowscape happens like 80%, so it happens pretty early. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if it really changes anything, but... Okay, good job, team. Huge damage. Also, we can get our damage off. Did everybody get our damage off? T-Tar, Archeops. Come on, Bacon. I think Embor's too slow of them on. I don't know if Bacon got his damage off. No, he did. No, I'm blind. He did. Let it show. Let the record show. Head smash from Bacon, Stunage from T-Tar. Yeah, no, my team's killing it. Archeops 5% from head smash, T-Tar 5% from Stone Edge, Bacon 4.1 from head smash. I haven't trolled this fight yet so far, knock on wood. Okay, next turn. I think we're just doing damage. We're doing way better this time. It seems like. Okay. I think I'm just on damage duty. We're all just on damage duty. I'm gonna go Archeops here. I think we're just on damage duty. We'll see how this one plays out. All right, we're on turn 3. We're just on damage duty right now. We want to do it for the fake tiers when it's at 60%. Are you supposed to be at 60% on turn 3? That feels crazy. No. Wait, we're supposed to... Wait. I think we made a mistake. I think we keep trying to fake tiers around the barrier, but I don't think we're supposed to. The guide says to fake tiers at 75%, no? Now, I don't know here. Right? So fake tiers, Whimsicott, 70, and then the... Boss HP 75% on the right side. I think we're supposed to just fake tiers here. I think we made a mistake. I don't think we're supposed to fake tiers at 60%. I don't know how that... But that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I think we FF then. But we already used... I'll attack. We'll see. It's possible. Maybe we can still just do it. Raids are not about, you know, you don't need to always do raids perfectly to get the win. So that's okay. We adapt. Yeah, we adapt, we overcome. Exactly. We should fake tiers next turn. We'll just go for damage here. We had a lot of our spectaculars come in. Having fun? I am having fun. It's like solving these raids, I think, is a lot of fun. And like adapting to them on the fly. When you beat them, they feel amazing. It's slightly frustrating in, like, you know, in the moment, but like I'm having fun. There's the shield, but yeah, I don't think you need to fake tiers the shield. Maybe I'm wrong. Once again, we haven't gotten here yet, I don't think. Archeops goes down as expected. I think everything should go down. This is better. This is the best run so far. Hurricane. I think, yeah, I'm with Grinch. Grinch said don't have... I think we try it. I think we're fine. Also, okay, like, my teammates are amazing. It's December 27th. We're all, like, scraping stuff. We're all learning this fight in live time. Like, mistakes are going to happen. We're making, like, small mistakes. Like, I think, someone said there was no... there's no item on Embor. I think Archeops might have had, like, wrong item. Like, that's... Which, like, that's gonna happen. Oh my god. Do you know how many mistakes? This is like how many years have I done raids now? My third year or whatever. Do you know how many times I cost my team solo-handedly a loss? Like, oh my god, it happens. My team's doing a great job. I want to just reiterate that a million, because people get, like, really weird about team raids. Let me go. We're just damage, right? We're fine. We literally, if we can win this, it's a great example of, like, you don't need the best, you know. We should fake tiers here, ideally. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Like, even on like an alpha raid, we might get really close. Yes, if you beat this fight, you do get the catch. This might be the win, which would be crazy. In my opinion, it'd be a very cool, like, beautiful fake tiers. Nice job. You don't need to play the fight perfectly, but there are certain mechanics you got to get, you know. It's a hard fucking fight. Raids are tough, man. Shit happens, we adapt. Yes. It's all about communicating with your team and adapting on, you know, if a mistake happens, if you can change it, you know. Exactly. Nice huge blast burn. My team's doing insane damage. Blast burn did 5%. Blaziken's blast burn just did 4.8. Everybody point and laugh at the streamer. Fuck. Are you serious? My head smash did 2.5. That was with a rock gem? What? I'm trolling. Everybody point. Streamer getting carried. Fuck. That sucks. That actually is lame. How did I do 2.5? I'm so sorry, team. Okay, this might be 25 attack, adamant, head smash, rock gem, 2v2 EVs. This might be just prioritizing special attackers. If we lose this raid, it's my fault I threw. This might be a good learning example of I need more special attackers in the back for the fake tiers abuse. Let's see how it plays out, though. Sorry, team. That was my damage flaw. Yeah. That's totally on me. If we lose the, yeah, let's see the protective shield just, like, super. It seems like maybe it wasn't explained. I couldn't. Maybe I'm just dumb. I couldn't see it in the guide. It seems like after the fate tiers, you just do need to use. Well, the guide doesn't even show that though. We're still where everybody's learning, right? Yeah. So like after the fate tiers, you see 2 turns of spectators, I guess. But yeah, this was a good run. I'm really proud of this run. This is like better progress. I think after I think we keep going. I think we play it out, and then after this, I'm gonna get some special attackers in the back for the fake tiers turn. I think I'm using that. We haven't seen this yet. Let me see. When does the heal? We're trick rooming here, I believe. Trick room at 40%. We're still kind of on pace though. Hopefully my Rhyperior, if I need to, if we play it out, we're supposed to be at 40% heading into this turn, which is about what we're at. We're a little low. We trick room into heal block, I believe. Yeah, trick room, yes. Yeah. Also, being able to have trick room here for Rhyperior and T-Tar in the back would work out well. Flare Blitz comes out. Oh my god. That's not your fault. The barrier is just crazy. Okay. We learned an insane lesson. For reference, those 2 Flare Blitzes from Darmanitan, one of the strongest Pokemon in PokeMMO 4 raids, just did 1.2% damage in 1.1. We just need special attackers for this part. Holy shit. Holy shit. We learned so hard about spectators. Lol, my bad. I did not realize it wasn't shown in the. We gotta just learn, I guess. In the guide, they use physical attackers here. We learned. Holy crap. Yeah, okay. I did not realize how crucial it was to have spectators in the back. Now we know. Now we know. Goodness. I think this fight's probably over now. We'll play it out though and see what happens. Okay, chat is okay. There's just so little public information on this fight. Chat is helping me though. It's day 3. Chat is saying that you can break the shield by throwing off 4 special attacks. So that's okay. So that's huge. So saving your Spectacmons on that fate tiers turn. So having 2 turns of Spectac. So the guide is right. I'm just dumb. So having those 2 turns of Spectacmons is really important. The Blast Burn Charizards alongside the Whimsicott, and the Blast Burns alongside the next turn, and then you go back to physical attackers. So you can break the shield. Got it. Okay, we learned a lot. This was the most. Okay, easily the most we learned. It's only this. We'll probably get it next time. This is probably only gonna be like 4 attempts. That's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. Good learnings, team. Okay, more Iron Man resources. We had to FF that fight. It was not a victory, mostly due to my fault. I do need to go ahead and make some fire gems now. We are utilizing the hell out of these mysterious gems. I need as much damage as possible for this fight. We're going to get some fire gems and use that on our Chandelure. We need 1 or 2 more spectators here, I believe. I think I need 1 more. All right, I think and then an overheat TM on our Volcarona. I think we should be good. Over Fire Blast is slightly more damage. That really matters. It's pretty significant. It's 15 more base damage after stab. It's a fair bit more. We're gonna put specs on our Volcarona. Okay, we're looking a lot better. I think we're looking a lot better. So for turn 3, we need a special attacker. Okay, so this should be it. I think this should be the run. Trick, Tailwind, Spectators to break the barrier. Overheat. I'm feeling a lot better about this one. Okay, we should be good. Let's go. I'm gonna go queue up. Okay, I have a weird situation. Okay, a teammate of mine for the Articuno raid popped a shiny charm. Normally, I don't allow that on the Iron Man account, but I'm not going to like. Thank you, Santa. What the hell?
He is gonna get coal in 2026 for Christmas.
What the fuck is Twitch streaming anymore? Anyways, I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna let this slide. Sorry, if you think I'm not on Iron Man account anymore, I'm sorry. You know, I get it. I think for this one special occasion for the Alpha Articuno raid, I think it's fine. Okay, this is our 4th attempt. We've learned a lot. I'm feeling really good about this one. We're gonna go ahead and go for our trick, our Toxic Orb trick on turn 1. That's our job as the Sableye. And no, you're totally fine, Cliff. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. And then, so the biggest thing we learned is with the barrier, you need 4 special attacks to hit Articuno once it reaches, I believe, 60% or so HP. Let's go double check the mechanics. Once it hits 60% HP, it'll throw up a protective shield, and you need to throw that's why on the chart you actually see the Fate Tears Pokemon accompanied by 3 Spectacles, because you want to break that shield. And then also followed up by 4 more Spectacles. You're trying to break that shield immediately. So, because then if you throw any physical attacks with that barrier unbroken, it does like no damage. It's so insane. We saw Flare Blitz Darmanitans, one of the strongest Pokemon in PokeMMO, doing 1.1% damage to this thing with barrier. So you have to break the barrier. So save your special attackers for that turn 3, 4, and even potentially 5. Okay, that would have been actually bad if the Sableye lived there frozen. That would have been really, really bad. Okay, well, thankfully it died. It's actually a good thing. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Toxic Orb is good. Okay, next up, let's not lose. This is our 4th attempt. Let's not lose our heads. Next up is Tailwind, and then my teammates do damage. We're looking good so far. We're looking at 10%. You want 10% after turn 1, your 2 Rampardos leads. Fantastic job from the team. It's been a learning experience, and my team has been extremely patient and just fantastic along the way. I'm gonna go ahead and go for my Tailwind. Tailwind plus 3 damage. Turn 3, we're looking at Fake Tears. We do want to Fake Tears on turn 3 for sure. We should have enough Spectacles to be able to break the shield, I believe. I think we do. You don't want to wait. I don't think I could be wrong. I don't think you want to wait for 60% HP. I think we want to Fake Tears this next turn. And then we'll basically proc the barrier, and then we'll bring in all of our Spectacles in the next turn. Yeah, we should be good. All right, Water Spout coming out, doing some damage. Fine. We got our Tailwind off. We got all of our damage. Nice job, team. Nice job, teammates. Head smash from this Emboar, honestly, the underrated king that I did not expect to, like I expected it to struggle. It did 4.9%. Damage cap is 5%. Tyranitar did 5%. Archeops did 5%. You're hitting damage cap, team. Good job, good job. That's impressive. Weather Ball comes out. This thing is tanky, man. This thing is way tankier than I expected. Waterfall on the T-Tar. We want it to go down. That's fine. Okay. Yep. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, we should Fake Tears. Okay. Fake Tears here, please. Please Fake Tears here. I'm going to type it as well just in case. Fake Tears here. And bring in your Spectacles. Bring Spectacles. Bring Spectacles and Fake Tears. We have to make sure. Do we each have 2 Spectacles? Whoa! Wait, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. Because, yeah. We all have 2 Spectacles. I was panicked for a sec. We're fine. We're fine. The only person who doesn't have 2 Spectacles is the person with the Whimsicott, which is that's fine. He's gonna set up Fake Tears and then bring his Spectacular next turn. That's perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Whew. We just bring in Spectacles. Can't see the raid. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, we should be good. Perfect. Really fucking good job, team. This is a tough raid that requires a lot of communication, a lot of specific Pokemon, a lot of like high damage dealing things. So you do actually, ideally, you want Blast Burn here. This is a little Iron Man quandary that I'm running into. I can't learn Blast Burn because I don't have green shards saved up. So I can't tutor Blast Burn onto my Charizards or whatever it be, you know? So I don't have Blast Burn access. But I do have Overheat on Chandelure with Fire Gem. So I'm hoping it does enough damage. Let's see. My teammates doing 5%. My teammates, we did max. Okay, we did damage cap. That's all that matters, man. As an Iron Man account, we did 5% damage. We did damage cap. Yes, that's all that matters. If I can do damage cap as an Iron Man account, that is all that matters. Oof. Okay, really, really good job, team. Really good job. We procced the barrier. Really good job. Are we ahead of schedule? We're right on schedule. You want Articuno. We're right on it, team. Shut up, Lord Doctor. You want Articuno to be at 60% heading into the next turn, heading into turn 4. It's at 59.8. This is the first time our team has kept along with the guide. Really fucking good job, team. Really, really good job. The guide is fantastic. It's been tough because like we didn't know exactly why. You have to like learn the thought process behind it. You know, that's the tough part. Okay. Spectacles. All spectacles. All spectacles. All spectacles. All spectacles. This is the big turn. Spectacles only. Triumph emoji. We got this. We got this. We got this. The Blaziken special. The Blaziken special. Huge. Okay. If we can break the barrier here, we should be able to. We're good. Imagine I misclicked and went like Rampardos or some shit. Okay. I'm so nervous. This has been a really, really hard raid. It's been 4 attempts, but there's also been so much thinking. Overheat shouldn't miss because of gravity, right? I think. I could be wrong. I think gravity stops it from missing. It's only been 4 attempts. Beautiful. There it is. 5%. Dude, there is no better feeling than doing max damage cap against a super high-end raid like Alpha Articuno as a fucking Ironman account. Nice blast burn, nice damage cap. Okay, the protective shield cracks. 2 more boosted attacks should do it. Beautiful job, teammates. 5%, 5%, 5%. Nice job, Mold Trace. This is gonna be hyped up, dude. Woo! 1 more, 5%. Beautiful. 5%. That's 20% damage in 1 rotation. Beautiful. What's an Ironman account? An account that cannot trade nor use the GTL. It took me months to prepare for these raids. Catching all my Pokemon, catching all my breeders, making all the Pokéen via gym reruns. Nice job, guys. Really, really good job to my team, dude. I could not have done without Iron Grinch, without the patience, the experience, the adjustments, the like every quality that made this possible. Iron Grinch, Clifton, Yawn, you guys were really, really phenomenal. I don't want to count my chickens too. We could lose, I guess, but I'm feeling really good about this one. Oh. Okay, I'm feeling really good. It's at 40%. We're supposed to be at 40% heading into this turn. Now, this next turn, okay. This next turn, we're supposed to be at 40%. We are. That's good. We can't celebrate too. We need Trick Room Bronzong here. We can't celebrate too early. We need Trick Room Bronzong. I'm gonna go by Rampardos. We need Trick Room Bronzong. We need Heal Block on the next turn. If we don't get this Heal Block off, we're screwed. Because it will roost at 20%. We can't celebrate too early. Okay, Head Smash into the Articuno. We still have Gravity. Gravity, okay. I did just realize. Wait, that's fucked up. The Gravity is going to wear off. Nothing's happening right now, it's okay. The Gravity is going to wear off, and then our Stone Edges can miss, can't they? No shot. If we lose because of that, I don't know if there's a way. Should we like do Rock Slide? I don't know if there's a way around that. Trick Room, yes. Trick Room here, yes. ER here. Heal Block next turn. It's Stone Edge Casino. No fuck. Don't tell me that. A team like us, we're gonna hit all of our Stone Edges. A team like us, we hit 4 Stone Edges back to back. I've seen it. I've seen it play out in the stars. Okay, I believe. Ooh, ooh, that's genius. I don't know if we thought about that. That's a good call from chat. Having Gravity on your Bronzong as well. I didn't think about that. It's not our Bronzong player's fault. He's amazing. But having Gravity on the Bronzong in case it lives a 3rd turn. Did my damage go off? Let me see. I kind of missed it. Flare Blitz, Rampart. Wait, no. Did my Rampardos not get damage off? No way. Did I troll? No shot. That's so sad. I think I trolled. I think I should have. Oh, that's so sad. I should have gone. I'm so sorry, team. I think I should have gone either T-Tar here and hope that it was faster, which it's Speed EV trained. Is this one also? It's Speed EV trained. Maybe I should have gone Archeops in this slot. We're so close. This was a really good run. We're so close. I think we lose now, but we have the right stuff. We'll get it next time for sure, I think. Okay, we're still gonna play it out and go for our stone edges and stuff. That's my fault. We can make 2 small adjustments. I need to go Archeops over my Rampardos. The speed's gonna matter there. And then gravity on Bronzong in case it lives 3 turns. But that's my fault again. I'm really sorry, team. That's my fault. My failing. Yeah, someone said it took us 2 hours, bro, to do this. Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. We haven't been doing it for maybe like around... Maybe around that? Maybe like an hour and a half? Hour? Wait, what happened where the... No, the heal block went off. No, we're fine. We're fine. What are the odds we can still win this? Pretty low, right? Like almost impossible? We're supposed to be at... Turn 7, we're supposed to be at 16%. It's turn... What turn is it now? No shot we win this. There's no shot. I missed 5% damage on my Rampardos. 5% is so huge. I'm on the last mod. I'm not Assault Gear. If I was Assault Gear, maybe we would have better odds. No, I think it's over. My bad. My bad. I think if damn. This has not felt RNG dependent to me at all. I haven't done the other. This has felt like skill based. Like I keep making mistakes. But we gotta learn. You gotta learn somehow. You know? We have another T-Tar in the back. We have a 4th. Yeah, that's okay. That makes sense. 16. Do you know what's okay? If we can, if we all do 5, we're gonna be 1% damage off. Are you kidding me? We hit the 5. Come on, no shot. No way, we lose by 1%. Okay, we missed a Stone Edge anyway. It's Stone Edge. It's Stone Edge roulette. What are the odds? There's no way we live. There's no way 2 of us live. Man, that was really close. I was so close. If okay, on the fucked up bright side, maybe the poison would have killed. Oh my god, the freeze. Are you kidding me? I wonder if I got my Rampardos damage off anyway, we still would have lost, which is crazy. That's tough. That's tough. Okay, we just I go replace the Rampardos and we try again. Yo, we just got so lucky. We're in the middle of our, which is probably our final fight. I just crit. Okay, I have to explain what happened. My Chandelure lived, which is really unlikely. And then it's Fire Gem, so it has no boosting item. And then it's also using Overheat, so it's -2 attack. It just crit on that turn, which we need to like, it's fine. We just need this special attack to break the barrier, but it crit. I was expecting to do like 2% damage. That crit overrides the -2 attack. I just did 5% damage with no Fire Gem, -2 attack Chandelure. That was really, really lucky. That was huge extra damage that we shouldn't have gotten. That was very, very, very lucky. Okay, we're back to the position that we were at last time, but instead of Archeops, last time I had Rampardos. We actually got a little lucky in this fight, and my Chandelure lived an extra turn and let us get off some like huge extra damage on top of now I have an extra Pokemon. So now I have Volcarona. So like we probably would have won without this, but now we just have like an extra. This fight should be like for sure good. Very, very looking forward to this. This should be the final. So now we should do our typical stuff. You want to have your Bronzong go for Trick Room, have my Fastmon get off damage while it can, and then I'm going to have my T-Tar come in afterwards, be a little bit slower, utilize the Trick Room. We'll get Heal Block off before it goes for a Roost. That's super important. Yeah, it was a little scary there. If we actually did too much damage too early, we might have actually hit it into Roost range, and that could have been a huge nightmare situation for the Twitch Prime. But thankfully, it's just barely above that 20%, so we are going to get this heal block off with Trick Room. Beautiful. All right, this should be the win. This is a much tougher fight than any of us realized. There were people saying that it took them 5 hours, 2 hours to figure this fight out. I was expecting this to just be like a day in the, a day in the park type beat. This was a tough fight. That's still very undiscovered. We're beating it within, I think it's only been out for less than 24 hours, I guess, right? I didn't even think about that. This fight's only been out for less than 24 hours. Yeah, I think keeping Volcarona in the back now as an emergency button instead of going that early is better. Because then I could, if Gravity wears out, Overheat being 90% accurate is more accurate than Stone Edge. But I can go for Stone Edge. We go for Heal Block here. We're just damage and heal block. Huge. Really good job, Bronzong. Really good job. That's Clifton, who brought a lot of the utility mons for this fight. Once again, I could not have done this without these exact people. Iron Grinch, Clifton, and Yawn did a phenomenal. They were phenomenal teammates who were patient, adapting, talented, beautiful. Let's see the damage. I only did 2% still. Oh, I'm Assault Gear. That's why. Okay. So I'm banking on my T-Tar. That might have been a mistake though. I'm banking on my T-Tar staying alive. Maybe I should have gone Choice Band or no, or damaging. I arguably should have been. Ooh, should I have been Life Orb here? If I can stay alive for 2 turns, I think that does more damage. But then if I die in 1, which I think I'm going like gonna be close. I wouldn't risk Assault Gear on your T-Tar. I would recommend just going damage. If you're watching the guide, I would just go damage. Don't do what I did. Don't go Assault Gear. It took a lot of like different team iterations to figure out what's the best. No way we lose here, right? Is it Stone Edge? Is it Stone Edge Casino? Okay, we hit 1 edge. We hit 2. Come on, come on, Stone Edge Casino. Come on. Yes. Wait, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my God, it's what's the HP? What's the HP? 3.2. We hit all edges. Come on, come on. Trick Room is up. When does Trick Room wear out? If we can this is gonna be so close. Are you serious? No way we lose this. There's no way. There's no way. Is my Volcarona? Come on. There's no way. The heal block wore off. Vulcan do 3.2. But we're under Trick Room. I don't know what the turn order is gonna be. I have no idea. Oh my God, this is so insane. The damage is so exact. Did one Mon miss a Stone Edge? The damage, does it all come down to my Volk? Are you fucking, do we have anything else? We have Bronzong at 1 HP. Heavy Slam this fucker or some shit. Okay, come on. I don't know the speed tiers here. Just cross your fingers, knock on wood, and hope for the best. Come on. I think this is the only play. He has Tailwind, you are faster. Do we actually get him here? Wait, is he? Come on. Get him, Volcarona. Get him. Come on, just 3.2. No! No! Wait, no. Is it poison damage? Wait, let me see. Do we get him? I think we got him. Okay. It should be. Yes. I was so scared. I think the poison. I thought my Volk failed. I thought I didn't do enough damage. We did it! I thought it was at 3.2 still, and I saw 2.9 in chat, and I freaked the fuck out. Oh my God, we did it. Alpha Articuno on the Iron Man account. Guide being uploaded. Hopefully you can use this. It's not the perfect guide, but it's a scrappy guide that can hopefully be used. I'm going to put it in a luxury ball. Oh my goodness. Come on, Articuno. We have Shiny Charm for this. It could be. We'll see if it's shiny once we catch it. My shiny rate is 1 in 24k. No shiny, no Shalfa, that's okay. But we get ourselves a beautiful Alpha Articuno, a limited Pokemon on an Iron Man account that many people might miss or forget. Whoa, this is most likely similar to Suicune, where this will disappear once the Christmas event is over. You've got to get it now while you can. And good luck to you guys. If I could do it if we could do it in a double Iron Man raid, you guys can do it too. I believe in you. Insane work for my teammates. That was a grind. That was a puzzle solve. I loved it. It was really fun. But man, this is a hard raid. That's going to take you, I would set aside at least 2 hours. If you don't have 2 hours to try this over and over again, I wouldn't even recommend like going for it. This is just so tough. I cannot thank my teammates enough. You guys did a great job. He is, look at Yawn, straight back to grinding the event. No, not a beat skipped. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you found it helpful. Like the video, subscribe, all that jazz. Great job, teammates. We did it. All right, but let's get out of this cave. We have our new Alpha Articuno. Let's go back to just lost present farming. What's better than beating a giant raid and doing this giant accomplishment than just chilling out afterwards, going back to lost presents and farming back up your Xmas presents for some potential vanities on the Iron Man account. Talk about a magical moment on the Iron Man account. Are you kidding me? Look at this lost present spawn next to the Alpha Ditto. What are the odds of that? That's like that's beautiful. You couldn't ask for 2 better things. I'm gonna go grab this lost present. We're gonna go do this Alpha Ditto catch, and we've seen so many Alpha Dittos recently, man. It's been a dream post the Halloween event with so many male Alpha breeds. Show me this thing. Yes, please. Hopefully I'll see us with some good ideas on a catch. There's our Ditto catch. Thank you, Thane, for the sub. Thank you. Let's see how this came out. 2 times, okay, 23 plus every single stat across the board, and 2 times 31 in HP and defense. Very, very happy with that Ditto catch. Hell yeah. Wait, I just caught, wait, what is this Stantler? This 32, this is a perfect consuming that for a mysterious ball for sure. That's amazing. I'm doing a little lost present farm on the Iron Man account right now. I do need to start actually turning in my lost presents sooner rather than later over to Santa, because you unlock something called bid presents and you can only see them if you've turned in enough lost presents. So I don't want to basically reach that point where I could have been getting bid presents and then like not be getting them because I didn't actually turn them in. Does that make sense? You have to turn it, I think you have to turn in 100 lost presents, I think. So I'm just gonna start, I'm gonna be more on top of Delibird, sure. I'm gonna be more on top of, I don't care about the Delibird. I'm gonna be more on top of just having less lost presents and redeeming those whenever I have 5, essentially. My Xmas present stack will grow a little bit passively. It's a good question. Someone asked if I still berry farm on the Iron Man account. It's a great question. The problem is, if it was just, so you think of berry farming as like, oh, a passive way to earn berries, you should always be berry farming, right? The problem is that it costs so much Poke Yen. That's like the unexpected. It costs you like 200k, maybe like, okay, 136k a day or something, like 150k or so a day. Let's put it in the middle, like 150k Poke Yen a day on the Iron Man account to berry farm once a day, every day. That's more than half of your Jimmy run, right? It's too much. So if you do 10 breeds and berry farm a day, that's all of your Poke Yen. You're never going to net positive. You're always going to be losing Poke Yen, or like, you know, staying the same, I guess. It's just so expensive. But I'd love to get back to berry farming in the future and like getting that Lepa stack up. The Lepa stack's going to be required for certain shunts. But now it's like a crazy, like what shunt do I pick when I finally get enough Lepas for a shunt to like, how do I even pick one? Because God, these things have been so hard to get. It's funny, like getting a massive stack of Lepas might be one of the most like end game Iron Man activities. If you have like 3k plus Lepas on your Iron Man account, reach out to me, let me know. I'd be so impressed. I don't know if I've seen a single stack like that yet. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. All right, post-stream Trowski here. What's up? What's up? I've been enjoying streaming the Iron Man account a ton recently. It's been a lot of fun. Been putting in some decent hours and just talking to people playing the game. It's been a blast. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really enjoyed playing the game as much off of stream. I have noticed that my playtime has dipped, especially like during an event season. Usually like the Halloween event, I was playing like 12 hours or 10 plus hours a day. I was really grinding even off stream. And I think this sentiment really like clears up a lot of what the PokeMMO player base is feeling right now. I still love the game. It's not that the game's bad. It's not that I'm not playing because I love the game any less. I think I just need a change of pace, you know? And I think it's one of those things, like, I think so many people feel that way. I think so many people, I've been really enjoying Mega Bonk. I've been really enjoying watching movies, touching grass, you know? Like, it's the holidays, like, people are celebrating that. Like, there's a lot of stuff in life I love PokeMMO. This game is amazing. It'll always be a part of me. It's one of the best games ever. It's my second favorite game of all time. One of the best games ever made. But there's also more to life. And I think it's just one of those things. I love playing a ton of hours of this game. And just as I get older, I do crank down those hours a little bit. You know, just a little bit, you know. I think 6 hours a day, 7 days a week type thing. I think it's plenty of PokeMMO. I'll still make plenty of progress. Was that 42 hours a week type beat? And I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm sure it'll be a stages thing, you know, like sometimes I'm going to want to play the game for a ton more hours when it's like during Shiny Wars. There's going to be time where I do want to play and I am motivated to play the game 14 hours a day. Or there's times where I might want to only play 4 hours a day and then log off, or maybe take a break for a few days. I think it's a really normal thing in a PokeMMO player's lifespan. And I just want to re-echo this sentiment so people don't feel, I think a lot of people feel weird or guilty or frustrated. They've put 8,000 hours or 2,000 hours into PokeMMO and now all of a sudden they like don't really want to play as much anymore. I think that starts to make people panic and worry, and I want you to know it's okay. It may be obvious. Some of you guys, you know, may not be struggling with this, so don't worry about this clip, I guess. But I think it's, you know, someone I wanted to talk about, wanted to ramble about. It's a ramble travesty thing. What are you gonna do? Of course, you got to take breaks, and it goes in ebbs and flows. And sometimes there's going to be parts in your PokeMMO career where maybe you want to play for 2 hours a day, and sometimes maybe 12. You know, it's just listen to your body, listen to your mind, and figure out what's best for you, but still have fun and enjoy the game long term. Now we have an Alpha Gliscor encounter. More importantly, Alpha Gliscor encounter over here in Sinnoh Route 211. I'm going to go ahead and catch this bad boy. Maybe get a decent breeder, hidden ability access, poison heal Gliscor. I think I have enough of these on the account, but if I could get one with really good stats, I would love to create a second one of these, to be honest with you. Having one go fully defensive, having one be offensive, there's a lot of cool things you can do here. All right, there is the catch. Turn 21, a few timer balls. Honestly, not too bad. I mean, I had to use like 2 revives. Not a easy alpha catch, but not the hardest one either. Naughty Nature. Oh, 160. Are you kidding, dude? Wait, okay, this is insane. Number 1, it's female. Number 2, Naughty Nature's like almost, you kind of want it to be bulky, so like I probably would rebreed this and get the nature, but like 31 attack, 31 defense, 25 plus in every single stat. A ridiculously good catch, a ridiculously good Pokemon, female as well, to make an easy breed. That's super, super good. Happy with that catch. That's insane. Now back to a little bit of more casual lost present farming, but I don't see myself doing too much tonight. I'm kind of be chilling out. It's already a little bit past midnight, so it's getting a bit later as well. The next big step is just getting 100 lost presents turned in. That would actually be a really big unlock, because then I would be able to get, you know, big presents unlocked. So I want to guess that I've turned in, I have 0 lost presents left on me, 8 Xmas presents, plus I opened, what was the amount earlier, 39 or so. I think I've turned in like 80 lost presents, around there. So if I can get about 20 more, we might be in that big present territory, and that'll change the game. All right, I did go ahead and do the Iron Petrowski Classic. I'm forgetting to record my little update last night. I've been doing that recently. I guess I've been going to bed a bit later, but that's okay. Now we can go ahead and just do a good old 10 a.m. little progress check on the Iron account and see how many mysterious balls, how many presents, etc. we've gotten. I want to go ahead and turn in my lost presents to make sure that number is at 0. We have an accurate count of how many Xmas presents and Santa presents I have. I did just get 3 Santa presents from this, which is really cool to see. I think you only get those every 20 or so turn-ins. It's a checkpoint to eventually get these every so often, and I'll be getting much more of these than I was able to get of the pumpkin goodie bag, so that is a huge positive. I also have gone ahead and finally copy and pasted and made my whole list for the entire event. Look at this beautiful just sea of X's and progress waiting to be logged. But we are beginning day 4. I have not done anything yet, so we need to go ahead and track the end of day 3. First things first, lost presents. I might just go ahead and change this number to like just get rid of it. I might just go ahead and X this off, and I like copy pasted all these different ones, which is kind of hilarious. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop tracking lost presents, and then at the end of each day I'll just log all my Xmas presents. You know, I'll trade, make sure to trade them all in. I guess it's one less number to track, and it just makes things easier and better in my personal opinion. So from now on, we'll just be tracking the Xmas and Santa presents. And at the end of day 3, keep in mind, after opening a ton of sealed product, as you can see, we opened our first sealed product yesterday, 6 Santas and 39 Xmas. At the end of that day, we still were able to get back up to 11 Xmas and 3 Santa. Once again, I haven't been grinding this event nearly as much as I would like to. I think I need to get into a rhythm. Also, I'm at the point where, like, if I'm quote-unquote grinding the event, I can just check the lost presents in Kanto once every 10 minutes. It takes like 1 to 2 minutes to do that, and then just go play a different game or do whatever else I want. Like, that's kind of the beauty of this event. Like, if you want to just grind lost presents, you don't even need to play PokeMMO that much. But if you want to, obviously you can do the swarm thing. And I got tons of, I got my PUDGY Penguin and a fair bit of mysterious balls. Guess how many mysterious balls? Speaking of checking numbers, I'm actually really curious, how many mysterious balls did I end up with after completing the PUDGY Penguin? It's not that many, I guess, comparatively to like the dust balls, but maybe I just farmed the dust balls a lot more than I remember. But 20 mysterious Pokeballs. Also, our numbers have finally kind of reached an equilibrium where mysterious Pokeballs have actually become the highest, you know, owned ball, that which makes sense. It's the most common. I feel like it should have been that a long time ago, but my RNG was really good early on, but now it's starting to even out. So 20 mysterious Pokeballs, 18 Great Balls, and 12 Ultra Balls. Still very happy with that. So almost, not quite 60, but like, was that like 50-ish maybe? And then swarm Pokemon in the PC, I have about, what is this, 8 down here, and then 60, so 68 swarm Pokemon. We can go ahead and add that over to our calculator. Whoopsie. 68, there we go, that's the right number. And then more importantly, I did actually get 2 new vanities, and that's something I'm really excited for. I would have loved to see something, you know, more. You know, you're always greedy, I guess. You always want more. I would have loved to see more vanities, but you know what, the Weasel headdress, I'm so happy with this. This number 1, oh, actually, no, wait, I'm sorry. I think yesterday I got 3 vanities, didn't I? 3 new ones. Because yesterday, in the same day, if I recall correctly, I believe I got the Pudgy Penguin, the Weasel headdress, and then whatever this tops, the festive dress. That's what it is. Yeah, I think I got 3. That's okay. That's pretty sick. That's probably some of the most new vanities we'll see in one day during the event, man. We did get a duplicate snowboarder scarf, but that isn't really a new vanity, of course. I think I got that, yeah, the day prior. You can actually see that here, so I'm not going to count that. But there we go. I'm going to go ahead and write those 3 down just like this so we can keep track of it and see what was gained on what day. I feel like looking back at events like this, looking back at these logs and seeing, you know, how much progress I made between each day is always really wholesome and cool to see. And it's good to see like what expectations we can build and what goals we can build for next year. We're starting day 4 of the event. I think a really cool goal to go ahead and make would be to end up with maybe 50 of each mysterious ball. That might be shooting. I think that's pretty balanced, actually. I think 50, at least 50 of each mysterious ball. And then in terms of Xmas presents and lost presents opened, what's a good, I guess Xmas and Santa. Santa's harder to calculate. Let's say in terms of lost presents, I've opened 39 so far. That would be a total of 50 that I've gained access to by the beginning of day 4. I'm going to shoot for like 200. I think it's a reasonable number. I feel like it's attainable, but I also feel like it's a pretty good goal. I'm going to go for about 200. That would be doing what I've done so far 4 times. And then in an ideal world, we can just go ahead and surpass that. So let's go ahead and get to farming and farm those lost presents. Well, big day for football. The Browns defeat the Steelers, which gives week 18 a really amazing game. Ravens versus the Steelers. I can't fucking wait. I can't believe we have a chance. But this is about Iron Man grind. Let's get back to it. Specifically, I did just finish up one more lost present, and I'm thinking that this should be enough. This should be the amount that I need somewhere in here. I probably need way less than this to finally unlock big presents. I maybe should have turned these in sooner, but that's okay. I was watching football on Sunday, playing some PokeMMO, grinding in the background. You really can't go wrong with that. You know what? So I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go turn these in over to the Santa. Boom. Xmas presents. Okay, that's expected. Let's keep going. A Delibird encounter. Sure. That's not really much to yap home about, but we're still going to yap home about it anyway. Let's go ahead and continue onward. There are still some big presents missing too. It only took 1 turn in. If you could find them, bring them back. Okay. So I'm curious to see. So I think from this point onward, there is a random chance that we can now encounter bid presents, which will drastically increase our odds of getting Santa presents. So that should definitely increase our rewards. And also that now unlocks a real chance at getting the Christmas camo. Dude, it is insane. This vanity is just wild. It's 18 million Pokemon right now. It's kind of crazy. It's obviously super rare. This vanity is 18 million Pokeyen, and the sealed product you get it from is only 39, 38, like 40k. Kind of wild. Gambling is obviously bad and you will lose in the long run, but I'm a little shocked there's not more degenerate people who are taking the advantage, or I guess the time, the opportunity to go ahead and potentially gamble for a short-term profit. But I'm going to keep my total present count a secret right now. I didn't do a ton of numbers today, but I think I did pretty good in comparison to what I've grinded so far in the event, because the previous days were even more casual. Oh shit, okay, this is my first big present encounter. I did not know it would look like this. I did not expect it to be an alpha Electrode encounter. Hell yeah. I don't know what that's going to entail, but I'm excited to see the stat rolls and see how it comes out. Dude, it's kind of beautiful. It's kind of special that like I can play this game once again for 12 years and still run into mechanics like this that I've never experienced before, and or just don't remember. Maybe the goldfish memory is honestly the true joy of PokeMMO. I also need to remember to put a poison orb back on my Breloom. I actually took it off to use it for the Articuno fight, the alpha Articuno, and never really remembered to put it back. So we'll have to figure that out pretty soon. But for first things first, let's try to catch this weird level 50 alpha. Also, I just wait, okay, I've been so distracted recently on the Iron Man account. Excuse me. I also got the alpha Delibird. I realized that I got a Delibird reward from Santa, but I didn't realize that it was like the alpha Delibird. This is a unique spawn that you only get 1 of per year. So that's a new, like, unlimited, I guess, new limited alpha to unlock on the Iron Man account. That's really cool. Wow. All right, that was a decently tough catch. It took me on until turn 15 to finally get it. Could have been a lot worse. My Breloom's obviously super low HP. I do want to put that poison orb back on it whenever possible. IV rolls on this thing. Okay, hear me out. This is actually a very strangely competitively viable Electrode. The reason being is that sometimes you can run what I call the cringe Electrode in like lower tiers like NU. It's the double screens Electrode. Calm nature plus 252 speed def plus 20 plus. If you like to be a little bit higher, but like 31 HP, 31 speed def, 20 plus defense, and then 22 speed attack, 30 speed. This is kind of weird, and it has aftermath ability. The nature, this is weirdly a UT, like wild caught, ready to go, in my personal opinion, cringe Electrode. I'm not really a huge fan of the cringe Electrode, but this is a future competitive Pokemon. You know, that's the reality of it. We'll call it, you know what, we'll call it a cringe Trode. There you go. Perfect. Now, the cool part about Cringe Trode is that sometimes certain Cringe Trode builds where you go Light Clay and then Reflect in Light Screen, you can use this really annoying, really cringe Pokemon to then enable really fun strategies. You know, if you use Cringe Trode to set up screens to be able to throw off, you know, Rampardos or some shit, or some really cool Pokemon that let, you know, like a, what's it called? Like an Escavalier pop up under Trick Room, that's pretty cool if you ask me. And just so anybody out there who runs the screens Electrode knows, it's not that I think the Pokemon is broken or unbalanced. I just don't personally like playing against it. That's it. You're not a bad person for doing it. You're not using some busted strategy. If anything, it's probably a bit weaker than other NU strategies. I just have a personal vendetta against it, which is why I can't wait to build and use my own version. All right, but that Electrode encounter took so long that present respawns are up, so let's go get some more. All right, and there's my first actual lost big present. I don't know if you can turn those in one at a time. Oh, it has a different color and everything. Let's see. Santa's looking for these. It's changing bundles of 5. I wonder if it's just 5 of these equal 3 Santa presents. And it's like the upgraded X. That would be fantastic, dude. I could grind. I could grind the premium sealed product so much better than the Halloween event. All right, we have another big present alpha encounter with an alpha Amoongus. This fight might be a lot tougher than the last one. I might try to just chip this down in whatever way I can. I thankfully do have my Soak Smeargle on me for this. I'm definitely want to turn this into a water type so I can actually put it to sleep. Oh my god, that damage is crazy. All right, there's the Amoongus catch. I mean, I'm really happy with that. I don't know if this is like, oh, you get 1 alpha Amoongus catch and 1 alpha Electrode catch, like after getting a certain amount of presents. I don't know if it's some sort of reward. Relaxed nature is really good. If this thing comes out, even 20 plus HP, 20 plus defense, and 20 plus speed def, and then relaxed nature, especially attack would be nice, but I don't even need those. Let's see. We actually did, okay, finally some like quote unquote bad Iron Man RNG. Even this is like pretty good. This is still breedable. This is, I'm assuming that this is a like limited once a year alpha spawn. That's my guess. I should be able to Everstone this nature and within like 2 breeds. It's gonna take a few breeds, but this is going to this could become a defensive, because I have a specially defensive Amoongus, but I do need a defensive one still. So I'm gonna call this Xmas Unique. I'm gonna label that in the Delibird that as well, so I remember not to release those. I can't wait. Not permitted. Huh. That's weird. Sure. I'm just gonna call it Xmas Reward to remember that's what it's from. I'm gonna do the same with the Delibird really quick on my PC. I feel like I wasn't hyped up enough for those. Those are like, if those are like, you know, one time, once a year account specific unique Pokemon, that's really fucking cool. Like the Amoongus, the Delibird, and the Electrode. I think all of them might be like specific. I'm gonna call this Xmas Reward. That's really cool. If so, I kind of just didn't know. You know, I've just been like really going into this event very blind. This has kind of felt like the Wild West a little bit again in terms of PokeMMO events, and I've been really honestly enjoying that aspect. I feel like this event has been a lot quieter for a lot of people. People are kind of just chilling, having fun, and being a little bit less, I guess, efficiency focused in this event, which I think is honestly a beautiful thing. A return. Christmas kind of reminded us a return to just joy, a return to just playing little video games that we love, which is what PokeMMO is for so many of us. And sometimes it's fun to play efficiently. Don't get me wrong. I love that too. I love doing that during Shiny Wars, but I don't want to do that most of the time. That's just me personally, but you know, to each their own. But anyways, enough rambling. I'm going to go heal up and look for more lost presents. Okay, it's official. I got another alpha Amoongus encounter. This means you can just get multiple of these. That's really, really crazy. That's going to make this is going to give me like so many 2x31 plant age group breeders, and then I guess probably no more Electrodes, hopefully. Electrodes can only breed with themselves. That's not as much of a great breeder there, unfortunately. But this is crazy. Like, I definitely want to get as many of these as possible and try to just fuel my plant age group alpha mons for the rest of eternity. It's gonna hurt my box space, but unironically, best case scenario might be like 60 of these in my PC. But maybe that's just not possible. Maybe they even do, you know, stop throwing these at you after a while. I'm not sure how it fully works yet. Seeing 2 at all is honestly just nuts to me. And they seem to be like similar levels. Like that didn't go up. It didn't go like level 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then eventually like a level 101. And then that would mark the end of it. Like, no, you can still just catch same one. This one is also female, so it's going to be better as an Amoongus breeder rather than a breeder itself. But you know what? We can always use more. Once again, if we just get a ton of these, the gender is going to become irrelevant at a certain point. Also, keep in mind, I would love to still see a bold nature, like some sort of wild caught competitive one. If I could get multiple of those, that would be fantastic. I do only want, I think, a maximum of 2 Amoonguses in my PCs. And that's going to be, one of them is going to be specially defensive, and one is going to be physically defensive. And so one's going to be the calm one that I already have caught with hidden ability access, and the other one's supposed to be bold or relaxed. I would be happy with, but some sort of plus defense. I don't plan to keep like a modest Amoongus. Like, I don't need 3 different Amoongus builds on the Iron Man account. Maybe one day, but right now I just can't justify the PC space. All right, and there's a turn 12 alpha catch. That is pretty darn good. It's the second next best thing. Best thing would have been turn 11 when Timer Ball reaches max catch rate, but obviously that's still pretty darn good. Turn 12, happily we'll take it. Some extra XP candies. Adamant Nature is not going to do so. This is just going to be a breeder, but it's a damn good breeder. 3 times 31 in HP defense and SPDEF, all the main stats you want on an Amoongus. The Iron Man account just can't stop getting lucky. Oh, I did just accidentally, actually, I believe, start the Starmie scavenger hunt, so I thought I'd go ahead and at least record a clip of this. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that, but eventually, because the Starmie is new. I believe if you turn in 100 of the presents, you unlock the big presents, this Starmie starts staring at the tree. So I was like, you know what, let me go interact with it. And I was like, oh yeah, of course, that's going to start the scavenger hunt. Whoops. So I'm going to do that some other time. Not going to worry about that today. That'll be a fantastic off-stream task, honestly, because my focus is going to be terrible trying to do that on stream. There's 50, I believe, just star use or stars around the map, and we'll have to go scavenger hunt and find them, and then eventually you get an alpha Starmie thing to cap that little hunt off. Not going to worry about that today, though. That is a task for a different day, surely. What I am going to worry about is going to finish up the final 2 lost present callouts, as it is 1 a.m., and then doing a recap and seeing how much progress I got today. All right, here's the final one. Let's go turn these into Santa and see how many Xmas presents we end on. All right, we can go ahead and also compare our day 3 numbers at the same time. Let's go over to our bag and first search presents. We have a few new things to track here, obviously, as we do see the lost bid present. There's a question that becomes of, do I want to track these, or do I just want to go ahead and throw on the Santa presents when I have those? These do take quite a while to get, obviously. I unlocked these later in the day around 9 p.m. It's now 1 a.m. I didn't grind super hard. Once again, I've been taking this event very casually comparatively to the Halloween event, but today I did lock in a bit more than previously. Like yesterday, you can see day 3 I ended on 11 Xmas presents, and today I did end up with 44. So I got 33 in one day today, which I think is about like it's almost what I grinded in like the prior 3 days. So I think now that kind of the holidays are coming to an end, to be fair, New Year's Eve is coming up. That's the other, where, you know, you're bombarded by all these holidays on top of trying to make progress in the game, and it's hard to just get a rhythm. It's hard to get a flow and really lock in, but I've been trying to get there and really got there today for the first time, just checking those presents every 10 minutes. I did a pretty good job today, got a lot better for sure, but definitely need to learn the muscle memory and just kind of have more practice. And, you know, people often sleep on that aspect of PokeMMO. It is not just, you know, grinding or doing activity. Sometimes those little micro efficiencies can cause you to miss a swarm or miss a present. And today, to be fair, I didn't really miss many swarms. I didn't really do any swarms today. I did not focus on that part of the event at all. I did not grind mysterious balls. That was just not part of today's task. So I did end up with 21 mysterious Pokeballs, which is like 1 more than yesterday, 1 more mysterious Great Ball from 18 to 19, and then 2 more Ultra Balls just randomly from the lost presents sometimes. Swarm Pokemon in the PC, this number is slightly down somehow. I don't know if I just tracked something wrong or what, but that's a good thing, honestly. So we are down to 57 Swarm Pokemon in the PC, down from about 11 or so yesterday. Yeah, about not, that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that, keeping that PC space as clean as I possibly can. 0 new vanities today, nothing opened, no new like checkpoints. That makes sense. Now, one of the coolest parts of today, in my opinion, is the new Alpha Pokemon that I did go ahead and get. These are over in this box. So I got the Alpha Electrode, the Cringe-Trode. Let me actually just take this off screen really quick. The Cringe-Trode, the Alpha Delibird, which is, you know, an Xmas unique reward, and then 2 different Alpha Amoonguses. I don't know if these will stick around. I don't know how many more of these I can get. If I can get multitudes of these, once again, that would be insane. I'm gonna keep going for them if I can. They're just in the lost big presents randomly. But pretty cool rewards today. Pretty dang cool. I wish I could put like 4 new alphas. Technically, one of them is a repeat, so do you count this as 3 new alphas or 4 new alphas? I don't know. I'm gonna put it as 4 because it's about progress and not really about, you know, logging every little detail. It's about progress, and in my mind, I view that as 4 new things. I think that's very, you know, fair. But what's also fair is getting 8 hours of sleep so I can make sure I can wake up tomorrow, get a good stream in, and start raids. Yes, that is right. I don't think I've mentioned it yet so far today, but the plan is to wake up tomorrow and start doing some of the raids. Best case scenario is 3 raids in one day. If I could do Glaceon, Raichu, and Stantler all in one day, that would be insane. Worst case scenario, I guess the worst case scenario is 1 raid, I guess, but I guess no raids being completed. I think worst case scenario is only 1 raid, which could happen and we can still recover from that. It's okay if that happens. Middle of the pack, or what I kind of expect to happen, is probably 2 raids. I think Glaceon and Raichu. And then if I can, once again, if I can do Stantler as well, that would be on the high end of tomorrow, in my opinion. And then after that, we'll do more lost present farming and grinding the event as per normal once we get some of those raids completed. I am not someone who can just grind, all 12 raids in one day. That's my nightmare. So I purposely try to plan around it and schedule around that. So I make sure let's do 3 raids and some lost present farming. Let's do, 3 more raids the next day and then some present farming, and kind of splitting it up, right? We're only ending day 4 of the event. We still have like 9 to 10 days, I think 10 days basically left in the event. There's plenty of days. If I do 3 raids a day, it's going to take me 4 days to do all the raids, and then Jirachi, let's say 5 days to do all of the raids, and that's that's playing it safe, right? I have plenty of time. We are okay. We are very much on pace. We're getting good progress, and good progress requires good sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow, but for now, peace, Reno. All right, another beautiful day on the Ironman account, and I just keep not expecting to get these alpha encounters, but they're repetitive. I can't believe it. It's really, really good for the Ironman account. I'm literally gonna get, I'm gonna be able to breed a 6x31 Electrode, like a 6x31, any multiple plant Agrumons, just off these free alpha mons that keep spawning, because of the big present. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch this alpha Electrode where I can, and excuse me, I'm so sorry. We're gonna be jumping into raids today. We're not gonna be lost present farming as much today. We are going to be focusing on raids. We're starting Ironman raids today. It's going to be a big task. There's our catch. Let's see how the IVs turned out. Careful nature, 31 defenses. I'm fine with this, happy with this. I will take it. I don't know if we'll keep that forever. We'll have to see what we do with that. We'll probably keep it as a breeder. I think it's worth to make a 6x31 Electro where we can, but I'll see you guys with loss. Ideally today we get 3 raids done. That's what's best case scenario. Sufficient is 2 raids. Unfortunate circumstances would be 1 raid, but if that happens, it happens. Let's go ahead and try to learn and prepare for the Glaceon Raid to the best of our ability on the Ironman account, the account that cannot trade nor use the GTL. Let's jump into it. We're preparing for the first raid on the Ironman account. I think we're making pretty good progress. I do need my Heat Rock, I believe, on my Ninetales. I'm going to be leading with the Ninetales. I've got Ninetales, Chandelure so far. My team's not fully moveset. I have to fix a few things, add Heat Wave to a few Pokemon. Magmortar, Typhlosion, Charizard, and Moltres looking pretty good. You can see the cheat sheet up there. That is from the Raid Den Discord. I think that is the #1 resource right now for finding raids during the Xmas raids. There's less resources out there, with the event's a little bit quieter, so definitely keep an eye out on the Raid Den Discord. It's probably the best way to find PokeMMO raid strats right now. Shout out to, you can see the bottom right, Raichu, Drago Tamer, Jakira, all these guys, the whole community server. A lot of people are putting they're putting their noggins together, trying to create guides for you guys out there. They're tough this year. All right, we are on TM buying duty. I need at least 2 Heat Waves to teach my Chandelure and my Magmortar. So it costs about 40,000 Pokeyen, I believe. Let's see if we can actually find through this terribly sorted. Here we go. Heat Wave, not too bad. It's cost 50,000. That was me 40k. It's 50k. Ooh, a lot of Pokeyen right there, but it's needed. This is just the first raid of many. Apparently, spread fire moves are super important for this raid, like way more than normal. Oso says, so I obviously missed all of last week's stream, but have we discussed how the Starmie hunt is actually a good moneymaker for Ironman accounts? Getting an item worth 12,000 Pokeyen to shops for every star found post alpha? No, I have not heard anything about that. I haven't done shit. I haven't heard about it. I haven't tested it. Yeah, everybody's like, huh? In chat, I'm excited now. I started the Starmie hunt on accident, but I haven't actually done it yet. That gets me, is it like better than Jimmy runs, like the Pokemon per hour? What about if it's that good, like for main accounts? I don't know. Now I'm curious. Now I'm interested. We'll have to see. We'll have to see in the future. But first, let's focus on, I'm gonna get to this. Let's focus on raids for now. But that is tempting and interesting to hear, Oso. Okay, I was wondering why I felt super low on damage items for this raid, for the Glaceon Raid, and I was like I need to get a flame plate. That's the next Ironman item that I need to go pick up that I just don't have, and it's not an easy cheap buy on the GTL. I'm using Wise Glasses for this, which is not ideal, but like it is what it is. Just boosts your special attacks by 10% or whatever. We've got Charcoal, we've got Specs, we've got Expert Belt, Life Orb, Fire Gem. You know, we're really trying to dig deep. And I realized the reason why I'm low on damaging items is because there's no physical attackers used in this strat because Glaceon's defense is so high. So I'm missing choice band access. And that makes me have to go like, I have to go down to like Wise Glasses. I have to let that making you a one item deeper into the pool definitely limits your access to things, your damage. All right, yo, what's up? My name's Petrowski. Welcome to my first ever attempt on the Glaceon Raid on my Iron Man account, as well as my Glaceon Raid guide, hopefully if all goes well. I'm going to be following a strategy shown off in the Raid Den Discord. I cannot give them enough credit. It is the best resource right now to find raid guides, and it should be linked in the description. If it's not, you can yell at me in the comments. Shout out to Drago Tamer, people like Raichu, people like Jakira. You can see on the top right in that little middle section there. The credits go to them. People are putting PokeMMO time and effort into developing these strategies, and then hopefully I can echo those strategies to you guys and help you guys complete some of these very difficult Xmas raids. Now, you can see at the top, that is the cheat sheet. So you want to assign, you want to get people and coordinate and assign player 1, player 2, player 3, and player 4. I am going to be player 1, I believe, for this run. Glaceon, we're doing the Glaceon Raid. It's perfect. They're going to be player 2, which is the gravity lead. And then player 4 is going to be the Murkrow. So I am player 1, Pulse Sitter is player 4, Glaceon is player 2, and then Iron Kurt is player 3. Player 3 is the simplest role. You got to just do damage and just do as much damage as possible. So, you know, if you have you can probably help out. You don't need these exact Pokemon. You might notice like the guide calls for Volcarona and Heatran, two Pokemon that I'm actually not using. So you can go to backups. I will be leading with my my Ninetales. We'll go over some general builds here really quick. I'm using my Ninetales, Modest Nature, 2v2 attack, 2v2 speed, you know, as high 20 to 25 plus attack and 20 to 25 plus speed is probably good enough. You need Safeguard on this, and then Heat Wave would be nice, but we're probably not going to get an attack off. We'll see. I'm running Wise Glasses on this just in case it dies and we don't want to waste a slot. That's how deep you have to go in this. There's no choice band users in this, sadly, so you do have to kind of dig deep into your items. Next up is Chandelure. You want special attacker, mild, modest, or rash nature, and then 20 to 25 plus attack and speed. Heat Wave is super important for this fight. You want Heat Wave on as many Pokemon as possible. Next up, modest Magmortar, 20 to 25 plus attack and speed. EV trains attack and speed. Heat Wave, once again, very, very crucial. Choice specs on that Pokemon. Next up, expert belt Typhlosion, mild, modest, or rash nature. All these mons are pretty much the same. Every mon is mild, modest, or rash, and then 2v2 attack, 2v2 speed, 20 to 25 plus attack and speed. It's all the same. It's all the same things. And then Eruption. You can put Heat Wave on this in the back. I'm going to try this without Heat Wave to not waste Pokemon on the Iron Man account, but if we have to teach it, we'll do that. And then next up is the Life Orb Modest hidden ability. You do need hidden ability access to make Charizard viable here. That's really important. Heat Wave, Moltres. You can use backup. If you don't have these mons, you can use Heatran, you can use Volcarona, really whatever fire type attackers. Ideally, you do want special fire type attackers. Physical attackers are not going to do as much damage against Glaceon since its base defense is just so high. So ideally, you do want special attackers wherever possible. I guess, to be fair, I might go grab a Darmanitan, so we'll try out some strategies. Because 110 defense versus 95 is not as crazy of a difference as I expected. So we'll see if we can actually weave in some physical attackers that might give us better damage. We might change things up as we go along. This is a very impromptu. This is a guide to hopefully give people some ideas and thought process. Not the perfect, most easiest, quick guide out there, but we're going to try our best today, okay? We're going to go back to the quick little general strategy laid out by Drago Tamer. You have to adapt in a lot of these raids. The most annoying thing is the ads. You're going to lead with that gravity to raise your accuracy to make sure all your heat waves hit. And it says don't give choice specs to eruption users so they can heat wave after they take some damage if they survive. I'm not doing that personally, but you can do that on your Typhlosion. And then you can obviously have different options. Watch out for at the very bottom, Citrus Berry, Vaporeon, and Focus Sash Espeon can be a pain in the butt. Other than that, we're going to be following the cheat sheet and trying to do as much damage as possible. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Yes, really good point from my chat, which makes a lot of sense while we're using so many special attackers. Snowscape or Hail, whatever you want to call it, does raise Glaceon's defense by 50%. So that is a huge... We should be setting Sun. We'll see how it all plays out once again, but that might be a reason why we want less physical attackers here. All right, here we go. We're jumping into it. the Glaceon Raid, the first out of the 12 raids on the Iron Man account. Hopefully things go well if we follow the cheat sheet and follow the guide well enough. I think it does set permanent snow, which is kind of, I don't know, I guess we're just need the safeguard versus the drought's actually not that important in this fight. You only level 65 for this fight. I think you only, chat can confirm, I think you only need like 1 or 2 OTs, if not like no OTs, for the very, very few OT requirement for like the lower the 3-star raids. I'm going to go ahead and set up safeguard as I'm supposed to do, following the cheat sheet. Very, very simple. Simple to start. We go for our gravity. We get our gravity off with Prankster Sableye. Make sure Prankster is very, very important, obviously. We get our heat wave damage. Things are going fantastic so far. My team is locked in. They're doing fantastic. Thank you guys for joining me to help me through this raid today. Safeguard goes up. Damage comes out. Everything going to plan so far. We can try to make our turns a little bit faster as well. Like next turn, if the Ninetales lives, I try to get off some damage before dying. I can throw off a Fire Blast. Since we do have access to that gravity, I should be able to hit for sure. Blizzard comes through. If not, we'll just be going into like Chandelure. I think we are saving our Eruption Pokemon. You do want to save your Eruption Mons for last. That is important. Like my Typhlosion, I'm going to save in the back. All right, there we go. That fight is done. I guess this is taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and Fire Blast. It would have been nice to have Heat Wave here potentially, but I should just be getting off 1 attack and dying, so it hopefully should be fine. Perma Snow Beacon's at 75%. People are saying, why not fly? Heat Wave comes out, taking out the Leafeon. We're looking good. What else would I do there, Fly? There's the Snowscape. But there's no other, I have no other move, Fly. I don't have the Heat Wave, Fly. There's no other click. Yeah, you might want to add Heat Wave to the Ninetales. Yeah, but there I have no other click. Heat Wave if you have it. Yeah. Can't see boss HP? Yes, sorry. I'll try to throw the cheat. No, you're totally fine. I could have had Heat Wave. I think we'll have enough damage. We should be fine. Glaceon currently at 63%. The snow is up. Water Pulse taking us out. I would love for my Ninetales to go down here. That would be ideal. I feel like that might be the one downs, like the one weakness to Glaceon is the damage is not that. They still, you know, it still raids at like one-shot all your mons, but the damage is not that crazy. It's a good. I don't know. I don't think Incinerate's an AOE. No, it might. Ooh, I mean, I should. A good call from chat. I probably should have clicked Incinerate. That's a streamer misclick. Hey man, misplay. As it happens, you know. No, it's a good call. No, it's a good call. If you have Incinerate or Heat Wave, you should click. I should have clicked Incinerate. It was there. Good call. You're right. Let's go Chandelure Heat Wave, I believe. Glaceon's taken. This is honestly easier than I expected. I think you just need like. I think people thought it was really hard at first because the strategy is just so different than last year. It is very, very different than last year. You know. We're gonna go for Heat Wave. Pretty simple stuff. There we go. Charizard Heat Wave comes out. We're just doing damage at this point. And on turn 3, we'll need a Haze, but that's the only thing we have to keep an eye out for. I think it Calm Minds eventually in a quick sec. I'm gonna take this off so you guys can see the actual HP and the damage coming through. Heat Wave coming out on my Chandelure. 5.7%, 5.5. Doing good damage. Darmanitan, so let me call out. Darmanitan, the physical attacker, did the most damage. Now, you do want the spread moves because it seems like a lot of the ads have the follow me type effect, but you might be able to weave in 1 or 2. I think going Darmanitan here was a good call. Darmanitan did the most damage. He did 7.5%. Even through the Snowscape defense, it's just so much damage. I honestly should have packed on a choice band Darmanitan. Would have been better, a good slot on this team. There's no Google Doc from what I've seen for this event, Nico. It's been a really good event to realize like how much we should appreciate our content creators because we've had less people making guides and making content for this event, and it's shown. You know, less people are able to do the raids. It's a more difficult event. Let's now go to okay. So we should be hazing here. I think I'm just staying on. Let's check the cheat sheet. Staying on damage. Would be Magmortar, Heat Wave. Yep, I can come up with that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I would. That's a great call, Will Roar. I would be willing to use a choice bandit attacker, but not charcoal flyer. Yes. I think getting that choice items are just so strong. Having one physical attacker just to be able to utilize that 50% damage buff. Like, I think going obviously the Ninetales, you have to run Ninetales, but like going choice band Darmanitan over, I probably could have cut like Moltres maybe. It is a tough Chandelure maybe, or Magmortar. Magmortar would probably get cut. You'd probably move the choice specs around to like something else, but it's still, I think this raid is actually, we're gonna get it done. This is way easier than Articuno. The Articuno raid was insane. That was an extremely tough raid. I feel like this will be significantly easier, which I'm excited for. So if we can get that done, we're chilling, you know. The Flareon Flash Fire is a little concerning, but we should be fine. My Heat Wave only did 4.1%. A little unfortunate, but that's okay. If Flareon takes us out, I mean, if it's slower than us, it's fine. Oh, we did have one small thing happen. We didn't get our haze off, but I bet it's because the person's Pokemon didn't die, so they couldn't bring it. That's what I think might have happened. I'm not sure. We do need to haze the Calm Mind whenever possible, or maybe it didn't proc or some shit. We're doing so much damage though. This is like, I'm feeling really good. This raid is going fantastically so far, in my opinion. I'm very happy with this. Yeah, flaring us up the rest of the fight. I think it's fine if it does. It seems like it'd be my guess. The fact that it's already at 33% and we still have like 3 mons left, like this raid is much easier than I expected. But I'm coming from, I did the Alpha Articuno raid before this raid, and that's like a really tough one. Yeah, sorry, I should be, thank you, Jamel. I should be putting the cheat sheet back up and down a little bit better. Sorry about that. Yeah, Glaceon currently at 33%. I'm honestly shocked by that. That is really good damage. Here's the Murkrow coming into haze. Thank you, gamer. So now we're on turn 4, I believe. We're on turn 4. I'm just doing damage. I'm just going for a Heat Wave here, I believe. My Magmortar lived, so now I get double damage, double Heat Wave off. Like that. Also, Heat Wave not relying on the HP. The fact that I'm a little bit damaged doesn't matter, right? The fact that I can get a Heat Wave off and not worry, like an eruption, like the HP matters or whatever. This fight's been very chill so far. I'm very like, I think what happened was people thought the Glaceon, and like every raid is tough and you need specific things. Don't get me wrong. I don't, you know, the Glaceon raid was thought to be so hard. I think watch me like also like watch some hidden mechanic come and I die. It'd be really embarrassing. But I think Glaceon was thought to be so difficult because people tried last year's strats and it didn't work at all. And that's where it was like, oh, fuck. Like, they actually changed it, you know? There's the safeguard. Huge safeguard protecting us. Beautiful. From some mechanic that I don't even know what it is. I'm just following the guide. Giga Chad. Average PokeMMO player. Glaceon now down to 23%. Feeling really good about that. Yeah, I might need to focus the Heatran raid a bit more higher priority on the Ironman account as well if we need Heatran for so many of these raids. But like I'm doing pretty good. Like there's plenty of backup options. It only really matters when a raid like really like every damage percent counts. Like Articuno, man, like you couldn't miss an attack. Like Articuno was like there was so little room for you to not hit damage cap against Articuno. You need to hit damage cap, you know. I'm feeling pretty darn good about this raid. Personally, not to get too ahead of myself. I'll just lose now. It'd be so embarrassing. That's okay. It is what it is. It's healing up a little bit. That's the annoying part, the scary part. Also the gravity. Okay, watch us lose now. Oh no. Okay, it is now turn 4. We're just throwing off damage still. I think I go into save eruption mons for last. I think I just go Zard, I guess. I don't know if it matters too much. Would Moltres do more damage? I'm just gonna click one. We're just gonna go Charizard here. I should tank the Blizzard pretty well on Zard as well. I think we're just doing damage right now. Nobody needs to throw off any utility moves to my knowledge. I think we're just doing damage. Heat Wave comes out. 4%. We are like not doing as much damage as we would like to see, but it's also tough because like when you're throwing off Heat Waves, you're doing spread damage, so it's bringing the number down. You have to like spread the damage or whatever. Glaceon gets a dodge there because the gravity's gone. That's sad. That's unfortunate. Okay, Heat Wave from Volcarona doing 5%. Nice. Good chip damage here. We're doing about 5% per mon. You want to calculate out like how many mons alive do you need to finish the fight is a good calculation to run. I don't think my Charizard's gotten his attack off yet. I don't think. So if Glaceon's at 21% HP, we probably need like 4 Pokemon left. Like, that's the beauty, is we probably only need like 4 to 5 Pokemon left to even win, probably 5 bonds left to win this fight. And I have 3, right? Like, I have 3 still alive. Like, we're gonna be pretty good. I think our team is looking really good here. Did my Charizard knock it off an attack, or did I miss it? I don't know what would have happened there. I must have just missed it. Oh, I did. My Heat Wave is the one that missed, of course. Oh, that makes sense. Charizard missed. That makes sense. It is healing a bit. That's unfortunate. It's gonna be close now. You can, I believe, heal block in this fight later on when it comes to this, but you should be able to damage through it. But we might run into a problem here. Oh my goodness! Not the misses. The double miss. Okay, we might lose. I might have cursed us. All we're doing here is throwing off damage, so I'll see you guys at the end of the raid whether we win or lose. Okay, if we hit all of our attacks, I think we can just go ahead and defeat it this turn. We're just throwing off damage. The skill of this raid is pretty minimal, thankfully. The main thing is the first 3 turns. After this is honestly a much easier raid than I expected, honestly. As long as you have the correct utility moves at the correct time, you'll be good. Volcarona hit their Heat Wave. Nice job, gamer. It's going to be down here pretty low. Come on, Moltres. Heat Wave come out. I think Glaze, if my Heat Wave can just hit, I think we win. That 0.7. Can the streamer hit their attack? We hit it, boys. Cinema, we did it. Honestly, once again, a much easier raid than I expected. Very happy to see that. I think most people can definitely defeat Glaceon. Follow along this cheat sheet. As long as you get off that Safeguard turn 1, Gravity turn 1, and then the Prankster Haze on turn 3, you should be good. I feel like it should, and then just do damage, Heat Wave. You should be good. Great strategy. That's all the it's easy for us because the people who put in the effort and the time to build these strategies did that, right? That's why it's easy for us. If we had to solve this, it'd be a lot harder. Let's go ahead and Pokeball now. Really good job to my teammates. Hopefully you guys found this raid guide helpful. If you did, leave a like on it, dislike if not, subscribe, follow me on Twitch for streams like this live, all that jazz. Let's check out the catch now on our Iron Man. Glaceon Alpha achieved. Bold. Little weird wish tag to eventually get Jirachi. Pretty good stat placement. We're missing the defense, but that's okay. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a fine catch. It's male, but that's like an 87.5% chance. Not bad. Not bad, we'll say, for our first raid. On to raid number 2. The strategy for the Raichu raid is to spam dig. Are you kidding me? Mamoswine did. Garchomp did. Marowak did. What the fuck? I would have never in a million years. Did is a meta PVM move in PokeMMO this year in 2025. What the hell? Also, I never built a Marowak on an Iron Man account because I didn't think I would need it, but that's kind of hilarious that could actually be really good here. I probably can just go Crocodile, and that also worked pretty darn good, I assume, but just any ground type attackers seem to be pretty solid here. I'm actually missing out so much by not having a Marowak built for this. Marowak gets to hold Thick Club as its item, which saves you another item slot, which increases your damage pretty drastically, as well as having Lightning Rod to be able to soak up the attacks from the Raichu. Marowak is like, actually, I slept on how good of a raid Pokemon Marowak is. I will have to build one in the off season after this event is over for the Iron Man account for sure. Okay, this is the most Iron Man thing that I have to do. I swear I like soft sand farmed at some point, and I don't know. I have zero I have to get surf as well. I have 0 soft sands somehow, so I have to go frisk. I have to get the earth plate as well, but I have to go frisk thief some Stunfisks to hopefully get a soft sand really quick, so I can actually go into this raid and help my team out and do some damage. Right, here's frisk number 1. Hopefully we just get lucky. I swear I like soft sand farmed or something at some point. I don't have any ground gems either. Like, I'm just super no gems there. That's okay. Or no we just keep going. I would love to get 2 soft sands so that then I could make some ground gems as well, and then also have the soft sand as the item. I'm shocked I don't have any of these over 1300 hours in the account, and I never got a single soft sand. There we go. There's a frisk. Let's try our best to hopefully find this item. BK, I think you just jogged my memory. I think that's what it is. I think you got it. I think I did soft sand farm at some point to teach HP grounds to my Rotom Heat for the Ho-Oh fight. I think you just totally jogged my memory. I think I had a bunch of soft sands and I had to consume all of them for the hidden ability access. I think you actually nailed it. Good memory. Good call. You have better memory than me on my own Iron Man account. That's exactly what happened, I think. Good call. Of course, the soft sand is also on the final Stunfisk. There we go. That's 1 soft sand. You can only hold soft sand. I would love to get a second one. There we go. So now I have the permanent item. I would love to get one more. Wait, hello? Oh, it's on the I was like so panicked. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try to get one more so I can also make some gems out of it as well, some ground gems. Okay, also again, what are the odds of both times I frisked the soft sand is on the last? Whatever, we're complaining today. Whatever. We got our 2 soft sands. I'm gonna use that with some mysterious gems and create some ground gems, which will also give me more damage increasing items. Let's go do that really quick. These mysterious gem clusters have been coming in clutch. I didn't use them that much during the Halloween events. These have been coming in fucking insanely clutch for the Xmas raids. I need pipe gems. It's just the damage increase is so huge. So we're gonna put that on one of our mons. I now need to go relearn ancient power on my Piloswine and then feed it a rare candy to get it to evolve into Mamoswine. So we're gonna go ahead and do that really quick. It's kind of awkward. I have to use some heart scales, which I'm glad I have them. Relearn a move, yes. Piloswine. Ancient power, 1 heart scale, only 1 heart scale, thankfully. Over Ice Spear, I guess. Yes. And we're gonna go ahead and just rare candy this bad boy. We have a fair bit. This one's untradeable. We'll use the untradeable one first. Boom. There we go. There's the evolution. We'll have a Mamoswine now. For officially, we have a Mamoswine. We had it like done in EV Train. We, you know, got this mon a while back. But now it's officially ready to go. It's finally evolved, so now we can actually cook with it this Xmas Raid season. Alright, yo, what's up? My name is Petrowski. Welcome to my first ever attempt for the Raichu Raid on the Iron Man account, as well as hopefully the Raichu guide, as well as all things go hopefully well enough to make it a guide. It's gonna be a pretty simple raid, a pretty easy one. It is a 3-star raid. You can find it over at Route 10, one of the easiest locations to get to over at Route 10. There's also tons of information on this raid down in the Raid Den Discord. It's one of the best resources to go to find a lot of these guides right now. It's where I'm getting a lot of this information and finding my own strategies and the cheat sheets, which are probably the most important thing. So here is the cheat sheet for the Raichu Raid. I'm going to be P1, which is going to have my Murkrow in slot 5. We have some other people who, like Pole Sitter is going to be P2 because he has his Murkrow in slot 3, so he's gonna be hazing. I'm gonna be hazing. And then we have Iron Kurt in slot P3. He's gonna be tailwinding to lead. And then we have a backup Murkrow with P4, which will end up, we do need Vincer, if you don't mind, switch one of your Pokemon out. We do need an extra Murkrow for this fight on turn 5. We need you to set up Tailwind. Other than that, as long as everybody has a Murkrow and they're throwing up the right moves on the right turns, the fight is really easy. Other than that, it's literally just throw off Earthquake. You can even dig, as you can see, digs. Dig is technically meta, I think, but you can just Earthquake. I'm just gonna Earthquake, so I don't have to buy a million, dig TMs. But it should be pretty simple. Almost all these Pokemon are gonna be 252 attack, EVs, 252 speed. You want 20 to 25 plus attack and speed on almost all these Pokemon. You want Lonely, Naughty, or Adamant Nature, and then you want Earthquake and or Dig. Some items you can use include things like Soft Sand, the Ground Plate. You have I'm using like Expert Belt, Ground Gem, Life Orb, Choice Band for sure. If you have it, you hopefully should have it. Really just want as much damage as possible. The best Pokemon you can get. My Garchomp is Jolly Nature. It's going to do just fine. You don't need the perfect for this raid. I'm feeling this will be a pretty easy one, but maybe we'll see. If you have a Marowak's actually like incredibly good for this raid because it gets Lightning Rod, so it draws all the attacks from the Raichu, as well as you get to use Thick Club on it, so you save an extra item slot, and that really matters. It increases your damage a fair bit, being able to like not go as deep into your move pool or your item pool as some of the 20%, being able to have like cutting this for like a Thick Club, right, would be like insane. Like that would save you so much more damage. So there's some cool things you can do with that. I think that's everything. It's a pretty simple raid. Let's just go ahead and jump into it and see how it plays out. All right, here we are. We're jumping into the Raichu Raid, my first attempt on the Iron Man account. Hopefully things all go smoothly. It's a pretty simple raid. As long as we do have the 1 Murkrow lead. Beautiful. Just follow along the cheat sheet. It should be pretty simple. Tailwind on turn 1, Haze on turn 3, and then on turn 5 we have Haze and Tailwind. Other than that, you're just doing damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Earthquake and throw off as much damage as possible. It should be a pretty darn quick raid. There's not a whole lot, once again, a whole lot to explain or call out or talk about, so we're just going to go through it step by step. I do get 5.6% damage off there against the Raichu, 6% off from our Mamoswine, just trying to do as much damage as possible. The thing is decently tanky. Like it's crazy that we're not doing max damage. It is it's still tanky and a tough fight regardless. Big DPS check. Rhyperior gets off 6.2% damage. Nice job, Rhyperior. And that's so first turn we were able to do 18%. That's really, really good with a utility lead. I'm feeling pretty safe about this. That's our turn 1. All of our mons should die here, and I'll see you guys on turn 2. All right, we're heading into turn 2 now, and the Raichu didn't even have enough attack to take out my Excadrill. So now we essentially have 7 Pokemon for this fight. I get an extra attack off, getting extra free damage. It's going to make this easy raid even easier. Once again, just tons of Earthquake mons. If you all have Prankster Murkrows, all 4 of you need a Prankster Murkrow. As long as you Tailwind and Haze on the right turns, it's just a cakewalk. Hopefully some secret mechanism doesn't come catch me, but I'm guessing we're just going to Earthquake through this, and it'd be pretty darn simple. All right, it is now turn 3, so we do have our Murkrow coming into Haze, which is really important because it's +4 attack, +2 speed. That is a problem. My Excadrill is still alive for some reason, so I've gotten 3 attacks off of 1 Pokemon. That is insane. 3 damage. That's so freaking good. We got our Haze off to get rid of the speed boost on the Raichu. This raid is just going super perfectly, super smoothly. Really good job to my teammates. All right, we're now on turn 4. We're still just doing damage. My Excadrill is still not dead somehow, which is fucking insane. We went and got soft sands for this easy peasy fight. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw up Earthquake. I do really want my Excadrill to die here if possible, so that I can bring in my Murkrow next turn to either get off a Tailwind or a Haze. If we don't get it off, I guess we could. You could Haze here. We had one of our Murkrows coming a little early, but that's okay. I would just Haze here, I guess. Because Tailwind's not worn out yet. Yeah, we're gonna like misclick. We could make probably 20 million mistakes in this fight and still win. This fight looks unbelievably piss easy. I could be wrong, but that's how it's going so far. I have the raid is at 39% and I have 6 Pokemon alive. Like this might be one of the easiest raids I've ever seen in Pokemon history. It's like insane. Yes, we can just early Haze, and then next turn, yep, hopefully my Excadrill goes down. It's still alive. It tanks 2 attacks. Gonna let my teammates live. Oh yeah, sorry, let me show the boss HP, excuse me. Next turn, thanks for the heads up. Next turn, I can safely bring in my Murkrow here and go for a Tailwind, setting back up our Tailwind. This has just been absolutely easy peasy. If my Murkrow happens to live, I also have, it's good to have Haze on it, so you can like do that, like back that up if you need to. Also, like, I don't mind. Spatak boost is whatever. The thing that I'm scared of is the speed boost. The speed boost is the really scary thing in my personal. But now we can just go Tailwind, and just KO this thing in a few turns. All right, here's the next turn. There's not a whole lot to see. I'm just throwing up Tailwind. We're doing damage. This is turn 5, I believe. This is turn 5. We're on turn 5. The boss is at 25% HP or so, and I still have tons of mons in the back. Now, my Murkrow did just get killed, and it did get a speed boost. Things might get a little tricky here. We don't have an extra Haze now, but I think we're still going to be fine. So it's super low HP. Hopefully, we can just be fast enough. We'll see how it plays out. I have my Jolly Garchomp in the back. My Rhyperior might be a little bit in a pinch here, but we'll see how it plays. All right, next up, I'm just gonna go Rhyperior next. It's one of my slower mons. I'd rather bring that in now before it gets more speed boost. I might get outsped and killed here, like a Grass Knot or some shit, but if I can just try to get my damage off while I can, that's ideal. Raichu's really good. It's only at 18% HP, so it's already getting beaten down. All right, it's now turn 8 or something like that. This thing's super low HP. I'm just gonna bring in my Garchomp, go for an EQ, and this should be the final turn. So once again, this might be one of the easiest raids I've ever done in PokeMMO history. For like, it's just literally just Tailwind and Haze on the right turns and just spam Earthquakes, and it's defeated. There we go. Raichu taken care of. The second raid on the Ironman account. Hopefully you guys have a really easy time with this one. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to get back to you when possible, and good luck to you guys on your shiny chances and everything. All right, here is our Raichu catch on the Ironman account. Bold Nature is like fine. Sure, let's see how it goes. A lot of double Bold Nature so far. I'm fine with this. Not crazy IV placement. We're not wasting a 1 in attack. That's good. Maybe I'll end up using this as like maybe I'll end up needing this as a lightning type attacker in the future. Honestly, it could happen. I'm fine with that catch. On to the next raid. I said if we could get 3 raids done today, that would be fucking amazing, dude. All right, we are jumping into the Stantler Raid here. It should be pretty simple. Murkrow going Tailwind. I'm going to throw up a Defog here. That's my turn 1. We're just following the cheat sheet. It should be a really simple raid. We just throw up our Defog turn 1, Tailwind turn 1. Fighting type attacks for the next, I believe, 4 turns or so, and then turn 5 and 6 we throw up Psycho Cuts, Flare Blitz, and whatever like non-fighting type huge damage attacks we can go for. This is a little awkward. It's turn 2 to my Murkrow actually lives, so I do need my Murkrow to die here whenever possible. We did get our, I believe, our defog and our tail went off. I'm going to go for foul play here. It's the only damage I can do. My teammates are going to throw off some good fighting type damage. Hopefully they shouldn't mess up any calculations. But once again, it's a pretty simple raid, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Stantler is currently at 70% HP already, and we're just starting turn 2 here. All right, heading into turn 3 now. My Murkrow finally did go down, so I can bring in a fighting type attacker. Just go for close combat, get off some guaranteed damage. It's turn 3. I have 5 Pokemon left. This thing is down to 60% HP already. We are crushing this thing. Just lots of fighting type attacks coming out, and then saving once again that Psycho Cut and that Flare Blitz for turn 5 and 6. It should be a pretty chill and comfy raid. Okay, now Stantler is down to 30.5. So even though it's early, it's not actually turn 5, it's turn 4 or whatever, I believe. I still want to go ahead and go for Psycho Cut because the barrier is going to be active here. So I believe we do want to go for non-fighting type attacks here if we have them. If not, once again, I'm not stressed about this raid. It's going really swell so far. Super, super easy. We have Flare Blitz coming in from Darm, Psycho Cut from Delayed, and whatever damage we can get off. Stantler does go for a Roar, which is going to switch around some Pokemon. It's funny, like, this is the perfect example of a raid. You don't even need the perfect mechanics. Darmanitan got his Flare Blitz off. You can just ignore a lot of these mechanics and just do tons of damage and be fine. The barrier should be off. I think I do want to go ahead and go for a non-fighting type if I have access to it here. Getting my Hitmonlee killed would honestly be ideal. Okay, now we're on an arbitrary turn in the later part of the fight. I want to either go, I think I'm just gonna go Darmanitan here. We want to either go ahead and just go into Darmanitan and go for Flare Blitz, or Delayed and go for the Psycho Cut. We don't have Tailwind up, I believe, so I'm just going to go ahead and go Darn. I think it's a little bit faster than Delayed, if I recall correctly. Yes, it is. All right, here comes the Flare Blitz. Once again, just showing you guys what I'm doing. It's a pretty simple raid, but I do want to just show you how it all plays out. Flare Blitz, Psycho Cut. Plenty of damage here. Stantler is at 24% damage. 24% HP, excuse me. Wild Stantler goes for a helping hand. That's okay. One of them is not. Yeah, one of them, there's a protective shield, is not going to hit. Wait, whoa. What happened? I guess a few different ones. Gotcha. A few. That's unfortunate that 2 of them get dodged. But that's okay. We still got plenty of damage here. Once again, we're literally ignoring mechanics and just obliterating this thing. We're learning in live time. Thank you to my chat and the other gamers. So you can't use the same type attack 2 times in a row. I did not know that, so I messed up. That's my apologies. Sorry about that. Great guide, by the way. Check W. Okay, so you can't do. That's why you need to like switch up. Gotcha. Okay. Once again, we're still doing plenty of damage. I have my Gallade in the back. We should be fine. All right, I think one of us is not going to get our Psycho Cut off here, but that's okay. We're still doing plenty of damage. We can get 3 attacks off here. This should be GG's. Let's see. We have Psycho Cut, Flare Blitz, and CC coming out. All right, here comes the attacks and the damage. I should do like max damage or so. That did 5.9. Heracross CC doing 6.8. That might do it. Yep. Nice job, Heracross. Yeah. Really easy raid. You might want to try to weave in some extra different attacks. I should have gone Medicham here. Medicham over like Hitmonlee is a better pick because Medicham can do the Psycho Cut thing and can do like multiple attacks, versus Hitmonlee just throws off fighting type attacks. So you might want to incorporate some other like multi-typing mons like that. But hopefully this guy was a little bit helpful. Sorry, it was a little wonky and scattered. It's not the most structured guide of all time, but we're trying to get some of these informations out there for you guys. Like if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, subscribe for daily videos, follow on Twitch for streams like this to see stuff like this live, and then just thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Good luck on your raids. All right, but there is our Stantler Raid defeated. Let's go for the catch. Go for the Pokeball. Let's see how the IVs roll. We've seen 2x31s. We haven't seen a single raid 3x31 so far. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see if we can get lucky on something here. Let's see. Dude, of course, Pedro. Nice work, dude. Two times, I'll take it. You know, nothing amazing. Our raid catches have been very fine so far, and I'll take fine. Dude, the Ironman account luck has been crazy so far. We did get 3 raids done today. It took a lot longer than I expected. I think it took like 3 hours, so like 1 hour per raid. That is definitely slow as hell on my end. So I'm getting a little. We have a lot of time left in the event, but we also have a lot of raids to do. I might try to. I might try to do maybe 1 more today. I kind of doubt it. We'll see. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute stretch break and see if we want to keep doing raids. Maybe 1 more. To get, that gives a lot more progress in the future, a lot more freedom in the future, and then just grind some lost presents after that potentially. All right, fellas, we are jumping into the Clefable Raid on the Iron Man account, as well as the guide. It should be a really simple raid. Once again, a really quick one. I'm just going to be making sure I heal block on turn 2 and get off whatever fighting type attack damage I can. Look at that lead. Sub belly drum. Look at this fucking demon, bro. Look at this demon. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the fact that it's funny, like, you don't even need to set up reflect. This thing is so weak. You don't even need to haze. We're not even scared of it. You don't even need to haze this thing. You just spam CC. First, here's the cheat sheet for it. First turn is just close combat into Clefable. That's all it is. Second turn, one person needs to heal block. And then other than that, it's just CC, CC, CC till the cows come home. Now for the first turn, the substitute that it did put up took most of the damage, but that's okay. It making that substitute, it's down to 58% HP by turn 2, right? Its substitute is down now, so next turn we'll be able to actually properly get some damage onto it. The ads can heal this thing up, and that can be scary once again, but we need to go ahead and get our heal block off here as soon as possible. All right, here is the turn 2. Clefable did get healed up a little bit, but we're about to stop that from being a problem right now by going for that heal block. We thankfully do get the attack off as soon as possible. If you are that heal block mon, you do want plus speed, nature, choice scarf, and 2v2 speed EVs. That actually is a super important thing to mention. You want to be as fast as possible. Gothitel's a very slow Pokemon, so you definitely need to make up for its terrible speed in certain statistical ways. Other than that, everybody just throws out close combats, and they're all doing max damage of 7.5%. All right, here is turn 3. We're just clicking close combat. Lots of very difficult decisions to make here. Did 6.7% damage. Not quite capped, but pretty darn happy with that. Someone was saying they were able to defeat this raid with only 3 Pokemon used. Like, there's, you know, this is one of the easiest ones. There's been a lot of raids this year that have been really easy and that have been really hard. I think it's a good mix. Articuno, I think, was a really good example of like a challenging one to like overcome. All right, our Hitmon lead lived for an extra turn, so now we get 2 attacks off of that. Clefable is down to 28% or so to start this turn. We're just throwing off more damage. I'll probably just see you guys when we catch it. And all right, there's the Clefable raid defeated on the Iron Man account, dude. A super simple raid. Really glad I took the time to just go ahead and go do this when I already had the fighting type team. I want to be better about like going to the raids in the same order where they like you can use the same team versus like switching around. Like if I went to Chimecho, I would have had to switch my whole team around. But this is really easy to just go do. Another wishing tag, a jolly Clefable. Once again, weirds. My raid mons have not been that good of catches, but that's also okay. I'm not super worried about it. A decent alpha Clefable, 2x31. You can never complain about a 2x31 alpha breeder. We can always make use of that on the good old Iron Man account. All right, post-stream Iron Trousty here. Got ourselves an alpha encounter, an alpha Firo. I am obsessed with getting more flying aid group breeders. I need a ton more of those. Even though I have so many breeder boxes in my PC, I'm always short on the flying aid group right now. And this one did come out male. That's already good news. Not to complain too much, but my alpha catches on my raid Pokemon have kind of just been so far. Like, not great, not terrible, but like, you know, not amazing so far, obviously. It always feels like the problem is like, I feel like I can never complain on this account about anything because I've been so lucky on so many things, which I mean, you know what, makes sense and is fair if you ask me. But at the same time, I would love to see, what I'm trying to say is I would love to see a 3x31 flying aid group breeder here. It just kind of statistically makes sense. So we've done about 4 raids or so. We've caught multiple Amoonguses. I guess that one Amoongus was 3x31. 1 in every 6 or so. 1 in every 5 or 6 alphas that you catch should be 3x31, since the other 2 are already guaranteed. It's essentially the same math or the same odds as a 1x31 in the wild. Not quite though, since you can get into complicated like rolls of like, well, actually 2 of those slots are taken up. So I think it's a little bit rarer than 1 in 5 or 1 in 6, but I'm honestly not totally sure. That's math. It's beyond my pay grade. All right, that alpha catch gave me a little more trouble than I expected, but thankfully it didn't go indignant. We honestly just dodged that. And even if I failed this, it's pretty fast to like run back to this spot. It's just over to like the west of Celadon City, I believe, over Route 16. So really easy to get to. 31 attack and speed on a male flying aid group. It's not 3x31 like I talked about, but that's honestly amazing stat placement. Super happy with that on a male alpha breeder. Back to some casual lost present farming and just watching some TV with the wife in the afternoon. All right, lost present farming going well. I do have a cool little update. I finally got my first rotation of lost big presents. So I am excited to go turn these in over to Santa and see how many. I'm assuming it's just 5 big presents for 3 Santa, which honestly, it took so long. Oh, it is 5. Okay, I was crossing my fingers and hoping that in some weird world it would be 5 for 5. Oh, that's actually so good. 8. I now have 8 Santa presents. It took so long to get the pumpkin goodie badge last event. I'll be able to get way more of the premium currency this event on the Iron. That is, oh, game changing. It's going to mean way more Riches Charms, way more XP Charms, and lots more saved time. It's also crazy, like, this is an activity that you can grind really easily on a new Iron Man account. I was just talking about that today on stream, but you don't need a lot to do this. Like, literally, you just need one region done because all the callouts are basically in Kanto. There's some extra ones, but, like, if you just have Kanto done on a new Iron Man account and then have, like, you don't even really need a catching Pokemon because you can just not catch the things and just go for the lost presents. But if you want to, like, have a, HM Pokemon, one or two catching mons, like, you could just get so much progress so fast on a new account. So if you're ever thinking about starting an Iron Man account, obviously by the time you're watching this video, it might be a little bit too late. But if the event is still active while you're watching this video and you've ever been thinking about starting an Iron Man, right now is the best time. Get Kanto done and go farm these presents. And it's that those extra XP charms and riches charms are going to propel so much of your progress. And talk about Iron Man rewards for consistency. Here's my third alpha Amoongus, dude. I can't believe they just keep giving me these encounters. I mean, I'll take them. Also, as silly as it is, I do like checking these every so often just for like the extra chance of a Shalfa. I know it's like 1 in a million, right? I mean, technically it's, what is it? 1 in 25,500. Like with the wild shiny boost right now, checking alphas on any account, Iron Man or main account, is more important than ever. Having that wild Shalfa chance boosted is honestly one of the craziest parts of the holiday boost. It also feels like these alphas have a much easier catch rate, and I also don't think they have the like indignant ability. They don't like lower their stats or raise their stats whenever you fail a Pokeball, it seems. Here's the stats on this one: 31 attack, 31 speed, 25 plus, and 10 other stats, only missing the HP stat. Naive nature is kind of irrelevant. I will take this happily as a breeder. All right, another late night alpha on the Iron Man account. Was doing some lost presents, saw the Butterfree spawn over at Pattern Bush. Will always take myself a bug age group breeder, especially with stats like that in 31 speed attack and speed. I need all the speed IVs, man. I'm super low on those 31 speed IVs on pretty much every age group. Anyway, wait. And it's timid. I kind of blacked out for it. I didn't even notice. Oh, that's an insane catch. Are you serious? I love the idea. So competitive Butterfree. I think I'm just copium. I kind of think Butterfree is underrated in NU. It can actually kind of survive in NU. Well, the problem is the rocks. Problem is still, why does Butterfree of all Pokemon have to be 4 times weak to rocks? Like, come on, that's just insult to injury, you know? It's already trying to survive, trying to push through with its like mediocre stat line, mediocre like typing, fine-ish ability. Like Tinted Lens is kind of interesting. Quiver Dance. The main thing is Quiver Dance. The main thing that holds this Pokemon to even be considered to be viable as Quiver Dance, but it's just a worse. I think Venomoth is just better, but Venomoth is usually, not that's the Pokedex. Venomoth is usually in UU, if I recall correctly. But right now, I was gonna say the power creep in Pokemon over the past few years with new HAs being added, it wouldn't surprise me if Venomoth is in NU. So yeah, Venomoth being in NU pretty much makes Butterfree like, why would you ever even consider it? Because it's just kind of better. I could be missing something, obviously. Let's go to Venomoth is. Honestly, though, very respectable 11% usage from Venomoth and 53% win rate. That's honestly really, really respectable. And all right, you know what? It is a little bit past like 12:30 a.m. So I think now it's a perfect time to go ahead and just turn in all my lost presents over to Santa, get all the rewards that I can, and just show you guys a little bit of a progress log for the night. All right, this will be a faster than usual progress check, because I feel like you have seen it a few times, and we're not really doing a whole lot of exciting stuff in terms of the item numbers. I did mostly focus on raids today, and I will most likely be focused on raids tomorrow as well. Hopefully not doing as many raids tomorrow. It's a weird thing to say hopefully, but I like to do a little bit more lost present farming. I do just really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I kind of miss shiny hunting, I would love to get to shiny hunting towards the end of the event, but there's so many event things to do. I really miss shiny, but I don't know if I have any time for that, unfortunately, but we'll see. I still have the Starmie Scavenger hunt. There's a lot to do, but I'm really excited tomorrow to do something on stream, whether it's just lost present farming or raids. Honestly, I'm excited to play the game and stream, which is obviously a good sign. So I've been enjoying the event a ton, but I was like that I can just search up presents like this now. So you can see I have 2 lost big presents, 3 lost presents. I'm not counting these in my numbers over here, as you can see over here. I do have 8 Santa presents now, which is up 5 from yesterday. I turned in 5 of those lost big presents. We have 56 X-Men presents, so we're up a little bit from yesterday, but once again, today was not a present farming day. It was mostly a raid day. And then, yeah, our sword numbers there. Our mysterious ball count, I think, is almost the exact same. We gained 2 great balls and 2 Pokeballs. And then vanities, 0 new vanities. And then our swarm Pokemon stayed the exact. I have not caught a single swarm Pokemon today. It's just not been a priority, which is totally okay. Kind of ideal, honestly. New vanities, nothing opened today. I do plan, I think the plan is to open on day 7. Yes. No. 6? No, 7. I think I'm going to open on New Year's Eve. I think that'll be like January 30th or December 31st. As you can tell, it's like almost 1 a.m. December 31st, I feel like that'll be cute. I feel like opening things and then going and celebrating and be like, bye guys, you know, see you next year, opening a ton of stuff. Also, I'll be doing my Twitch Miss giveaway actually that day. So you know what? I think it's the perfect time to open. Will be on day 7. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to keep stocking up our presents until then, and then hopefully do an opening, hopefully get some 2026 luck, man. 2025 was kind of fucked up. I'm going to be real, man. I feel like a lot of people, it was a weird year. Vibes were just bad, okay? 2025 did not pass the vibe check, but I have high hopes and good feelings for 2026. Okay, I'm an optimistic guy. That's how you know things were really fucked up, when I'm an optimistic guy and I'm over here like 2025 was rough, guys, huh? Like it was rough for us fellas. Anyways, so I did get, on the bright side, 5 new alphas caught, and that was the 4 raid Pokemon that consisted of the Glaceon, Raichu, Stantler, and Clefable, as well as I did get another Amoongus. I also did, I almost want to track total alphas caught per episode, like a new statistic to track, because dude, I caught, like, if you count I got like 7 alphas today, maybe 8. I caught a ton, like, I just catch a ton of alphas. Like it's one of those things, like one of those progress markers on the Ironman account that, like, I just expect. It's like Jimmy runs, right? Like Jimmy runs, I do track on my Typhlosion how many I've done, but I don't even give myself a pat on the back. I feel like it's one of those very human things where something becomes a state of normal progress, and that state of progress may not be normal in a ton of other people's lives, but it's normal in our lives. So we normalize that as, like, it almost becomes not progress. It becomes like just a thing you do, right? How many people wake up and go to the gym, or like I know people who like wake up and run a 5K or run like a few miles or whatever, and for them that's not even progress. That's just like sustaining, which is obviously, sustaining is like is progress in that way, in my opinion. It's very, very impressive, you know, but you should give yourself a pat on the back for that. How many people like do these things? Like, for example, I guess for me, like, I stream a lot, I make a ton of videos, and for me, I just view that as it's my job. It's like the sustainable thing, right? But really, at the end of the day, no, man, like, you should be kind of proud. It's progress. You should be proud of that. I feel like we're too, I don't know, it's one of those human rambles, those late night PokeMMO rambles. It's very, like, a game that gives you a lot of time to think. We're too hard on ourselves. We don't pat ourselves on the back enough. At least a lot of us. Not everybody, but, you know, just like, I think the similar generations carry similar problems, which is interesting. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go hit the hay. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more grinding. Hopefully some more raids. Hopefully some chill, comfy ones. Maybe I'll take on one more complicated one. Once again, goal tomorrow. I think goal tomorrow 2 is gonna be the goal. I think 2 raids I'd be super happy with. I think less raids than today. 4 was really. I'm really proud I did 4. I don't think I want to do more than 3 tomorrow. We're getting to the more difficult raids, most likely. So I think 4, trying to even let myself do 4 tomorrow might just be overkill. It might be too much. But we'll see what tomorrow Petrowski thinks. All right, it is another beautiful day on the Ironman account today. We are starting at 16 hours played. I have 4 out of 12 raids done, and I'm hoping to get at least 2, potentially 3 raids done today. I think the goal is going to be Chimecho, Sawsbuck, Beartic. I'm hoping that Sawsbuck and Beartic are similar teams. I think Chimecho is going to be dark type attackers, but I'm assuming that Sawsbuck and Beartic are hopefully both sun. If they're not, that's okay. We'll get it figured out. But let's go ahead and get our team set up, start looking into the strategies, and see how difficult these fights truly are. Okay, this raid is looking pretty specific. Thankfully, I do have all of the Pokemon. I think I'm going to aim to be P1/P2. Now, we need Pin Missile Cloyster. Like, I have a Cloyster. I don't have Pin Missile. I also need Bug Gems. Like, there's a lot of really weird stuff. I'm going to try to, I guess, do I really need a Bug Gem? Will I do enough damage? Should I really use, like, as an Ironman account? Can I? It's tough. I think I am going to go ahead and do that, I guess. I have the clusters. I should have plenty. I'm gonna make some bug gems. Having these mysterious gem clusters ahead of this event was fucking huge. And then we have, dude, what's the other dark gem? I think I have a ton. I have a ton of dark gems, thankfully. And then, so I need to teach my Bisharp Sucker Punch. I'm thankful I have this. I need to reteach my Tyranitar Assurance. I got rid of that recently to be able to surf to the Articuno Raid. We have the Assault Gear, thankfully. We're looking pretty good. I think Pin Missile here. Our Snarler is Hydreigon. Other than that, we just need to find a team. We're looking pretty good. We're pretty set up for this. All this preparation, all this hundreds of hours of preparation is really coming. I'm really thankful I have all these very specific mons for this raid. But thankfully, I also just have a lot of these TMs luckily lying around. Like, ran a random TMs from the storyline. So I do have a Pin Missile TM, thankfully. I can just teach that over Surf and always relearn Surf later on in the future if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and put the Bug Gem. What a weird, you know, Bug Gem on Cloyster. Apparently it does max damage with this set, which is just so funny. And then we used a TM to teach Snarl onto Hydreigon. We used a TM. We used a lot of TMs just casually. Use a TM to put Assurance back on Tyranitar. I think all that we need now is we're still looking for, does it have Assurance? Yes. We're still looking for Sucker Punch on Bisharp, which is not a TM, I assume. I'm assuming this is a hard scale. Let's go double check though. How is this? Let's sort by type. How is this learned? Tutor. Okay. That's a little more unfortunate. That's going to require like specific items. Let's just hope for the best that we have. Please tell me I don't have to go like green shard farm or some shit to learn this. If that's the case, I might need to grab like a different Sucker Punch Mon, because it shouldn't. Hopefully I have one. We'll see. I have Shiftry, but then Honchkrow, but I'm using a Murkrow. Let me a little. Let's go talk to this guy. This is the tutor. If you don't know, what move should be tutored? This. So I have to go to the right region. I think it's Gen 4 for Sucker Punch, I believe. We'll go check it out. Yeah, Sucker Punch is over in Unova, and thankfully I actually happen to have the items needed for this. All that amulet coin farming and getting those extra quick claws really paid off. It's the blue shards. The shards are the real like limited resource. I thankfully have 7 of these somehow randomly. I'll definitely need to shard farm / hard skill farm more in the future. I didn't really plan for that ahead of raids, but I need to be able to like, oh yeah, I need to be able to be like, oh yeah, I specifically need this move right now to do this raid, or I can't do it. Imagine if I would have had to go farm blue shards. You get like 3 blue shards an hour. It would have been like a 20-minute time waste on average. That would have been miserable. But there's our Sucker Punch. I think now we're fully set up. Now that we do have access to that, I think we're fully ready to go ahead and do the rest. Let's go find a team and get prepped. Okay, I am running into issues. I wonder if other people are finding this. Like, and I have streamer privilege, so you know if it's rough for me, it's rough for other people. I'm having a hard time finding a team for the raids. And I think it's because I think there is a legit, like, I think most people who do raids do them like on the day they release. They do them like on the day or the next day. So if you get behind on raids, it does become a lot more difficult to find a team, which is part of that, which has been tough. You know, as an Iron Man, I'm trying to find a team for Chimecho. And I have streamer privilege of being like, hey, whoever wants to do it, come with me. And that's tough. So I can only imagine how hard it is for like the average player to find a coordinated team right now. Once again, I feel like this event has been a lot quieter than other events, which makes a lot of sense, but it has real in-game implications on how things play out. All right, we are heading into the Chimecho Raid. It should go pretty smoothly. I'm pretty excited. This should be a pretty simple one. The hardest part about this raid was honestly just finding the teammates in a lot of ways. We're gonna go ahead and get off some big damage here. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Pin Missile. Once we get that Bug Gem up. Pin Missile on Chimecho. Get some big damage off. And then turn 2, we'll be looking for that Snarl. I hope this T-Tar can go down is my only concern here to actually get the... I don't know if we all 4 need Snarl for sure. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll see if we can do this raid with a few mistakes. Is also a good thing to limit test. Here's our huge Pin Missiles all coming out. Let's check the damage roll on these. 7.5, 7.4. Yeah, all 3 of those just did 7.5% damage. That is max damage. Then we see a Fling from T-Tar doing 2.2. All right, next up, turn 2. We're all going to bring in our Hydreigons and go for a Snarl. We had one of our Mons live, but that's okay. We're going to see if we can just play through that and honestly just test the limit test and see what's going on. All right, here comes the Snarl. We're going to go ahead and go for this. We have a shiny Hydreigon Flexor in the group. Beautiful Pokemon, dude. Beautiful Pokemon. Or the Snarl comes out. It's a widespread attack. It doesn't do much damage. We're using it to lower the Spatak of the Chimecho. This is going to like super hurt its damage. You don't need all 4 to go off, I guess, at the same time. So it's kind of beautiful. It's not like a specific mechanic, but it's just kind of like helping set up the raid for the future. -3 Spatak here. Assurance doing good. 2.8% decent damage. So now we should be able to just come in, do damage whenever possible. We can live and get extra Snarls off as well. Get it to like -6. That would be pretty sick. Okay, I don't know. Now the question is, I don't know if it's worth to Snarl again here or just go for a Dark Pulse. I actually don't know what's better. All of our Hydreigons did live. I think we just Snarl. We all Snarl one more time. Maybe I do just go for Dark Pulse. Because, okay, we're gonna get -5 Spatak. We have a Snarler in the back. I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse here and just go for damage then. I think it's ideal. Because we're scared about the plus defenses, the boosts. That's gonna start to become a problem. My Dark Pulse only did 1.6%. That is kind of pathetically sad. Damn. What's my item on this? Oh, it's Wide Lens for the Snarl. That hurts the damage a lot. Okay, it is turn 4. We're kind of stuck in on our dragons. I'm just getting off damage wherever I can. I wonder if it's ever worth it to switch mons. I don't know if we're ever scared of like anything weird happening. This has been a really, really weird raid. This has played out extremely strangely. Nothing's dying. We're not really doing anything. We're just throwing off the damage from our mons. This fight is not what I thought it would be. It is incredibly strange. I'm just throwing off snarls. Everybody's still alive. We're all like living very, very well and very, very easily. Did my high dragon finally die? Like, it's just a very long fight. This is a very, very long fight, and we're all just like throwing off damage. It's just very, very strange. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest. This event has been really strange, man. A lot of what we're doing is like learning stuff on the fly. Like this. So apparently it heals at 50% HP, which was not like really mentioned in the guide, as well as it's just weird. This is a weird fight. A lot of the information right now is like by word of mouth, but people who have done the raid, but we're not like, there's not a lot of good guides out there right now for this event, and it's tough. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go for I'm gonna go for Screech early here to lower. It's like adjust a lot and communicate. So I'm gonna go for Screech early here to lower this thing's defenses. If we can try to get a heal block off, it'd be amazing. We're gonna see if this Bronzong, that'd be phenomenal. Shout out to our Bronzong player who actually brought it. So you might also want a heal block for this fight at 50% HP, which I did not know. This is a really, really strange fight. If we beat this is less of a guide and more of just a fight. So my apologies. I will not be putting guide in the title if we do beat this. My apologies. It's more so just learning it in live time, you know? So we Screech it, lower its defense. We have a bunch of physical attackers, so hopefully that helps. Do we get the heal block off? What happened? Let me see. The heal block was huge. Really good job on our Bronzong player by deciding to come in, get the heal block off, and now we can trick room later on in the fight or whatever. That was a really good call from our player. Do I just keep Screeching, I think. Lower its defenses, let our physical attackers get off some good damage, and just hope for the best. Like, so we have, yeah, Dark Pulse. I think it's still alive, which is crazy. It's been alive for like fucking feels like forever. T-Tar's Shorancing is good. This is a weird raid. It feels like there's no real, like, let me get this off screen. There's like, it's just weird. We're kind of just winging every turn. Every turn we're just like doing some damage, lowering its defenses, I guess, like throwing off a few things. It's not a hard raid. It's just really indeterminate is the best way to describe it, I think. Okay, let it be known, I can't even blame the guide. I'm just bad at the game. It says on the notes 50% HP at wishes and at 33% trick room. That's a caught emoji if I've ever seen one. That's fucking, I fucked this raid so hard. This is not a raid guide. This is just me defeating the Chimecho Raid. Let it be very, very known. That is so funny. Okay, so every raid is like winging it. So I'm gonna go in Bisharp here so that I can Sucker Punch, and that's gonna allow the T-Tar to be able to Assurance and still go after for sure and get off damage that way. So we're gonna go for the Sucker. I guess we could, we're Dart or Choice Band. We could also go for Assurance ourselves if the Haunter is faster than us, which I think it is. I might just go for Assurance here then. I don't know if that's true. We'll be band locked in, but I think it's such an increase of damage. It's 120. Or are we already doing max damage cap is the question. I'm gonna Assurance. I think it's worth it. We have like Haunter. This raid is so strange. We have like Haunter shadow balling. Like if we can beat this raid, you can beat this raid. I believe in you. We did 1.7 off the shadow ball, 5.6 off the Bisharp Assurance, 4.5 off the T-Tar Assurance. Haunter goes, that's totally, got a damage off. Like, this is a very strange raid. Very, very, very strange raid. I believe our Bronzong reversed the Trick Room last. That was really important. So reversing the Trick Room, the biggest pieces of information to keep in mind is that it Trick Room's at 33% HP. It wishes at 50%. So having a heal block for that and then a Trick Room for that. But this is, once again, just a weird, wonky raid. My teammates did a really good job on this one. All right, and this should be the final turn, I think. We'll be pretty close to it. I'm going to throw off an Assurance. There's another Assurance. We have a Shuckle coming in who will, like, never die and just do more chip damage. Just a very, very long, weird, tanky raid. That just one-shot Shuckle, though. Holy crap. Very peculiar raid, but technically we did beat it, I guess. That's going to be the final damage here in a quick sec. 1.8. The damage is very lowered because of the defense and attacks being switched. Yeah, It's a strange 0.1. My T-Tar ended up doing the final 0.1. It's so dumb. Very strange raid. Very peculiar raid. Not a raid guide. Just a weird raid. Not hard, but not like... That was one of the weirdest raids we've done so far. There was a ton of mechanics, but almost none of them mattered. I don't know. That was a weird raid. I don't know how to decipher that one. Anyways, we did get our catch though on the Iron Man account. All right, and here is our Chimecho Raid Pokemon on the Iron Man account. Once again, the weirdest raid so far. Really good stat placement as well. Really good breeder. Is this Chaos Aid group? Yeah, Chaos. This will be a really good breeder. 31's Patat, 31's Padef is really good IV placements for that aid group. All right, here is our Sawsbuck encounter. Let's get this off screen so you guys can see. The Alpha Raid begins. We see Empoleon and Abomasnow on the leads. I don't think it matters much. Now, one important note, you do not, it is really important, you do not want to set up Sun against this Pokemon because it actually has chlorophyll. I wouldn't have known that, which is insane. It actually has chlorophyll, so it's damage, or it's sorry, speed. The raids are getting to my head. The speed will be doubled under Sun. So you actually don't want to lead Ninetales into this fight for the Incinerate. You don't want to raise its speed. That's going to create massive problems. You want to just go ahead and have fast fire type attackers and just pump as much damage into it as possible. We'll take a free little burn if it sits around for like a few seconds. 7.1% damage, so 7.5% is the max cap. 7.1% from our Magmortar. 7.5 from the other Magmortar. 7.1 from the other one. Huge damage here. And the Incinerate... Let's see. Did the Incinerate get off? Oh no, I didn't see the... That might be a wipe. We might... That's... We'll just jump back into it. We might have not gotten our Incinerate off and burned the berry. But that's okay. We can figure that. We can just put a Starf on or something like that and figure that out. It should be a pretty simple fix if that happened. That's totally okay. That's honestly, we just FF. Perfect example of we had a small mistake. Raids are all about coordinating and fixing those little mistakes every time. We just FF. We put a Choice Scarf on our Moltres or change up our Incinerate leader, and that's it. It's really simple. The rest of the raid should be easy peasy. Make sure to just be patient with your teammates. When it comes to raids during events, man, everybody is trying to, like, in live time, learn 12 plus raids in the matter of 2 weeks. By the way, during the holidays, during Kwanzaa, during Hanukkah, during Christmas, during the New Year's, like, people have enough on their mind, right? There's a lot. Just be patient, be kind, be nice. It's not a big deal. Raids are all about just making those small little mistakes and adjusting. Okay, we are back in the raid. It is turn 2 this time. I believe we got the Incinerate off this time, and now we're just back to doing max damage. 7.5% from our Typhlosion, 7.5% from our Charizard. My Magmortar actually lived, so if I could get some extra damage off with that before that Pokemon goes down, that would be fantastic. Or it could just die. Rest in peace. See you later, mate. Here's a good example of also we have to adapt. You can't just follow the guide on a lot of these raids. We actually have to adapt. If the Sawsbuck gets +2 speed like this, you need to go ahead and bring in your Pokemon now, your Hazemon. So this is why everybody needs a Hazemon. And you need to check at the end of like each turn, like if it agilities, if it Omni boosts, which I believe it agilities at 70%. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess the question is, should we Haze or Tailwind? I'm gonna go for Haze because we should be faster after, and then we'll also get the minus the attack drop, right? So yeah, the cheat sheet is just like a good like metric to go, and then you need to like adjust. So I'm gonna go ahead and Haze here. I'm gonna Haze to get rid of the attack damage as well. I feel like that's better over Tailwind, but I could be wrong. And we're gonna keep getting off our damage. So just make sure you all should have a Murkrow. Make sure to take your time before you just switch in your next mon so fast. Like, think about it. Like, we're also just doing so much damage. My team is doing great. Shout out to my teammates, bro. We're doing so much damage so fast to this Pokemon that we're just like also proccing things a bit faster. So there's the SD that's at 50%. Also, I can re-Haze, or I might just Tailwind if I live here, but no, there goes down my Murkrow. It's totally fine. We don't need to Tailwind or Haze here. The +2 attack is fine. He can kill us. That's whatever. We want to wait until 20% HP, and then he'll Omni Boost, and then we will bring a second Hazer in. So we'll go for all damage on this next turn, and then after that, we'll do another Haze. All right, in comes more damage. We're going to go ahead and throw off a ton more damage here, and then next turn, once he's below 20% HP, we'll trigger him this turn. He's going to Omni Boost. We'll want to go ahead and Haze again after this. Yeah, it's a 20% HP. So he might Omni Boost in the middle of this, but you can't bring in Haze early. We're going to go for my Flare Blitz on my Darmanitan. That is going to do 7.5. Everything's doing max damage on the bright side, like 7.5, 7.5, schwap, 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 7.5. Like, we're all just doing insane damage. There's the Enrage. This will Omni boost him, and he might take out 2 of our mons here if he's faster before they can get off damage. If that happens, it's okay. Honestly, please target the mons that have already attacked. Oh my goodness, yes, please. Yes, please use your limited attacks. You have, so one of these will still get damage off. That's so good. Please target the Darmanitans. Also, recoil damage. Yes, please. I don't think so. Chandelure will still get its damage off, I believe. And now we need to communicate, be slow and careful and specific. One of us needs to communicate who wants to bring in the Murkrow, and then everybody else throw damage. My Murkrow's down, so I just throw damage, but one of our 3 other teammates need to communicate. Probably Jaspin, it seems. Alpha. So Alpha Darkrai volunteered. Alpha Darkrai is going to bring in the Murkrow. Let Alpha Darkrai do it. Nobody else do it. There we go. Easy communication. Beautiful. Good job. I'm going to go Volcarona, I guess, here. Why not? And just go for more damage. This should probably be the final turn as well. All right, there is our Sawsbuck Raid defeated on the Iron Man account. Let's go catch it, man. That is that's the halfway point. That's the halfway point. That is 6 out of 12 raids done. If Beartic also uses the Sun team, I'd love to go do Beartic really quick. We'll have to see how that works. Let's check our Sawsbuck buck catch. I have not got a single 3x31 from raids. I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. Not that to complain about being unlucky on this. Like, this account's so lucky, but I've not seen a 3x31 yet. But I'll take the 2x31, man. Not too shabby. It's still a cool, unique event alpha. Dude, I haven't really mentioned this much. Having Fly Ocarina, by the way, has been a lifesaver for getting around for raids. Oh, on the Iron Man account. I'm so glad I won that catch event or that. Oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. Otherwise this would be like so much harder, dude. All right, here we go. Jumping into the Beartic Raid. Here is the cheat sheet. I'm going to be going for Prankster Tailwind on turn 1. I'm kind of P1, but we're also switching up that responsibility. I don't like making one person have both the utility mons. It's a bit more difficult to coordinate that, so I'm going to be tailwinding, and then someone else is going to be screeching on that turn 4. So we have I think Iron Grinch has a just Scarf Galvantula, which will just be throwing off a screech. That's its job on that turn 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for tailwind. Other than that, we're just going for a lot of fire damage. I didn't put items on my Pokemon. You should all report me for trolling right now. What the fuck? I'm speechless after that. I can't believe that. Anyways, we're going to try to beat this raid through an insane mistake, like not putting items on our Pokemon. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, we're going to play it out, I think. So yeah, we can still beat it even through, to show you guys how easy certain of these, if you use the right strategy. So now I just want to head and go into damage. Typhlosion, Eruption, Expert Belt. I'm going to go into that and go for it. I could arguably Flamethrower here. Eruption is questionable. I might just Flamethrower here. Eruption is questionable in raids because you're not getting as much like focus damage on the mon, but I wonder if it's just so powerful that it's fine. I'm gonna go for the Eruption. I'm gonna kind of troll. I think getting rid of the Frostlass also could be relevant. We do 5.7% damage to the Beartic. I'm still very happy with that. I wonder if Flamethrower would have done more. When you do an AoE move, it splits the damage up. The Frostlass dodged it anyway because of Snow Cloak. That's a 10 or 20% chance. That's hilarious. We're on turn 2. We're just doing fire damage. Chandelure's Flamethrower doing 6.5%. Beautiful job for my teammates. Trolling job for me. Overheat doing 6.3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Looking good here. I'll see you guys. I think nothing should really change. Turn 3 should be more of the same, more damage. We'll check the boss's HP, and then I'll see you guys at turn 4 when we switch things up and go for a Screech. The boss is already at 56.2% HP at the end of turn 2. That's crazy. Also, before I get too ahead of myself, there actually is an important mechanic I've almost forgotten in this raid. You do want to lead your special attacking Pokemon first. It's super fucking important. You want to lead your special attacking mons first, and he's gonna throw up a protective shield, and you switch to physical in the second half. Okay, people are acting like these raids are super easy, but there are some mechanics to factor in, even if you forget your items like me. Okay, so you do want, like, I have like my Typhlosion, my Volcarona. And then, so all special attackers first, and then you lead with your final physical mons in the back once it throws out the protective shield at 25% or so HP. But we should be, hopefully we should be good. We'll see how this works. Did I miss my... Okay, not only did I forget items, this is a fucking tragedy. I forgot items. I also missed my 90% overheat instead of clicking Flamethrower. I thought that I would just hit. I thought that I simply, this is my worst raid performance of the year so far. What the fuck is happening? I'm just gonna go ahead and go damage and try to. If I will literally be so shocked if we can still win this. I deserve that tomato to the face. Thank you. It's so fitting. Thank you so much. We might just be FFing here. I literally threw so much. I think we just still go special if possible. Special if you have them. It throws up shield at 25%, but I fuck this. Yeah, so we don't have to worry. We don't even go to, yeah. It throws up the protective shield at 25% HP. On the right side, you can see it over there. It's going to roar here at 35% as well. This is just a really, really, really weird. I've screwed the pooch on this, and we still might be able to beat it. We'll see how it plays. All right, here comes the Flare Blitz and the Screech. The Screech goes off first. That's Giga Chad. Huge, huge, huge. Going to help us get off a little bit more physical damage where possible. Once again, I made so many. We might still win this, which is just disgusting. There's the roar. A little unfortunate, but it should be fine. Please kill my no item Mienshao. Oh my god, please roar into my no item Mienshao and then waste that kill. Oh my god, please, that would be amazing. Giga Chad, honestly, this fight is so strange. Here's the roar. The earthquake is gonna kill all of us. That's okay. I guess Murkrow still lives. We just bring in our damage. We just keep bringing in damage where we can. Anything other utility mons. We need a Tailwind here. Oh, if this raid got fucked. That's not fair. Our Tailwind Murkrow just got roared into. And I think we lose now. I think that actually... This raid was fucking scuffed. I'm going to keep clicking buttons and see if we can beat this. I think he outspeeds us now because of like Slush Rush or whatever. But if we can, yeah, we can just FF. This is the perfect raid guide for everything not to do within the Beartic Raid within PokeMMO. We made the overheat miss, the roar. Sometimes you might just get unlucky and have to redo. If you get roared and then CC'd into your Tailwind backup Murkrow, that's just bad luck. It's going to happen sometimes. That's just a reset. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we tried our best. We made every mistake in the book, and we only just barely managed to lose. We actually almost had a chance here, which is kind of disgusting. All right, I will see you guys when we're back at the Screech turn in the Beartic Raid. I feel like that's where we left off, and we'll go ahead and see how it plays out from there on our second attempt. But our strategy was good. We just made silly willy mistakes, and it shows that you guys can too. That's okay. All right, we are back to turn 4. We're gonna go ahead. I think we should be screeching here, but it doesn't matter. This raid is the perfect example of nothing truly matters. Just do damage. Just throw off some damage. Who cares? Just do damage, KW. There's the protective shield. That is the one thing. That's the one thing in this fight that actually does matter. So that's gonna weaken all of our special attacks now. We do need to break through that with physical attacks. There is the Flare Blitz. Power attacks to boost through. So I think we need to... No, we need to Screech. No, my team's got it. I think we need to Screech now, right? We need to Screech now? I think we Screech after this turn is the meme. We should be good. It's a little bit of an awkward fight, once again, but... If it works, it works, okay? We're going to have our Screecher come in here in a quick sec. After this turn, it'll help get our damage back on track. All right, in comes the Screech Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and go for whatever damage we possibly can here. I'm going to go ahead and go for the... flamethrowers. I don't risk the 90% miss on the what's it called. There's our backup Tailwind coming out as well. There's the Screech, and then our Metachamp can come in and hopefully do enough damage. Our damage is being super... I think this should break the barrier, the Screech attacks, if I recall correctly, but it's looking a little scary, looking a little tough. I don't know if we did something wrong again. I'm not sure. I'm just playing it by ear, dude. These raids are so weird. Murder Crow. All right, I'm just gonna keep clicking damage. People in chat are saying this raid is 1. This has been like such an embarrassing... I've never felt more confused about raids. Still has 4 charges. Don't we lose? Break the barrier? Yeah, we need physical attackers in. Yeah, that's what I thought. To break the barrier. I think we lose. I've never been more confused by raids than this year. I think we don't know. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people are having the same experience. I don't know what. Okay, I'm honored to hear. I'm dumb and slow, but it's cool to hear. Someone said in chat, I don't know what it is about this year's Xmas events that are boggling the minds of all the veteran players. Dude, I don't know. I don't know either. Maybe I'm glad it's like not just. Maybe it is just me. I don't know. I am two head, but like. it's been really hard. These are just fights. These are not guides. These are just fights at this point. Okay, we're just trying to bring in as many physical attackers as possible to break this barrier. I do not feel... Wait, I don't understand. Oh, the physical attacks just do full damage. You don't have to... I'm confused. I'm officially stupid, bro. I actually have no idea. Are you solo queuing? No, but it feels like it. This is a coordinated team. These raids aren't hard. We keep winning, but I don't understand the mechanics. And like usually after like in previous years, I'm either getting dumber. It's half and half. I'm getting dumber, and the raids are getting peculiar. I don't know. It's like the lack of sleep from the event grinding. I don't know, bro. I'm stupid. We got the raid done. There's no shot this video was helpful to you, but if it was, leave a smiley face in the comments. All right, after that very coordinated, very easy, very chill Beartic fight, we do have the catch on our Iron Man account. I'm not losing my mind. We're gonna go ahead and catch this Pokemon. There's the Pokeball. Let's see how it comes out. Give me my first 3x31 raid. Give me a Shalfa, actually. Fuck it. Just give it, even though we like totally butchered that fight. I'll take 2x31 in attack and defense. I will take it, man. Pretty good placements and a female gender. I'll take that as a breeder. I am done for raids for the day. I need a break. I've not been enjoying raids. Maybe it's because I've done them once again like so many times. I've not been enjoying raids this year. I really have not, to be honest with you. It was just me. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. I want to go Lost Present Farm and Shiny Hunt. Yeah, I need to reset the mind, like do things I wanted, like Shiny Hunting. Yeah. Shout out to the people. You guys helped me a ton. My teammates were amazing. Jaspin, I actually can't agree with you more. After doing, dude, I have not been enjoying raids this year, unfortunately. I think a lot of people are explaining that. Jaspin said there's other content this low-key feels like a chore. Yes. And that's sad. Raids shouldn't feel like that, but they kind of do. Someone said I've been enjoying. I don't want to like say like a lot of people are also enjoying raids. So I don't want to like, you know, each their own. I have positives and negatives. Every single event that I play, I have positives and negatives. I always disagree with people, you know, blah, 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 blah. I've not really been enjoying raids I actually enjoyed the Halloween event raids a fair bit. I don't enjoy these ones. These feel like a chore to me personally. For whatever reason, I don't even have a way to articulate that. I really enjoy the Lost Present. The Lost Presents I really, really like. They're like every 10 minutes you take like 1 to 2 minutes to check them, and you can go do the activity that you want, like shiny hunting with the boost, or which I'm gonna go do here in a quick sec, or swarm farming. Like I really like the swarm and Lost Present rotation, but some people don't like that, so it's just everybody's different. Yes, that was the last for today. Thank you to all my raid teammates. That you guys were fucking amazing. I'm gonna kick myself in the link, Giga Chad. You can do that? Why did that work? Anyways, all right, I'm gonna go shiny hunts and do the things that I want to do during the event. And good luck to everybody. Yeah, but I wanted to express my opinions. I've not been a huge fan of the raids this year. That's, you know, or at least this event specifically. I just knew that this big present was going to be an alpha Amoongus. I don't know how I knew, but I just knew. It's like our 4th alpha Amoongus. I love more of these, the better, dude. Shalfa checks and good breeders on the Iron Man account. I will take every one of these. Yes, please. All right, I'm starting to think my Iron Man RNG is evening out. I'm currently on a 47 turn alpha catch. I've missed out on a few lost presents because this encounter has been so freaking long. Come on, Amoongus, please get in the timer ball. And to turn 48 we go. I think it ran out of Venoshock PP, and that's why it went for Ingrained there for a second time. All right, there it is, 50 turns on the dot. Let's see if it was worth it. I mean, honestly, it was probably worth it no matter what. Sassy nature. I'll take a 31 speed, honestly. Was it worth it? You know, one of those fun things. I thought I had fun along the way. So, you know, we still got another, like a 4th or 5th alpha Amoongus on the account during the event. Alrighty, 2 a.m. Iron Trowski here, and we're finally logging our final progress for the day before the big day tomorrow when we open up all of our Xmas presents and Santa presents we've gotten so far. It's currently the 31st. It is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. By the time you've seen this or seen this video, it's probably already the new year of 2026, and hopefully it's going well so far. 2025 was a bit cursed, but I am hopeful for 2026. Let's go ahead and jump over to and just show you guys in live time the actual numbers. You can see yesterday we had 56 Xmas presents. Today we have 83. It is taking a lot longer. I feel like, once again, I opened 750 goodie bags for Halloween. That was a ridiculous number. That was due to a lot of grinding, number one, and then number two, I think the event was a lot more grindable. The event was a lot easier to grind itself, so I feel like this is a lot more time gated. The fact you can only get 2 lost presents every 10 minutes, and the fact that a lot of times those lost presents just have mysterious balls or just have a fungus encounter. I have caught so many funguses Here are some of them for reference, and I think all of them are 1x31 guaranteed, so we have a ton of plant aid group breeders from this event, which was just something I totally didn't expect. So all of these, I have a ton of different hidden ability funguses. I have a few delibirds in here, as you can see. I have my swarm Pokemon, which that number has gone down. I did turn in a few of those off camera today just to help deplete my PC space a little bit because it's just getting so bad. I actually really need to set up some breeds, I think, soon, and then I'll probably reach a point where I do start consuming. We're still a ways out from the end of the event, but just for ease of access, I might start just consuming 5 Pokemon for 1 mysterious ball. I know it is much less effective or whatever, but just the ease of access and the quickness and that time to just not have to worry about, like, maybe like it might enable me to go to more quick ball swarms and catch more Pokemon and thus get more mysterious balls in the long run. If I just go ahead and bite that bullet, it will cost me more Pokeyen, but Pokeyen is just less of a valuable resource right now than just pure time. I've also caught more Amoonguses and more Electrodes. If we just sort, actually, how many? I've literally caught five Alpha Amoonguses from this event, and then I think 2 Electrodes, 3 Electrodes, excuse me, 3 Electrodes, 5 Amoonguses, 3 Electrodes. Wow, holy cow. That's the fact that those are like repeat spawns is just kind of blowing my mind, but I will happily take them on the Iron. I'm just kind of blown away at how busted events are for Iron Men. I mean, I kind of expect that. I expect them to be strong, don't get me wrong, but I'm still just kind of blown away. Like the breeder thing is just silly willy with the funguses and all the Amoonguses and all the alphas. Wow, look at all these are like all event alphas, not everything like the Skuntank. Like some of these are just alpha spawns, the Butterfree and the Fearow, but a lot of these are event specific alphas. And I'm still jam-packed full of my event-specific alphas over here in this box. So I'm gonna have to start asking myself, like, which ones do I actually want to I think I do want to keep all of them. Maybe in later years, I don't keep like one from each year, but I think keeping the initial year's spawn, right? I feel like that's a cool thing. It's worth the PC space, but we're gonna have to really clean up some of these breeders in the off season here, as well as take a lot of serious time to prepare for Shiny Wars. I think that'll be the next big goal on the Ironman account, and that will be really when like the Ironman Progress series comes to a not a full halt or a full, like, you know, not stopping forever, but like a long pause, where there's going to be so much progress that's just, hey guys, you know, once Lunar New Year event's over, it's going to be me saying, hey guys, I'm going to go farm fossils for 8 months until Shiny Wars. See you then, you know. And it's going to be a lot of grinding, a lot of on-stream stuff, a lot of preparing in every way I possibly can. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just focus on the end of day 6. I did end with, once again, 83 Xmas presents, 13 Santa presents. We have a few extra lost big over here as well. We have mysterious balls over here. I've got 28 Poke, 29 Greats, and then 15 Ultras. Not as many as I'd expected at this point, but I've really pulled back on Swarms to focus on lost presents and also just play a few other games on the side, honestly. Swarm Pokemon down, 0 new vanities, nothing opened yet. 7 out of 12, I didn't talk about that. 7 out of 12 raids done. I did do 3 more raids today, so I did 4 raids yesterday, 3 raids today. I kind of like, it's funny, this series is why I do stuff like this. This feeling is like why I do this. I think most of us, so many of this generation has a problem of like doing so many things. We all work so hard. A lot of us could clean our house, go to work, get groceries, you know, come home, cook dinner, spend a few hours playing video games, and then still go to bed and be like, I did nothing today. Still going to bed feeling like dissatisfied. And it's so important to this series promotes this physical reflection of, hey, I did a fair bit today, man. Like, you know, like things that you're doing better than you realize. We're working hard. We're making progress in this series. Hopefully, let it be an example to you guys to just do this for yourself. And I bet you're kicking ass in life, man. A lot more than you expect. So I'm pretty proud of that. I'm happy with the 3 raids on top of everything else today, as well as, once again, the 5 new alphas. If you count the 5 new alphas are just the 3 raids and then like another Electrode, another Amoongus, but that's kind of loose. I'm just kind of tracking that for the sake of it. But that is enough 2 a.m. yapping. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon for the big Xmas present opening. All right, good yaps, good rambles, fellas, but it's time to grind on the Iron Man account. I'm mostly going to be farming lost presents today for a little bit. I might even just go ahead and open my presents very soon, probably before I do like the full grinding today. We'll see how many we have. I could actually turn these 8 in and get myself up to 86. I like the idea of getting up to 100 presents. But I don't know how long that would take. We'll see if we can do that. That'd be a really cool milestone to get before opening everything. Then we'll have a giant opening later today Welcome to the Iron Man account. One of the final days of this episode, most likely. I hope we get something. This is our chance. We spent hundreds of hours preparing for moments like this so that we could go ahead and get some drip. All for some drip, man, on the Iron Man, because it's the only way to get it on the Iron Man account. Let's see if we can get it today. Chat is making me realize how desperately I need to open vanities today so I can get a new outfit and change my drip, so chat can finally stop asking me to press C and open my trainer card to unveil the stockings and like the dude. I can't be walking around like this. PogChamp, cool looking, sick drip end fit, right? Walking around like this. It's not a good fit, man. It's not a good fit. You know, it's literally, no matter what style you're going for, this does not match. This is just not a good fit aesthetically. Oh no, someone lost their child from Whoville, bro. You're actually right. I actually look like fucking Cindy Lou, bro. I hate you for that. Okay, whenever we're waiting for present respawns, I'm gonna go shiny hunt a little bit. I did quick ball a bunch of the pine crows and caught a few of those when I could. I've also been doing time swipe hordes. I like the idea of shunning today when I can. A New Year's shiny, like, I don't want to shunt for a lot of the event. I'll probably be doing more swarm stuff and just turning in 5 of any swarm on for mysterious balls. Honestly, it's still worth it on the Iron Man account. But I've been at Hoppip. Now the important thing at Hoppip, I make sure to have a taunt Pokemon because these things will get memento, I believe. They did change it. They used to get, these Hoppips actually got changed because they were too hard to catch when you got a shiny. They used to get memento and rage powder, but now all of these Hoppips actually got changed to be higher level. They used to be like between 35 and 45, I believe, but now they're 40 to 50, which is a big difference because I believe none of them can actually know rage powder. If they're level 40, they'll know worry. The last 4 moves is what they'll know. So they'll know worry seed, memento, bounce, and giga drain, right? So you still have to like taunt the memento, but they can't rage powder your taunt or like rage powder. Like that was the memento and rage powder was a fucking nightmare. That was like impossible to safely catch. Taunting memento is like now we can just taunt it and it's a safe catch from my understanding. Yeah, let's actually go through. Someone brought up, we're gonna open presents here kind of soon. Someone brought up that'll be in the Iron Man episode, not in the stream recap. Sorry, but you know, I want it to be like a, you know, you gotta watch the Iron Man videos to get the actual progress updates, right? I want to go through and see like what Iron Man have gotten what. Like Iron Stomper got his Pudgy Penguin, congratulations. Xerex got his the Jirachi completion, Chassels, Ace. I've done a few things, obviously. Sega with the Melty Snowman, congratulations. Blastoise with the Jirachi completions. All the Iron Men who play are so active, dude. Mort with the Pudgy Penguin, dude. Nice work. Pudgy Penguin right there. Ice Horns, nice. Pudgy Penguin. A lot of Pudgy Penguiners. You love to see it. Let's see. We see a Froggy from Halloween. That might be. I'm looking at anybody. What are the odds any Iron Man has the Christmas camo? And I can't imagine the odds are high, man. I think I like we're at the point with the Iron Man where like literally some of the items that I could pull could be the world first. Like I don't know for sure, but I could be the world first to get some of these vanities. If I got like the Christmas camo, like it'd be insane. I opened, remember, 750 goodie bags, you know, 750 goodie bags I opened during Halloween, and I didn't do great RNG wise. It obviously wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. I'm hoping we can see the dream is if I could get one ultra rare all event cycle, like Halloween, Christmas, Lunar New Year event, I would be happy. I would be so happy. Alrighty, fellas, it is time. It is day 7 of the event. I think I've opened up like 39 of these so far. I've opened up very few Santa presents. It has literally taken me like 7 days to farm most of these presents. There is not a single Iron Man in the world that I'm aware of right now that has the ultra rare vanity. There is a chance that we could be world first for a lot of these vanities. This is the only way that Iron Man accounts can get good drip is by opening presents and playing the event and grinding during the events themselves. I cannot, when this event is over, I cannot go back and ever get any of these ever again. It's now or never. You have one shot, one chance, one opportunity, one plate of spaghetti. Okay? Will I capture the ultra rare or will I just let it slip? Let's try our best. Okay? We're gonna start opening. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start with the Xmas and then go to Santa's after, okay? We start now. Good luck. Boom. Candies is fine. Revives, max potion, zinc, pearls, revives. Fine. I can use revives. Okay, pearls are nuggets. Comet shard is good. Max potion is good. Rare candy good. Rare candy good. We take those. Stardust. XP candy is not great. Helping hand TM dog shit. Avalanche TM dog shit. Revives. Timer ball is fine. Nuggets, irons. Come on, man. 101 of these. Mysterious great ball. Okay, sure. Stardust, max potion. Where are the vanities? Where are the mysterious Pokeball? Sure. Where are the vanities? Where are the vanities? Show me the vanities. Mysterious Pokeball. Where are the vanities? Give me drip or give me death. Luxury balls. Sure. Give me drip. Give me drip. Give me drip. Give me drip. What are you doing? Irons. Okay. Come on. My whole week has revolved around this. 8 Premier Balls. Comet Shards. Pokeball. Come on. What are you doing to me? What are you? There's no vanities. There's no vanities, Chad. Full heals. Rare candies. Safeguards. Why are you troll? Peace. Apple. Heart. Peace. Apple. Hat. I want to cry over this apple. I'm playing an Iron Man is crazy because getting a Peace Apple hat is more exciting than like a single encounter shiny on a main account. What the fuck? It's not an ultra rare, but I wanted this so bad. I love it so much. We keep going. I'm happy. Peppermint shirt, I believe, is a repeat. That's a vanity though. It's a repeat. It's a seasonal repeat. This will return every year. Not a good vanity to get, but that's okay. Is that new? No, is that not new? Is that not new? No, it's new. Okay. I don't think I even like this vanity, but it's new. I don't. Oh, wait. Did we just get 3 vanities back to back? Did we just go Peace Apple Hat into Spruce into no shot? 9 left. Wait, all the vanities were in the back half. Snowboarder Scarf is a duplicate. We're getting some duplicates, but that's okay. I'm stunned over the Peace Apple Hat. 3 more. Okay. 1 Peace Apple Hat from the 101 Xmas presents, in my opinion, makes that all worth it. That's insane. We got 4 total vanities, I think, there. We had 3 in a row, and then the snow. Yeah. We had Apple Shirt. Thank you, Jack. Yeah. We had Apple Shirt, Spruce Pants. We had a shirt, Peppermint Shirt, and then the Snowboarder Scarf. We had 4 vanities. We now have the Santa presents. This is the big one. The ultra rare could come from these. It's super rare. We opened 750 goodies during Halloween and got not a whole lot. Let's see what we can get from these fellas. Let's begin. Acid Spray, Feather Dance, each one. These are terrible rewards so far. These took so long to grind. Star Piece. Spruce Pants, it's a duplicate. But it's something. 5 new vanities in total. 5 vanities in total. Feather Dance TMs. Come on. Come on. That's good! Item Magic Charm is really good, actually. That could be used to get more fossils, get more amulet coins, and grind more things. It could literally doubles the difference of like fossil farming without one of these. This literally saves me an hour of time. Each one of these represents 1 hour of farming saved. As an hour time save, that is huge. There's 4 left. 2 left. 1 left. That's not that good. I got a duplicate vanity and an item magnet charm from 18 Santa presents. The Iron Man struggle and grind continues. We got the Peace Apple Hat. I'm happy with that. We got the Peace Apple Hat. Lay side back to the grind. The Peace Apple Hat and the item magnet charm are the big pulls there. The Spruce thing is cool. The first one is, you know, fine. The Peace Apple Hat is the real winner. I do love the hat. I do love the hat. Would I have grinded all of those hours again just for this hat? You know what? I think I would. It took me probably 40 hours of gameplay to get this Peace Apple Hat and the item magnet charm. In my book, we call that a W, boys. I'm proud of it. Let's go back to grinding and get some more done. Alrighty, we are post-stream now, and man, dude, the first week of the Xmas event has been off to a bang. We are almost done with our first 7 days, half of the event of progress, and we'll cover all of that here in a quick second. But first things, I have one last thing to go ahead and do. I need to turn in as many Swarm Pokemon as possible into these little elf fucks. And all right, we did turn in a few before getting Delibird locked. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I also might reach a point where I start turning in 5 at a time, but I'm going to save that for next episode. We don't need to make those decisions too quickly now, as we still have 7 days or so left in the event. But here's our end of day 7 progress. We are ending with 0 Xmas presents over on our account, very intentionally heading into the next episode nice and fresh. 0 Xmas presents, 0 Santa presents. I actually need to update how many mysterious balls I have, so we'll go ahead and do that live. Before turning things in, I had 31. Now I have 33 mysterious Pokeballs, 33 Great Balls, and 16 Ultras, a few more on each of those stacks. And of course, I opened 101 Xmas presents today and 18 Santas, getting myself 5 quote-unquote new vanities. Some of these are repeats. The biggest new thing is the Peace Apple, and I am really happy to have that. It is a really fucking goofy, sick, bright, fun vanity. And then I did also get 2 pairs of spruce pants, a snowboarder scarf or 2, and then a peppermint shirt, which most of these were repeats. The spruce pants were new though. I did end up getting 2 of those, but that was the first one I got was a new vanity. And I did get a 100% item magnet charm, which is worth mentioning. Those are huge. We are also ending this episode with criminally low PC space as expected and as per usual at this point. Look how many alphas we have stocked. This is just getting ludicrous. All the funguses, I'm gonna have to breed a bunch of those together. A bunch of those were 1x31s. And then here is how many swarm Pokemon I have. I think I'm ending with 55 swarm Pokemon in the PC. So those can all be turned in at any time for, if we do 55 divided by 5, what is it, 11? We don't have to do the calculator for that. That's 11 new mysterious balls I could go ahead and pad my numbers with, but I'm going to save those for the future. But let's go ahead and cover the heavy hitter list. Everything we did in the first Xmas episode on the Iron Man account, episode 26. First things first, we are ending with 1,333 hours played exactly, which kind of lines up with our 33 mysterious Pokeballs and 33 Great Balls. A lot of 33 coincidences happening here. We got 7 new vanities. We opened up 140 Xmas presents, 24 Santas. Those vanities include the Weasel headdress, the Pudgy penguin, the snowboarder scarf, the festive dress, the Peace Apple hat, the spruce pants, and the peppermint shirt. Other notable achievements and openings consist of 1 XP charm 100%, 1 100% riches charm, and 1 100% item magnet, 1 of each big charm. The Alpha Articuno raid, I am eternally proud to have gotten that done and got it done so early. I got some huge hidden ability access Pokemon, plus that Amoongus is the big one, a bunch of hidden ability Amoonguses. I caught so many alphas. I almost want to go check like how many alphas I caught, but it's honestly hard to calculate. It's got to be 20 plus alpha Pokemon if you count like all the raid mons and stuff, and all the Amoonguses, all the Electrodes. I caught so many alpha Pokemon in this one episode, probably the most alpha mons caught in one episode if I were to, you know, just guesstimate. I guess 7 out of 12 of the raids have been done, and obviously that does add 7 unique alpha Pokemon over to my boxes. I have some of them in my party over here. I have, you know, the Amoongus, I have the Alpha Delibird, like that's a unique reward. You only get 1 Alpha Delibird per year. I unlocked the Starmie Scavenger hunt. I still have to do that. I got 33 mysterious Pokeballs, 33 Great Balls, 16 Ultras, and then I'm going to start tracking my encounters at the end of each episode. I'm ending at 29,648 encounters. That's not the encounters I got in the episode, just the number that I'm ending on. This is a lot. This was a ton. I also played a ton of hours. If I actually go ahead and bring my calculator and I do the 1333. Now I do think I shiny hunted in between episodes a little bit, so the numbers might be a little bit inflated. I don't think I played this many hours within the past week, but if I do the 1333 versus I ended at 1269 on the last episode. I don't know. That actually might be about what I've done in the week. That actually might be about right. 64 hours of game time in 7 days, almost 10 hours a day, less than something like Shiny Wars, less than the Halloween event, but still a ton of very solid progress. And I'm really proud of how much I've been streaming this. I've been streaming a ton, and that's been really enjoyable. So you guys have been cheering me up a ton on the live streams. And hopefully this video cheered you guys up or entertained you. If you guys cheer me up, I cheer you up. We can just keep infinitely looping forever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like the video if you did. Dislike if not. Subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos every single day. Iron Man videos on the weekends whenever I have time to make them. I always try to get them up as soon as possible. Follow me on Twitch to see progress like this live. I'm usually live Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET, but during the holidays, I try to stream as much as humanly possible. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond, supporting long projects like this, long videos, going above and beyond with YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations really makes the difference. But at the end of the day, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. Have a good one and good luck on your Christmas grinds or whatever Iron Man accounts you may or may not be playing. Have a good one. But for now, peace Reno. Let's go ahead and jump into the first Iron Man episode of 2026. Yo, what's up? Outro Petrowski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.